Well, hello everybody. It's been 2 weeks. We've all.
I streamed last week.
It's been 2 weeks since we did Silent Hill.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We've all gotten over our sadness over the death of John Popper.
What sadness?
Yeah, exactly.
Guess what? I'm spreading that elsewhere.
Good.
Because somebody I follow said something about like making fun of Chumbawamba, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, leave Chumbawamba alone and make fun of the real monsters, John Popper, who
true.
Died on the toilet eating a kitten with a harmonica stuck up his ass.
Yes.
And somebody commented, but isn't a harmonica stuck up a kitten's ass how Blues Traveler got their unique sound? I didn't want to correct him.
No, because that's pretty funny.
Because that was good.
Alright, what's my objective? Monastery.
So we're going to become a monk?
I suppose. I'm looking at my map, because it's been a minute. It's in my map. There we are. No, go. Fuck. I don't know where this alleged monastery is. Oh, it's where it's circled right there. Okay, I'm heading the right way down this spooky alley. Oh god, there's a ladder there. I don't have a hook. That brings you back.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the church sign this week?
Uh-huh.
It says, like, hiring volunteers for some festival.
That's not
funny.
That's not wacky or
Yeah.
zany or
What's up, Cool
offensive.
Coyote? Yeah, I
Well,
was
hello,
kind of
Cool
upset.
Coyote.
I still can't get over call 911, we're on fire for Jesus.
Yeah, that was
That's my favorite
a
ever, I
thing.
think, of, like, anything in the world that's up there.
Does they not have a handy hook nearby?
Did you pre-order the hook?
I almost made the worst joke I could have ever made.
Worse than we've made on
Yes.
this before?
So I have to do it now since I said it.
You
Handy
do.
hook was a hoax anyway.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I'm upset with myself for even thinking that.
Banning you just like Alex Jones.
As you should. Is that another
Well,
ladder? There's another ladder. Where's a damn hook?
I'm drinking a beer, so I'm pretty good.
I'm alright.
How are you?
I've also got a beer.
How are you, Cool Coyote?
It's not a hook. That's another health kit thing. Oh.
Was she just like hanging out back there? And we
guess.
had no idea.
Hey.
It's a gun in a Silent Hill game. What did you expect?
I know.
Actually, it's even worse because it goes kind of mildly first person, but not in a good way.
But not enough.
They couldn't have just stuck to like over the shoulder third person or
Oop.
something.
That's not how you reload, so I'll quit pressing that
I mean,
button.
look, Gearbox has made plenty of mistakes, but Gears of War was kind of fun, and it has better combat than this.
Yes.
This is a better game. Well,
Depends on what kind
not
of
the
game you want to
first
play.
one, really. I don't know.
Okay, so I guess I'm not finding a hook. That brings me back. Ow. But I'll have to remember there's like 700 ladders back here.
There was a box.
The box is not the same as a hook. Last I checked.
What if there was a hook inside of it?
That's not how this game works, unfortunately. Okay.
You never know. Unless you go
I've
look.
played. Stop. Maybe watch there be a hook like right here this whole time.
It's a hammer.
It's a hammer.
If you jump really high
I
and
jump
just pull it
super
down.
high. Wait, what's this?
What's his vertical leap?
Not
We
very
can figure this
great.
out.
Oh, I thought that was gonna be. Like
Oh wait, he's a Silent Hill character. He has 0 vertical leap.
Yes. Is that yet another ladder? God, it is Ladder City.
Look, he can definitely reach that with the hammer. Or that wrench.
It's a wrench. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna go to town on the... There's... Oh my god! So many ladders, and Bricks? Bricks are like ladders.
Kinda.
Madden's like an RPG, anyway.
Kinda. Actually, they did have the
Stop.
coaching simulator. Remember that?
Let us not justify
Remember the
that.
coaching sim?
Sure, that's not...
It was on Xbox and PS2?
That's great.
Yeah. It did not sell very well.
So, straight that way
wait.
is my objective.
Boo is here.
Oh my gosh!
I'm gonna go get her.
No joke. Alright.
Don't drink my beer. It's kind of in front of you because
Gotcha.
that's where the space... I'm just...
No, I got
turn the
you.
tab.
It
there.
doesn't matter.
It's true. We are... Whatever cooties we have, we've spent too much time together.
Yes. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go down these stairs and see if there's a hook down here. There probably is not. There's a hammer, though. I don't think I can go through these. I can totally go in there. But I don't think I can do anything in here. Yeah, because I think there's a side quest involved, so I can fast travel, so fuck this. Wait, is that? That's a hook. There, I don't care about this stupid nail gun. Wait, do I still have the... Okay. Oh, goodness. Well, I doubt I have anything to fix this with. Can I fix it with a candy
I need
bar?
a record
The answer is no.
first.
Whoa, he just did a little hop. Oh, hi!
I expected it to be a basement.
I'm sure you do. How are you?
Swell, how are you? What are we
I'm
playing?
alright. We're no idea. Okay. Alright then. Well, that's gonna be awkward. You can turn that fan off.
What? That's fun.
enjoying
Okay.
myself. That's why I wear shirts like this. I used to do that in church over the vent.
As
My
you
mom would be
should.
like, Rebecca! I'm like, what? This is awesome. You made me wear a dress.
But no, we're still playing
Oh,
Silent
thank you,
Hill.
darling.
Cool
Stop, and I caught
Coyote,
you
boo,
earlier.
boo, Cool Coyote.
What up? Like Coyote Ugly Cool Coyote? Or
I no, like a cool
Like
coyote.
a cool coyote,
Yeah.
not like
Your
a
drug
movie
runner?
that nobody cares. Not that cool.
Not that cool. Sorry, Cool Coyote.
You don't know his story of life.
That's
This
true.
is true.
So apparently I need a record for this particular hook room. I don't have a record.
You found a hook?
I found a hook that brings me back.
Oh my
Which Silent Hill is this?
This is Downpour.
Okay, I
It means nothing to you.
No,
It's
it
okay.
Doesn't. It doesn't at all.
It's quite alright.
But it was nice of you to ask.
Yes.
you. I
It's nice of
tried.
you to pretend.
What Banjo-Kazooie? I'm a decent at
This
that
is
game.
this is not Banjo-Kazooie.
You're only decent at that game because it came bundled with Viva Pinata.
Oh my god, I can't have an Xbox 360 because of that finals week in college. So I was strung out on Viva Pinata. Roommate comes out at 4 in the morning. She's like, hey man, think you should get some sleep. Fuck you, I'll tell you when I'm done.
Gotta level
What
up
am I
in that
picking
lion.
up? Oh, I'm picking up a crank for the Victrola. That's good.
They had me at the worm mating dance, but I'm not gonna lie. I was hosting.
Yeah, the mating dances are great. I love Viva Pinata. The second one wasn't as fun for some reason, even though there were penguins, but good game.
It's
a good point.
Like, you
Generally.
can play online. Why?
Why would I? Why would I want to play online? Why would I want other people to fuck up my garden?
Right.
Because that's what I would do to their garden.
Hi, K Price. We are not cops. Please stop saying.
I mean, Jason kind of is. But I'm
No.
not.
They wouldn't have me.
I am in fact drinking beer and water.
I mean, it is
How do they
domestic
know
Mostly
beer.
beer.
It is domestic beer.
Say what?
And I said, how do they know that?
Because it says that we're drinking beer and water.
How do they know?
'Cause it says on their screen.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay.
I'm not apologizing to
It-
you. You're the listeners that I'm going to run off.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I mean, if they haven't run off, I mean, if we actually
there's the
have
record.
loyal listeners for our show. Our listeners for our show? What am I, a radio
I was gonna
DJ?
say, I think they're called viewers. I think the common parlance.
K
Okay,
Price
kids
says
in your
hello.
damn podcast.
This is our friend Boo, and I didn't say that she was coming on Twitter because she's notorious for
Look how close,
not following through with plans.
look how close to on time I was.
You were.
You really were. That's very impressive of you.
Freaking, I went and had a beer with Randy last night, and I told him I'd be there at 8. He started blowing up my phone. It's 7:45. I'm like, pitch.
Whoa.
How long have you known me? 12 years. I'm as punctual as a llama, which is arbitrarily.
I feel like they're very punctual.
They're not.
No?
That's just
I don't know
That's
llamas.
a misnomer.
Have you ever set an appointment with a llama? They do
Can't-
not
can't-
keep. They do not
can't
keep
say that I
appointments
have.
worth a damn.
If they do show up, I mean, Lord.
Alright, is this fixed now? Do I get something cool for this? Oh wait, I can see like a little ghost thing. I kind of remember.
Are we seriously doing this for no reason?
Side quest.
The last time I was here, you guys did this like 2 years ago.
Forever
We had
ago.
One listener, and they left like 10 minutes into the meeting. They're like,
That sounds about right.
Am I rotating
Now we
the
have
wrong
like
way?
3 people that watch us. It's awesome.
on purpose?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
And Baby Cactus Cat is insane and gifted people the $25. So.
Yeah.
Including you,
I was
K-Price.
gonna say K-Price. Did you know that? Did you know that Baby Cactus Cat gifted you a $25 sub to our
weren't here.
stupid
Hey,
channel?
that's a bitchin' name.
Right?
Oh, that's what happened. Oh, I have to go backwards with it.
Yeah, she's cool as hell, and her husband works at Blizzard.
Oh, so
They make
K-Price,
things.
a
Oh,
grandma
nice.
owns a gramophone.
Where's your grandma from? It's Savvy.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna go backwards with this.
A road
Oh,
rage?
there we go. Oh my god, somebody murdered her, you don't say.
You don't know her life.
I mean, there's going backwards and this dead lady, there's a guy coming backwards downstairs.
If I could
In my
turn back
living will,
time,
it states very clearly. that
walk
it's
backwards
7.
down the stairs,
Jesus.
kill
I got
a
an
lady with an axe. I love that Cher song.
That's great.
It's a good one.
It's one of the
Yeah,
better
the
ones. You can
bow
see her
cover is
ass.
bullshit.
Well, that's unnecessary.
Hey, we're bringing her back to life.
Oh, wow.
Maybe. I don't know.
Fantasy was still thing in Wichita.
Oh, yeah, I miss Fantasy.
For some reason, like, they play horrible music at closing time to get you to leave, and they started playing.
Like closing time? No.
Yes. No, they started playing Cher, and I'm like, do you know where you are?
Why would you play Cher to get
We're
people
not
to
going
leave
anywhere,
a gay bar?
Right?
I'm not sure.
That's
how
like
I'm
the
supposed
worst
to...
thing I've ever heard. Worst
Oh,
decision.
Jesus!
She was singing the, which, I mean, we're in Kansas, we may be gay, but we are patriotic. We are definitely
I'm more loyal to Cher than this country, that's
Oh,
for sure.
that's
And I don't give a shit about Cher.
Oh god, how do I kill this ghost monster thing?
Equip your gun so you don't break your hook.
Oh, for the person who asked me for
I can get another one.
I'm actually pre-law. If you ask someone if they're a cop and they say, no, I'm not a cop, that doesn't mean they're not a cop.
Okay, do not encourage him,
They
you.
can lie to you.
Do not encourage
I feel
K-Price.
like that, I feel like people
I thought
should know that.
I think everybody knows that
Oh, I
cops
hope-
can and will lie
I
to you.
hope to God they do.
He's in England though, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know your
if-
rules.
I don't think the
They're
cops are.
stricter.
I don't think the cops are quite as bad.
Wait, do I
there.
just-
They're not allowed to miss.
Oh, I bet it's
Yeah.
this. I figured it out.
They don't. It doesn't seem like since they don't carry guns, they don't shoot them. That's ours. Too.
Yeah, but they have knives. Guess how many people? Well, so they make bombs. How many
Oh
bombs
god,
there have
is
been
this
in
really
England?
what's happening?
1,
5.
5, yeah.
Like that's better than our fucking rampant gun violence.
Okay, yeah, they probably do still suck.
Alright.
What's
They
That's
they're
dead.
cops.
Yeah.
I mean, they're cops.
That's,
They're
Of course
cops.
Yeah, they didn't.
That's what they do.
I'm sorry. You
How do
had
I get the
sex
fuck
in
outta
high
here?
school.
Mhm.
Neither
Oh,
did
wait.
Scott, and he's fine.
Exactly. Exactly. Living proof.
No, for real though, how do I...
Fucking blue
I
lives
do
matter.
not-
You weren't born a cop,
Gee,
goddammit.
thank you.
I
That's
hate
a
that
fucking
so
choice.
much.
Your white privilege is showing,
So terrible.
and you get paid for that.
I wish I was paying attention to what window I came into this scenario. There it is.
All lives matter, unless you're, minority or gay or not Christian
You know.
or special needs. Your life matters, so you're born. And you fuck right off. That's
Yeah, I made it. I can't
Yeah,
believe we're.
that's about
I can't believe we're already. It's what?
Dude, we all
13 minutes. We're
Sorry,
already
guys.
talking about this shit.
No, we
But-
badmouth cops like instantly.
But-
last
that
2 weeks
kid
ago.
brought up cops. That's
We do it every week.
Oh, hey, there's like
So-
there's wheelchair jizz tracks.
Oh shit.
I was just going to that.
I didn't get the licensure for my life.
Hey,
But
wait a
no,
second.
you bring up the special needs thing, and that reminds me of, and I forget if I've mentioned this on one of those other times we've gone off on weird political rants on this stupid.
every week.
Yes, usually started by you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's this movie called What's the Matter with Kansas or something like that.
It's a
re-
book, actually.
Well,
They
it was
wrote
it was
about.
also a documentary that they made
I haven't seen
of
that.
the book. Anyway, it's very good. But there's one of the people in that is this Uber. God damn it!
The guy from Uber, yeah, he sucks too.
He does suck. Oh god.
They don't like it.
Somehow dropped my gun. She does.
God,
I don't
Where's
know.
that?
You had the golden gun
Hey,
too.
don't hurt Jason.
Sorry, let me kill this and I'll try to remember what I was trying
You
to
either have to pay her or you have to take her to an arcade in Oklahoma.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know that I want to know because that sounds like.
I feel like you know that story. Anyway.
A lot.
Wow,
Right.
really? Where did my... Oh no, I still had it.
But I'm gonna go vote for James Thompson again, so hopefully there will be slightly less the matter with Kansas eventually.
Anyway, in that movie, one of the people that they follow in that movie is this uber Christian lady who's super blah, blah, anti-abortion, blah, blah, blah.
Of course.
But she has a special needs child. And there's a part in the movie where she goes, yeah, if only I had known, I probably would have told them to terminate. I'm like, wait, what? Like, wait, what? First of all, that's horrible.
Wait. So she's anti-abortion because
Unless
if I couldn't have one, nobody else gets one.
Well, no, she just not that. She just
That
doesn't.
breaks my
That's
heart.
fucked
She's just like, oh, his life is so hard. It's like that's
No, bullshit.
not the point.
Yeah,
They're
that's fucked
better.
up.
Their lives are ridiculously hard.
Yes.
But they rule.
They are better than any of us will ever fucking be.
Yes.
Also, I've read plenty of stuff about
And
how
smart.
Yes.
And have a lot to offer.
Yes.
That bitch.
I
anti-abortion
know.
people can
Yeah.
have they do have abortions,
Yes.
and
Uh-huh.
it's like no
Oh, yeah.
abortion is moral except for my abortion.
Right.
It's so fucking weird.
Or-
I could have sworn this was a ladder.
It's a ladder,
And
but
yeah,
it's not
it's-
glowing.
I don't think it has to glow. I think.
Well, I saw one that was glowing earlier.
In his life, her child's life. So make it fucking better. Change things.
I
Jesus
know.
Christ.
Anyway, that documentary is actually really good though,
Yeah, it's.
and
I've heard
it's
of
weird. Other than that one part, which for me was like just blatantly obvious. Wow, what a horrible person. That movie
Thank
doesn't.
God for
That movie
people
doesn't
like
present
that.
itself as like a here's sides, which is interesting.
Well,
You
no,
kinda
that's,
jump
those
to
are
it.
kind of
Just like American Juggalo.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
I love that. It's
Like, making a murderer is so... That pisses me off. It is not
Oh, apparently I can't hold my gun and the
blatantly
thing. Where is
one-sided and
this?
manipulative. The Jinx, however,
Oh, the Jinx was neat.
it was awesome. That's how you make a documentary.
I didn't mean to go into this building, I don't think, but I'm in here now, so I'm gonna look around. Why not?
Also, I worked at the Capitol in Topeka for quite a while,
Oh, yeah, you did.
and I'm gay, listeners. And if you don't know who Fred Phelps is, give him a Google. You know things are bad
He's dead
when
now, it's okay.
Fred Phelps is your favorite group of protesters because they've been punched and sued so many times they don't talk to you. You can ignore them.
What's the good news, K Price? Does this involve you tripping balls?
I don't know if I saw it. Yeah, what is it?
Pro-life people were my least favorite, by the way. I was on the phone with my very Catholic mother, and one jumps out at me from the bushes with a chopped up baby poster.
I hope that
Oh.
was incredibly
Oh.
accurate with the jumping
is.
behind
No,
the bushes
it is.
and
It
everything.
is, and then I turn around and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I just had a miscarriage, which is a lie, and my husband's in Afghanistan, and they wouldn't let me bury my child without my child looks like, and run away pretending to cry. My mom's like, Rebecca, what the
Oh,
hell
that's
was
good.
that?
That's the
Like,
best.
And this is why my mom's fair. It's like, oh, just fucking with the pro-life people. She's like, I hate them.
See,
She's pro-life, and she hates them.
Well, first of all, I'm a little
See.
jealous of K Price. I was reading those tweets and I was like, man.
nice. See,
What?
I've only hallucinated not on purpose, so
Yeah. Hard pass for me.
yeah.
That's one of those things.
Sounds
that,
awesome though. It's supposed to be great.
That's
I
one of those
hear from
things. That's one
everybody.
of the few
I'm a what?
things that I would like to do hallucinogenically wise. Is
I don't
do
think
mushrooms.
I don't think I
Uh-uh.
physically can now since I'm on Seroquel. I
Right,
think
that
it
would
actually
probably
stops
not
it.
be so good for you. No.
I'm like a wet blanket. I'm so, I don't know, rooted in reality or whatever. I'm like, I ruined everyone else's good time. I'm like, I see that toaster dancing, but it's not real.
Oh.
This is stupid.
So you're just the
You're
worst
a
person to
liar.
trip with.
Yes,
Great.
absolutely. I hate myself when I'm doing it. I'm like, let other people enjoy themselves. Nope, can't do it.
No, I used to go. My mom used to work clinic defense when I was a kid. Over
Oh,
at
the
Dr.
Pink Panther
Tiller's.
story.
Yeah. There's a guy that would dress up as Pink Panther and
Hey,
the
is that
anti,
too?
and we would have Marina. She was like this
If
big
you'd
tough
explain, Marina.
bipolar bull dyke, and she was just like, I'm gonna fucking hit him with my car. She clipped him. She clipped the goddamn Pink Panther guy. So great.
That is
Fantastic.
My mom used to put like some
It is Zetsu. It's
like
the Drinky
ministry
Boys.
in her Walkman, and then you know when you're trying to sing along to a song but you don't necessarily know the lyrics, and you kind of sound
my mother.
like a weirdo. She would do that really loud, and so they would think she was possessed by Satan. I think I still have my Summer of
My Catholic upbringing,
Lambs.
I feel like it'd be very convincing.
That's another flashlight. I do not need that.
Yeah.
Catholic upbringing?
Well, hello, Zetsu.
That looks like a door. Oh, it's not. It's just a shovel.
When Scott and I lived in Topeka, the capital of Kansas, and Fred Phelps, like, you see him on the media, but they protest, like, Blockbuster, like, just the dumbest shit. And you start to ignore them after a while. You bring new, like, people come to
Open
town to visit,
inventory.
and are like, what the hell is that?
Why do they have a sign that says God hates derogatory term for gay people?
Or Lady Gaga is
What
a
is-
bitch burger. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, this
We
is
would just play Lady Gaga really loud and roll down our windows.
Yeah, we would.
Okay, but you know what I remember? Do you remember when for a brief period that those dickwads were posting song parodies on YouTube and they did
What?
like a Lady Gaga song? Yeah.
No, I don't remember
You
that.
don't remember
Sounds
that?
amazing.
I never knew I
It was all I remember was on it was Poker Face, and part of it was like something about her whorish face.
So you're
Yeah.
saying
See,
I have
I
a
would
chance.
I would make that an abortion song about like a hanger, poker
Oh
face.
God.
Too soon.
Is that
What even
that
is this?
a little too much?
No.
I remember
it's
this
just
as a
not.
thing, and I don't remember what to do on this. I thought I lit this up for some reason, but I don't. And there's like several of these, and there's a good reason to
Use
do
the
this.
treacherous Satan fire in your heart.
I would
Keeping it Kansas
would
style.
if I could. I don't think I have. Wait, maybe.
Put the coins in it. Candy bar. Use the candy
I
bar.
tried. That was the first
You
thing I
did?
tried. That's the first thing I try when I don't know what it is the candy bar. Shit. I feel like that is an important thing, like, you get something good for that.
Eh.
I would eat the shit out of a Lady Gaga bitch burger.
Hell yeah, I would.
Medium rare. Wow, that got weird.
I don't know what you're talking about. I like them pink on the inside. Wow.
Oh, for the win. This round to Jason. Dips. Not on you, Lady Gaga. Just
Yes.
saying. It's just an
Yeah,
all
we-
purpose. Make sure. I really thought I was like, I'm not as in love with her as I was in college.
No.
And then I watched American Horror Season 5 and I'm like, turn off the liar.
Mm-hmm.
I am.
Still hot as hell.
Yeah, I could watch you walk away all day.
I think I watched like the first
With
half of that,
respect.
and then I forgot it
See,
existed.
and that's
and
how I
don't
know
care.
I'm still pretty gay for Gaga. 'Cause I watched
That's
the
how
whole
you.
thing.
That's how you know you're still. Oh yeah, you watched the whole thing. That's fair. That's fair.
Because I tried to be like, no, I was young. No, I'm wrong.
So,
That's
what-
still super hot. Always has been.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't even have a map for this area.
And that feels like cheating.
How
I'm a woman. I
god
can't read a map. What do you
damn
want?
dare you?
You've never seen Jason play. any
Also, I'm
video
very
game.
much not where I'm supposed to be going now.
Jason just looks at the map. The one time, years ago, when you were drunk and playing Silent Hill 2, the one that you know the most, it was map the game. You were looking at the map every 5
Scott.
fucking seconds.
Scott.
Worse than this.
When I
Stop
am
you, Bo.
sober and I play Silent Hill 2, a game that I've played a million times over, it's
This
map
is
the
true.
game. What is?
You know what the worst
It
part
was still more map than game.
about being older?
Mhm.
Having friends with children because you say map and Dora the Explorer's like,
Oh no.
Whoa! What just? Whoa!
Gladiator.
What
What?
just happened there?
It's the movie
I
Gladiator.
don't.
Oh.
Yeah, the
Russell
wheat
Crowe?
fields.
What
Yeah.
do
Are
you
we
mean
Russell
nothing?
Crowe?
I don't think
I don't
so.
want to.
Set all of the birds free. Well, yeah.
Fuck that.
Well, yeah, I was planning on it.
I did not have enough adult supervision and was allowed to watch that with puppets.
Oops.
Also, crows in this city are the size of cats.
More like the size of
Oh, hey.
angels. Okay, that didn't work.
Wow,
No.
I kind of think I know where you were going with that.
Crow
Yeah,
City of
yeah.
Angels,
Right.
the lesser-known sequel of that
Right.
movie where
Oh,
Brandon
wait.
Lee died.
Yeah.
The sequel, I definitely, again,
I've
how
never
did my
seen
parents
it.
didn't know I was gay as a
No.
child. Oh, I watched, because Mia Kirshner's in it, and I was in love with her long before the L word, and I would watch that shitty movie often, because you see her butt.
There you go.
Okay, then yeah, that's a
I
warning
rewatched
sign.
it relatively recently as an adult. I'm like, no, Crow 2 is better. I'm like, oh my god, it's not.
I've never.
Warning sign that your
Red flag.
child is a lesbian.
Red
She
flag.
watches The Crow 2
On
a
purpose.
lot.
I never saw The Crow 2 at all, but now I know that I should.
I mean,
Thanks for that,
the first
pro
15
tip.
minutes,
Yeah.
you can kind of bail.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
I saw the original Crow in the theater a couple years back. It was great.
Nice.
Oh, really? Nice.
It's not great, but it's great.
Yeah.
It is. It's a fun movie.
You
It really
have,
is.
it's one of those things you have to see. It like Donnie Darko. Maybe
Sure.
it is amazing in the overhype. It's decent. but
K
you have
Price,
to
shut
see
up.
it. Sorry.
No, not you.
Well, we just
You're
traded
good.
Mustakas
God damn
to
it.
the Brewers, which is kind of disappointing. And
K
then
Price always
we
asks
did,
Scott about
we
sports.
are,
And
Oh my
And
god,
then Scott-
no!
yeah.
We did beat the Yankees the other day, but then a couple of days ago, I kind of feel bad about it. Aaron Judge,
does
their
make you
like
very happy,
star
though.
player,
it's not worth it.
It's
we
not
not
what it
kind
cost.
of accidentally broke his wrist with a baseball, so
The
they might
happiest
not go to the World Series this year, but
thing
we'll
for
see.
me about the Royals winning the World Series was knowing how happy it would make Scott. 'Cause
It
this
really was.
bastard, they were so horrible when we lived together. He had a radio, and he would sit and listen to the game on the radio because no
How
one
did
would
I get to
broadcast
this
that
area?
They
shit.
were horrible my whole life.
Exactly, and he was always diehard. Like, our
Like-
apartment was filled with like replica originals, which are cool. I definitely have some of your T-shirts. Mine,
There we go.
Wait,
yeah,
they might not fit anymore. I got fat.
dibs.
Wait, are those vintage ones?
Yeah, they look great.
Okay. I'm just happy they're not lost in the void.
No,
Okay, that works. Yeah, when I actually had a job, I would spend all my money on eBay buying like
it was great.
retro sports memorabilia.
And I'm not a sports person necessarily, but Royals games when we were in college,
They're so fun.
they were $10 a ticket because they sucked. The K is amazing. I don't give a shit about sports. Sorry, I want the home team to win, obviously. But you could get drunk on the cheaps. No one was there, so you could sneak up.
Oh yeah, you can go to college nights too.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
are the best.
I'd get drunk and accidentally cheer for the wrong team. Hell, let's be real.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on. I do that sober. Scott's like, not us. I'm like, it was a good effort.
See, that's what's great about baseball is when you can just go to a game, you can just get drunk and just talk with your friends, and occasionally something fun happens.
Yes, baseball in person.
I can
is
do
much more
that
entertaining.
at many other places where
No.
baseball isn't happening
But
and have a much
it's
That's a
better time.
bonus. That's a bonus.
And the K, even though it's Kansas City, Missouri, and like, not trying to talk shit, it is, and the staff, it's ridiculous.
Missouri is awful, but
Still
Western
better.
Missouri is way better than Eastern Missouri.
And still better than
Because
Kansas.
There's a shotgun. Do I have
You can buy
shotgun
booze
shells?
anytime you want, real booze, from liquor stores. And you can,
That's true.
as long as you're not the driver, you can have an open container and be drinking while in the car. It's pretty
That's
fucking
God, I
That-
would
that's
use that
great.
so often.
But
I know, right?
All right, switch seats with me. I need to chug this beer.
Or just hand me the beer and hold it this time.
Yeah.
Open inventory. I will come back to that. That's clearly the storage room.
They have this store called the Red X. You people should Google it. It's
Is
delightfully
it porn?
ridiculous and trashy. I'm sure they have it.
Oh.
They have a whole liquor store, a hardware store. Let's see.
What's up, Sean?
A stuffed buffalo, a grocery store. It's just this big like shit show. It's amazing. I love it.
We went to the last
Sean
time.
Lawley.
Huh?
Sean Lawley.
Yep. Last time I went to Oklahoma, we stopped at some truck stop that had like a pirate ship in the middle of it.
Taco Cabana is why you go to Oklahoma.
They
Yeah,
don't
it's
have
not there
they don't
anymore.
have Taco Cabana
And it's
anymore.
worth the drive.
What?
Did you not hear about that?
It's
No.
worth- listen,
Yeah, they closed down all the Taco Cabanas in Oklahoma.
It's worth the
So there's
drive
no reason to go
Texas.
there.
No. there
You can
isn't
go
a
play
fucking
pinball
thing.
at Cactus Jack's. They got 1 million pinball machines now.
That's pretty cool though.
But I think the reason that we went that time was this Taco Cabana was still there. That wasn't the reason. We went there to go to the action figure museum. It was pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, fair. But still.
But
Oklahoma's
yes.
just that piece of shit in between
Oh, I'm aware.
Kansas and getting to Texas.
I lived
it just
there-
makes me irrationally angry.
I lived there for 2 years, and I was so excited to get back to Wichita, Kansas. That should tell you
Yeah.
how bad it was.
Shit's always under
No, no
construction. The roads, and they're horrible.
Where
Yeah, I
I'm
hate
pushing
Oklahoma.
this.
And you see a sign for Oklahoma mountains coming up. They're hills. Bait switch, line, that made me.
Yeah, there's snow mountains.
We were driving to Texas overnight, 9 hours, so they made me irate. I'm like, fuck you, you're not mountains.
Wait, is Trough there?
Click the little
There's no-
thing.
Also, just drive to Texas. The Taco Cabanas in Texas have
Oh,
boats.
Trough is there.
luxury.
What's up, Trough?
Lux is here.
That's important. They have liquor at their Taco Cabanas in Texas.
They have liquor at the Taco Cabanas
Well,
in
they have
Oklahoma
beer.
also.
They have beer.
Oh, well, fair.
I don't know if they had actual liquor at the
No
one in
pitcher of
Texas.
margaritas?
That I
I feel
don't
like that
know
was
because
there.
I don't
I feel
like
like they had
margaritas.
that.
It's still Oklahoma. I'd still make the drive to Texas.
No,
I don't like
I agree.
margaritas, so I ignore that.
Uh,
So
it was
I don't
just
know.
novel as hell, I'm gonna be honest.
Alright, I think I just got another painting. That was what that was about.
I love
And
crossing
sorry
the
for calling
line.
you out, Trough of Luxury.
Yes, that was.
Another-
We don't call out lurkers unless they're
Another
our friends.
fantastic name, yes. Trough of Luxury.
Oh yeah, Trought's wonderful,
Mhm.
but very silent
Great name,
today.
it's fantastic.
Yeah,
Taco Cabanas are great, and we've taken many road trips just
yes,
to go to
they,
Taco
they,
Cabana.
they were located in Oklahoma, but now they are not.
And listen, I know you're sitting here judging them, and I was too, and then I had it, and it is fucking delightful.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's good.
Baby Cactus Cat, you adorable person. Thank you for
I
that
kind of feel
again.
bad for you giving us money.
Yes, and other people stuff with your money, but
Yes.
thank you. We appreciate it.
Ooh, jalapeno
They're
poppers. That
darling.
sounds good
I
as
do
hell.
like some good jalapeno poppers.
Make me barf.
How
Make you barf?
dare you.
Mine is a sad life. I can't
That's
eat
fair.
anything spicy.
Oh,
yeah, that's where that's.
I can't eat a lot of
I
spice,
grew up
but
San
not as bad
Antonio
as you.
adjacent, Cool Coyote, so that's why I'm even familiar with Taco Cabana in the first place.
Okay,
didn't
that
know
just
that.
sounds like a really terrible indie band I would hate.
San
Oh
Antonio
my God,
adjacent.
new
San
band
Antonio
name.
adjacent.
Called it.
Doesn't that sound awful? Like, you would just be like,
Yes.
oh, San Antonio adjacent? Yeah, they're opening for Owl City. I fucking hate them.
Oh my god, I fucking hate Owl City.
Right?
The postal service was on. I had my nephew in the car, and he's like, "God, this is an Owl City ripoff." I pulled over. I'm like, get the fuck out of my car. Who raised you?
Way to make me feel old.
Like
Postal Service ripping off Owl City. Wow.
And then I wept bitterly for. Where I
Also,
had
who
gone
would rip
wrong.
off Owl City?
Nobody. Scott.
Exactly. Not even Owl City.
The other night at a bar, someone described their musical taste to me as, I'm really just into hipster stuff. I'm like, whoa, is calling yourself a hipster not an insult anymore?
Because hipster should... It's always kind of basically just that young person that does things I don't agree with. Or seems cooler than I am.
I also miss Taco Cabana.
Was an insult, and then kids started calling themselves emo. I'm like, I don't understand what's happening. But it makes it a lot easier to weed out people you don't want to talk to.
That's true.
The arcade there, Cactus Jack's is doing better than it used to, Sean, but it is mostly pinball now.
I do love
which is great.
pinball.
Yeah,
but
they take it super seriously. And so when we were when we were up there, we were like, let's go to Cactus Jack's, and I was like, cool, they got lots of pinball, and I was like, I feel intimidated because they're treating it very seriously, and they expect everybody super good at pinball.
Yeah,
it's like when I go to the casino and freak out over winning 45 cents and old people get pissed.
Yeah.
I didn't fucking ask you to get excited.
Hey, I would listen to
you're not even max betting on the
Spoon.
fucking penny slots? What are you fucking doing? Get out of here, amateur.
Well, that seems like that's important, but I don't know what to do with it.
I'm not lucky, alright? You gotta appreciate the little things.
I'm not either. Like, I have probably lost at least $1,000 gambling.
The casino is the worst case scenario for me because I'm competitive, I'm unlucky, and a very sore loser, and then my healthy sister is stupid lucky, and she's the sweetest person.
Olivia?
But, yes.
Yeah.
I burned through all my money. She runs by, drunk. I thought it was a penny machine, but it was a quarter machine, and it gave me $100.
Oh, God.
And I'm just, it's not fair to her,
Yay,
but
Kate
I'm
Price
gonna
used the
punch her
emote.
in the fucking throat. And so I become a dick.
She's so sweet. That's hilarious.
She is darling. So I go drink $7 beer. So I don't go very often.
Kate Price, use that everywhere, please. That would just make me tickled.
Oh,
Kate Price has access to an emote of Scott's
So
head.
we're not partnered with
amazing.
we're not partnered with Twitch. We're affiliates. Which
None of
means...
this means anything to
That
Boo.
That was the clap. I'm sorry, what's Twitch?
So it's our.
What's Twitch?
Hey,
that's great.
You know what? I'm not even
love
gonna be
you,
mad.
Boo. No, that's funny as shit.
That you're suggesting I may have had syphilis because that means I fucked.
Yep.
So, all right.
That's true.
You're
welcome.
Exactly. so you can make emotes, and if people sub you, they can use emotes in your and everybody else's channels, right? So there's a $5, $10, $25 tier. You're probably supposed to put emotes that make people want to subscribe to the higher tiers.
Yeah,
but I decided to put my face as the highest tier.
Say you don't. I'm surprised it's not your thing.
It's more like a dare. It's like
it's me with a beard
we dare
on.
you to to spend that kind of money because this is what you're stuck with.
This is what you've got.
You at least you're honest advertising, and you're going to attract your kind of people.
Exactly. So I bought that beard helmet right from Wish.
How quick did that fall apart?
Yeah, exactly. Like the little plastic hook things, like it just doesn't stay in. Because like I put in like full beers and they would fall off. Luckily they were unopened.
You give me a zip tie and we will work this out.
That's a good call. But then I also kind of I think left beer in the tube, so I probably have to soak that.
Yeah.
God, I had to go to the doctor. I felt like beer in the tube once. It's not pleasant.
You're supposed to. That's why you always have to pee after.
That's why we need to. Again, sorry guys. Kansas health sex education.
Trough of Luxury is also from Kansas, so it's okay.
Yes.
You know.
They know.
They know.
Yes. May I help you?
I'm Murphy Pendleton. I received this letter today.
We've got Boo over here, Sean.
I think there's been a mistake.
Yeah, it's Boo.
Ah, yes. Mr. Pendleton.
The notorious BOO.
We've been expecting
listeners, I tried.
Booey
you.
Smooths.
You were the only family we were
I
able
have
to
a real
locate.
name, and I tried real hard.
Your presence is
I thought
very
I'd get a
welcome.
grown-up name when I went to college.
Family.
And then my friends are all older
No,
than me and went to the same college. And I'm like,
that
hi,
can't
I'm
be.
Rebecca. Who?
I mean,
like 15 minutes
Bless
ago. Oh
you,
my God, you're
child.
Boo.
I understand this must be
So
very
that's not my
You know,
choice.
I only call you Boo because I thought that was what you go
And
by.
I
I have no
There's
problem.
no
I have
mistake.
no problem calling you
Please.
Becca or Rebecca.
It's just like how when we first met.
Oh God, why are you going to Topeka?
No!
Trough, no.
You have no business
Ew.
there, sir.
There's no good
Ma'am.
reason to do this. Don't do it.
Why? Scott and I used to live in not great parts of that town. It's fun.
Yeah, like Topeka, for example.
Anywhere,
Correct.
yeah.
You-
No,
anytime
but like
you
across
tell
the
me-
street. So we had so our
our
street.
drugs. That makes sense.
Oh, that does make sense. So our street was facing a
For that
tennis
at
court,
least
and then
we
there was
can
another
thank the Lord
house like facing that, so you could see that
He
the
didn't
front of the
leave
other
much
houses across the
behind,
tennis
but
court.
his few
I still
personal
remember. I was
effects
just
are
like,
claim.
oh yeah, somebody randomly got murdered there last night.
Do you not remember?
Oh yeah,
Is there-
what happened? I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
they were having a party, and some guy walked in with
I'll
a gun,
meet you
shot,
in
and
the
killed
morgue
somebody, and
and
left. I'm like,
Christ.
oh
The
okay.
Dillons that closed at 7 o'clock at night in our neighborhood.
In the
Oh yeah, yeah.
20,
Ghetto
it
Dillons.
always
Feel
had
free
armed
to look
security. It
around.
wasn't safer to be open later
We're
than
pleased
7.
that the
Yeah.
That's where
Lord
those
has
two
allowed
cops
us
were
to
shot.
carry out
Yeah, that's
his
right. I
work
would walk
in
there.
the
Yeah,
same
me too.
years.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll find
People
your
are like,
visit
don't go there. I'm like, fuck, this is my neighborhood. Or where I lived in the middle of that neighborhood. And grown men who lived there their whole lives are like, you live where? I'm like, something like, and they're like,
Yours was better than mine.
that's because I had good neighbors.
Because you
I
had all
leave that part out. It makes me seem less gangster.
You had all the cool ass like Chicano gangsters that
Seriously,
were
that
like,
night
keeping
I
the
got out of my
neighborhood
car at 11 after
safe.
waiting tables.
You know, Sean, if you're not busy, you want to pack yourself in here like a sardine, you can always come over too.
Some kid walks up with a baseball bat, and I'd been aware enough to realize there was no one else outside. I'm like, great, this is how I die. And he's like, I saw you move that TV in. I'm like, yup. And then I hear, hey, are you okay? And I turn around, and my neighbor's on his porch, and I'm like, hi. He's like, you know them? No. Go inside, sweetheart. I turn around, the neighborhood's on their porch.
Hell
I
yeah.
shit you not.
Like your landlords were bad even for landlords.
But my neighbors made
But
it
your
worth it.
your neighborhood was way better.
I
than
run
mine.
upstairs. It was an old house cut into apartments. I lived on the top floor. Throw back the curtains. The street empty. I'm like, they fucking killed him.
Yeah, probably. Who cares?
Talk to my downstairs neighbor, another girl. I'm like, so how's the neighborhood? Our neighbors seem great. She's like, yeah, I had an abusive boyfriend. Asked them if they could keep an eye on my car. He'd been showing up and calling me like 100 times a day. 3 days into the vacation, I haven't heard from him since.
Nice.
Like, hell yeah, I'll live there all day. But on the other side of Fifth, that house on the corner, and then the one catty corner, someone was murdered there. In the 2 years I lived there 4 times.
The thing is about
This is the weirdest stream ever.
Topeka is such a weird town because normally if you've got a city, you can be like, okay, well this part of town is maybe this is the shady area, whatever.
It's blocks.
But in Topeka, it's by blocks, so you could have a block of weird murders and meth heads and shit. And then 2 blocks down, you'll have super expensive
Literally,
houses.
the other
It's
side
super
of 6th
fucking
Street,
weird.
where I lived in what was technically, even though my neighborhood.
Oh, we're
was
talking about
better
Topeka.
than
This
Scott's.
is all Topeka talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then on the other side of 6 is like I worked at the country club, where all the members lived in, like the ritzy neighborhood across the street. Gas was 4 cents cheaper in my neighborhood because no one would go there.
Yeah, it's really, really
It's
bizarre.
ridiculous. It's because they shut down the asylum.
That's true.
And those people had no families. They've been institutionalized till they're 45.
And fucking
by the time they're
abused
6.
in a
Right.
fucking
And then
mental
they put them up in,
institution.
quote, supported housing, i.e. apartment, and tell them a van will be there in a week to take them to get their meds. Guess how many got to the van? Guess how many left Topeka? I know 2 people, years apart.
Trough wants to know a major
situations.
intersection, so I assume so we can
Well,
avoid it
What
from
was,
where you're
what was
talking
where
about.
you were living
Oh,
again?
I lived at 6th, or well, I lived at 7th and Lincoln.
7th and Lincoln. See, I lived over by Washburn, and my
Yeah.
area was way worse. Well,
Well,
the area I think was better, but my
your
neighbors
neighborhood
were
smelled-
not
yeah.
looking out.
I got lucky.
Like the cool Chicano gangsters.
Yeah, I got very lucky.
Yeah.
Oh, where'd she go?
I loved how your landlord was such like a dick about like
My
the
girlfriend's
heater,
spending money- Oh, that, yeah. I
the
felt like
heater,
a fucking
and like the heater and air conditioner is all like blocked off.
Yeah, and they told me it wasn't there when they showed me this. So, I didn't try that hard in college with my stupid ass. I duct taped the vents shut. And the winter, I was like, the sun
Why
was
is
standing
this-
there with a fucking hair blow dryer. I'm like, yeah, you're not getting out shit.
Oh,
Exactly.
that's why.
Washburn is a great city.
It is.
Like there are very few good things about Topeka. Washburn is one of them.
Yeah, which is a tragedy.
Now, heal. Oh my god.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Remember, okay, the best part about Topeka is that they have a gay bar, or had a gay bar,
Oh
called
my
the
God.
Tool Shed.
That's fantastic.
I've never been there.
It is-
wasn't broken up. into
Oh,
pieces.
it is the greasiest place you can imagine.
It's super gross.
Yes, Kate Price, I hate the ghost fights.
The ghost fights are the fucking worst. That is good synergy! We're talking about Topeka while supernatural murders on the stream.
Yes.
Right? Oh, I have 2
Fits the mood.
people who didn't know each other. Middle of the night day, windows down at a red light, someone runs up, punches them in the head, and runs away. That's the thing that's dangerous about Topeka, and it's not so much their fault. They don't want your money. They're just a little fucking out of it. Dancing Lamp Man downtown, who listens
legit
to
don't
the Space
remember
Jam
what my-
soundtrack, topless, and Price. I love that guy. He's pretty amazing. He is ripped. He's like 70.
Well, yeah, you got dancing Space Jam. I mean, that's a great workout.
When the dude who gets out, oh my god, I don't know if it could make me, anything could make me as happy as finding out that he's listening to the Space Jam song.
That is pretty amazing.
I don't remember what my shortcut was to heal.
Swerve around a tweaker that jumped on a highway ramp one of the last times I was... Yeah, that sounds about right. That's normal.
It's a Tuesday.
Yeah.
You can't speed in Topeka, though, because the cops are fucking busy.
That's true.
When I lived in the good part of town, right by
Actually, no, I got a
Washburn-
ticket once for going just like 9 over because I couldn't see. I thought it was 35.
Where
I was
were
going
you?
39. I don't even
In
fucking
Topeka?
remember. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the highway.
It was a
Say
30. It was a
this.
30.
I feel
Yeah,
like
it
there's no
was a
point to
highway.
any of what I just did.
I think it was like the last speed ticket I've ever gotten where I was just like, fuck this, driving the speed limit.
Right.
I didn't even mean to speed that time. I thought I was going just slightly
Yeah,
over the speed
You
limit.
remember the time Dave showed up at his brother's house? He's like, I can't believe they gave me a speeding ticket.
Oh, well, you live in California.
Yeah.
I mean,
Are you trying to
like,
win this
we
this
get
fight
it.
with the
We get
Menendez
it.
brothers?
You can
That doesn't
definitely
count.
win.
Oh, crazy murder?
Of course, we're not gonna.
We're not gonna beat California.
Like
Menendez.
10 years running over St. Louis and Chicago, Topeka held most murders in Catholic.
That is
Yes.
true. That is true. But you know what? I remember the last year I was living there, I was just like, hey, the first murder of the year has already been solved. Oh, it's the 10th of January.
Oh, well, no, that's good, though.
Great. They solved
And
it,
again,
though.
we don't,
Good job.
Our criminals aren't organized enough to be serial killers, really. Some of them are, but it's usually spree killing.
BTK?
Oh, no, I'm talking Topeka, sweetie.
Oh,
Because
Topeka.
they're all
Okay.
insane.
That's fair. Oh, you grew up in St. Louis, so yeah, you know.
I
No.
know. Jesus, when I was dating Alfred's white kids, and we were in Topeka, and they're like, this doesn't look like a good neighborhood. I'm like, it's new. Calm the fuck down, whitey.
I still remember when we went to Kansas City, and you were just like, everybody told me we shouldn't go to the Paseo. Why are we here? And
We
I'm
got
like,
lost.
well, I got lost because I have no sense of
I'm
direction.
not even trying to be a dick, but it was shitty fast food restaurant, Planned Parenthood, shitty fast food restaurant, drive-through chapel, Planned Parenthood.
And no, there were a lot of the check cashing places.
Oh yes, those as well.
Hey there.
And then
So-
I stopped at the gas station to get gas.
Do you live
because
here?
I was
Well,
out.
you need a gas.
And you're just
Sister
like,
said we're
Scott,
not
a
supposed
man
to
is
talk
peeing
strangers.
outside.
Yeah.
Let's go.
In the ghetto, that's my biggest fear,
Oh.
seeing a dick.
Right.
It's just you.
I think that was before
What's
you
your
lived
name?
in Topeka.
Or
Or maybe
no.
that was when you lived with Myra, maybe.
Maybe,
in that nicer area.
No, seriously, just afraid of seeing
Maybe you could
a dick.
unlock
Oh,
this
that's fair.
door.
Yeah, that makes way more sense.
Think you could do that
Hell, I don't
for
want to see
me?
a dick either.
I mean, it's not like he was trying to hold the place up, and I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god.
It was just
Pretty
more
cool
like,
party
I
down
don't
there.
want to be here.
Scott's
My
stressed because he's lost, and this is the thing I can't handle
Yeah.
today. The rest of
Oh
it.
boy.
Because he's a sweetie, and we took me to the art
Play with
museum, so I
cards.
had a bad day.
You kind of
Also,
remind me of
Nelson
him.
Atkins rules.
Which
Is he
so-
dead?
And I
Yeah.
tell Scott, fuck it, I'm just going to become a nun, and up
Did
comes
you
a
kill him?
Sure you
nunnery,
are.
And this bitch turns his turn signal on. I'm like, I'll kill you.
Like,
when I
alright,
see
I'll
him."
take you to the fucking
He didn't
bed.
say a word, just looked at me.
Why would you say
wide-eyed.
something like that?
Because she said you're the
Tiny?
boogeyman.
God, you
Boogie.
know, now that I think about it, it's so weird.
What are you
Like,
talking about?
you lived on one side of Washburn, like
Uh-huh.
2 blocks away,
And
and
that
then I
was the
lived,
good part of
and
town.
that was the
She
good part of town,
She
and then I
told me
lived
all about
the other side of
you.
Washburn, 2 blocks away, and that was the bad part of town.
And those were the worst neighbors I've
Why
had
is
in
she
my life. There were
crying?
two.
Oh, the frat boys!
They
Who
weren't
is she?
even in college. They were wannabe
I
frat
don't
boys.
Oh my god, I didn't know
Just
And they
that.
always
girl.
wanted to know why they were never in girls'
She's
parties.
always
And they're
sad,
blaring
but
Party in the
she
USA at
knows
3 a.m.
things.
Okay,
Tuesday.
hey,
Kind of thing.
that's, okay, on a Tuesday, it's
repeat.
pretty bad.
Things about
I lived
the
in houses, not
boogeyman.
apartments. My windows were shaking.
But I do
Yeah.
unironically like that song.
Grown-ups tell kids there's no such
I
thing
don't
as
know how I can feel
monsters.
about it after all
That the
that.
boogeyman's
That's
just
fair.
make
They did.
believe.
There's
There's nothing hiding
someone
under
getting
their
stabbed
beds.
in their
But that's a
backyard.
lie,
It's a stupid white boy
because I've
fight.
seen
And it
them.
took the cops 2 hours to show up.
And I have a feeling you have too.
We'll get there when we can. It's
But I'm not one of them. I'm not the boogeyman.
It's fucking fine.
He's a
Now,
Silent
why do
Hill
you say we get
protagonist,
out of here,
right?
all three of
He
us.
definitely has dead
The
eyes.
kid. The kid is a Silent Hill protagonist.
Okay, he's a character in
You
Silent
know
Hill.
the
Shut up.
rhyme?
What rhyme?
I've already
She
chugged
told
2
me
beers,
there's a
okay?
secret
Okay.
rhyme that makes the
Oh,
boogeyman
so,
go away.
When I streamed
If you say
last
it
week,
fast enough.
I streamed
He can't hurt
Twin
you.
Snakes,
Sure.
Do you know
and
Twin Snakes?
Metal Gear Solid
No.
is
Oh.
a great game
If
for
there's
me
a
to
rhyme
stream
that
because
can
there's so
do
many
that, I sure
cutscenes I
wish
can
you
You
drink.
just drink, yeah.
I drank 7 beers.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
It's fantastic.
Whereas the,
Then I
the
guess
last
she's
time I
right.
did a solo stream, I
You
drank like
are
2
the
beers.
boogeyman.
Right.
Last time I
Kid,
had Bank
look
Beer
at me.
Heavy.
I'm not a monster.
Tattoo in Pratt, Kansas, and we had Coors Heavy for
Not
breakfast
yet.
and Coors Light for lunch. Oh, story of warning, friends.
That's fair.
If you pay more for the drug test to make sure you don't have AIDS after the tattoo that you did for the tattoo, you might have made a questionable decision with your life.
It's okay, you're not the only person I know that has been tattooed in
Sadly,
sketchy conditions.
It looks better than I deserve, but it's
It did hold out really well, and you're just like, great, the one tattoo I wish would fade away. is-
seriously.
It's
My
still
eyeliner
there.
I had to have completely redone.
Yeah.
My body rejected it, and that hurt like a son of a bitch.
I can't do anything with my eyes. Because, like, I had welder's burn in middle school from a lamp. it was one of those pull cords,
Yeah.
right? And they pulled it, and then it blinked out, and it flashed my eyes and kind of mildly burnt them. And so my mom had to put, it's basically like Neosporin on my eyes.
Oh, fuck that.
Wow.
So
I
she
don't
had to
even know if I
hold,
can hear this
she had to
story.
hold me down for that. It
Yeah.
was horrible. I can't do anything by my eyes. Like,
My stupid ass.
well, thank you, Cool Coyote. I had fun being really bad at that game. On very easy.
I'm very bad at all games. I have no hand-eye coordination. This goes back to the casino. I'm competitive.
I'm also bad at video
and a
games.
sore loser, so I'll try.
I've been playing them my whole life, and I'm still shit at them.
You
I
ever
don't
watched
care.
me try to read there this semester? Or no, it was the spring break. They tried to teach me to play
Yeah,
Halo.
Trough, I have a problem with eye
That
stuff.
sounds fun.
Like in media, things like having people's eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. The kid eyes, that's when I kind of...
Eye stuff, or the one scene in Saw 2 where she
The
had to like
needles?
jump into
Yeah, that
a
was-
giant vat of used hypodermic needles.
Oh,
that was
God.
probably the grossest thing I've ever seen, and
yeah,
it was
with
freaking
your
me
paramedic
out.
background,
Yeah.
Agreed, Trough.
Scott yelled
Fist
at
bumps.
me.
Yeah, I completely
He's
agree.
like, don't you ever give me a mouth, let them die. I'm like, oh man, that's
No,
horrible.
you pump their chest. Because
He's
look,
like, mouths are disgusting.
no, pump their chest. Because
Yeah.
if you do that, you're gonna help with circulation, and most of the time, people aren't gonna be breathing in their mouth correctly anyway. And all you're doing is taking time away
Yeah.
from that circulation.
I just know not to breathe in their mouth.
Also, yeah, don't
Gross.
do that. I still remember when I was doing my internship, and it was on like fucking 13th and Hillside or some random.
You know, I
God.
love
And then-
those stories. They're my favorites.
We're like,
Holy
there was
shit.
a dude just like, he was I guess technically dead in the middle of the street, and this woman was doing mouth to mouth on him. We're like, do you know him? She's like, no, I just saw him. He was collapsed, and we're just like, oh god. And yeah, oh, and then
Hey, kid!
here, I'll trade you. And
P.S. When I tell those stories to other people, they don't laugh like we do. There may be something wrong with this.
no. So we got in the ambulance. That was my first time trying to intubate somebody, like for reals. And that's where you put a tube in their throat so they can breathe, or we can breathe for them. And so I put the blade in because it's like a blade that pulls up on the top of your mouth, so you can open up their throat and then put a tube in it.
Well, I hate all of this.
Yep. So
I was
the dude was
awake.
dead. So whatever. Oh,
I was
yeah.
awake when they did it to me.
That sounds awful.
That's
was.
extra bad.
So I was doing it, and I was having a hard time because I was, new to it. I pulled the blade back out because we had to put some air in him because you can only do it for a
Sure.
certain amount of time without oxygenation, right? And I pulled back, and there was blood on the blade. And then one of my preceptors was like, "Oh my God, there's blood on that! What did you do?" And I'm like, I was freaking out. I was like, "Oh my God, what?" She's like, "No, I'm just kidding. It's
Wow,
normal."
what an ass.
Also, this guy was super, hugely fat, right? And so in the back of an ambulance, because it's code blue, it was me,
Which is dead,
it
by
was
the way.
one preceptor,
They changed
and then,
it from black because it sounded sad.
huh? Oh, yeah.
Thank you,
Sad.
Trough, for the
Thank you.
What?
for the 50 bits.
Flex you through two quarters.
quarters.
at us. And- yeah, hell yeah.
It's more than he usually gets. Right?
Exactly. And
And
so,
his ass is
so
dead.
you got this tiny ass ambulance with this big ass dude, and there's just me and my preceptor and two firefighters, and this dude was huge. That's why we had the firefighters there. 'cause
Book
They
of
lifted him for
Rhymes.
us. I love firefighters. They will lift all the heavy people
Oh,
for
yeah.
you. And when we were getting ready to shock him, it's just we're all
Yeah,
going
you do that when you're
clear.
awake too, by the way. Go ahead.
That's shouldn't, but we were just clear. We're all just squished on the edge. God, I don't want to touch him. Please don't let me get electrocuted. Too many people
They told
with
me
not
they
enough
didn't
room.
Have enough time to put me out. My heart was out of the system or something.
I guess. Wait, a paramedic did that?
No, it was in the ER.
Oh, never mind. That makes sense. That could be completely valid.
Sorry, I'm trying to scare you. That was rude. Why would you tell me? Just do it. That's worse.
Yeah.
I want to know it's coming.
What the? Oh.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's a little different than.
They didn't. But then again, I bitched because they didn't tell me they were intubating me, and
That's.
I was out of it. But medical professionals, we remember more than
Almost got it.
Granted, I know.
I've intubated people. I really would not want that to happen to me when I was awake.
Yes, and I had to hold
so-
my head down, and I didn't have the energy to talk. But I was caught up in my bed. I later pulled that tube out. I don't recommend it. I was pissed. It was fine.
I've had plenty of upper and lower GIs when I was a kid, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
can kind of.
I have to have one of these experiences. But did they not put you in Versed? Do you remember?
As a
Ah,
kid?
Jesus Christ.
No.
No?
Wait, poor little Steven Skelter, even the chaplain won't forgive you, forever lies your pleading cries, but Susie knows you felt her. Jesus.
Right. Christ.
That's rapey.
That makes me joking about a dead guy while we were treating the dead guy
Seem delightful.
wonderful.
Right? Oh, this is why you are the way you are. It's my excuse.
Right. Well, I'm just disgusting.
But at
We
least
know
you have something
this.
to point back to.
Yeah.
I'm just...
Oh my god, so my mom got a new car, and it's pretty great, and it's wonderful that there's, you know, it's keyless entry, it's got all the backup cam, all this other stuff, and the parents are like, okay, now you might want to sit in the car a few minutes and make sure you know what you're doing, and I'm like, you do know I sold cars for like several
Right.
months,
Right.
or actually for like 2 months, and then it's just like, oh right.
Keyless
It's like,
entry-
I've done all this stuff before, and then just like, okay, well, be very careful when you drive it. It's like, you do know I used to drive an ambulance, right?
That's just
Okay.
parents, man. Anytime
I mean, I was bad at driving an ambulance, but I drove one. I did almost flip us going over a dirt road.
Oh, baby cactus cat's right.
There are two kinds of
our
ambulance
our
drivers,
friend
Scott.
K Price was being awfully racist to Cool Coyote.
Yeah, don't be racist against coyotes.
Just because Wile E. Coyote was a ne'er-do-well
Fucking
doesn't mean all
coyote.
coyotes.
We're just-
Amanda out at the
It's just because he
farm.
calls us cops all the time. It's fine.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Coyotes didn't bother me until we lived out in BFE. Well, Amanda did, and you could hear the coyotes circling the house. I offered to take care of it for you. Closest I've ever come to hitting a deer, the driveway. Living in Kansas, that's I'm like, fucking woman. There's nowhere. Did you ever farm? You did the farm.
I don't think so.
Farms
Not
in
all
the
yotes.
I met the guys, but I never went to the
Yeah.
farm. I was, but it was only for like a couple months.
That's perfect.
And then I got fired, and I never felt so good. Yeah, like I have anxiety, but I've
Yeah, I
worked
can't-
without anything. I had to smoke a joint before I went to work in the morning, and come back at lunch and smoke a joint just to handle working
He
there. I
smokes good
fucking
shit,
hated
I'm
it.
just saying.
I hated it.
I can't sell things. Remember that time I
I love selling. That's the thing. I love commission sales. It's great, but I fucking hated selling.
I'm like, you
cars.
fucking eat it or you don't. Buy it or don't.
Yeah,
I'm
it
the
was.
worst.
And I hated doing the stupid spiel. It's like,
Yes.
oh well, our place was founded by this guy who thinks he's super great, so we have to tell every fucking customer about all of this so that he can
This is
get
why
a big
I'm
ol'
a
erection.
successful recruiter when it comes to jobs, because I'm not all about that spiely bullshit, because people can see through it.
Fucking hate that. But the people that said all that stupid shit sold more cars than I did,
That's
so
just,
who knows?
Jesus. Does that make me an optimist? Because I assume humanity as a whole is like, better than that, taking that bait?
Yes.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Said no one remembers an optimist. Come to find out, it's bleaker than the
Oh yeah, no, we have Bumfuck Egypt. I haven't seen BFN.
What the hell's BFN?
Bumfuck Nowhere.
Oh, bumfuck nowhere.
Oh.
That makes more sense, actually.
Yeah, it's easier to deduce what that means.
Yeah. But I'm just so used to
I've never
BFE
been
that
to
I don't
Egypt,
know if I would
yeah.
ever say that.
Maybe there is a large game.
Are we
Judge.
racist?
Well,
Is that a racist
It
thing?
might be. I feel like that could be. Fuck.
Well, now I'm gonna just say BFE, and then if somebody says what does it stand for, I'll say Bumfuck Nowhere.
yes. That. How they spell it in each.
Bumfuck everywhere.
That which is Kansas, coincidentally.
Yes.
When you can take dirt roads to get to the mall.
That's
Yeah.
true. Sometimes you'd have to take dirt roads to get to the mall if we're just like, well, I don't have enough money to pay the tolls and pay for gas, so we're taking the long
And you
way.
can go as fast as you want, it's fine. God, we're lucky to be alive.
Right? So many
Guess I'm hopping
parties
over
where
that.
I'm like, don't worry, I'm a paramedic.
Oh, hey,
it's
Sai,
fine. I
thanks
can
for the
do whatever
host.
the fuck you're
No,
doing.
you being a medical professional, like, it's fine, he's a medical professional.
Yeah.
You
Does
picked a
not play
weird
on.
one to host, Sai, but
Oh yeah, because our streams are normally so
we're very, very
professional.
constantly professional, talking about important facts about video games and things.
Sorry. It's
And
also,
John Popper.
ADD is rampant here. Sorry,
That's
y'all.
true. 2 weeks ago, every
Oh,
other
yeah, go
word
back.
that came in
There's
our
another
mouth
light
was
case
talking
on the
about
floor.
John.
Say what?
Popper.
Back
What?
up. There's another light case on the floor. Look at the beer thing up. Turn around.
What?
Bitch about face. Go, go, go.
What?
Step forward.
What does go mean?
Forward. Stop. Is that another light? No, never mind.
No.
It says wine. But that would have been a great chocolate milk.
That would have been.
But you fucked it up.
You blew it.
Me?
You blew it.
Typical.
You biffed it.
Oh.
That's another game. That game's problematic
hell.
as hell.
Yeah.
Holy
You
shit.
grew up playing video games. I grew up shooting shotguns in the country. Not at animals. I can't hunt.
I did a hunter safety course because I really wanted to like hunt with because my dad would hunt like once a year with my family
I
or
like
something.
shooting clay.
And then, but then I thought about it and I'm like, I don't want to hurt a duck.
Exactly.
That sounds horrible.
Also, you have to wake up early. You're not allowed to talk. It's fucking horrible. Like, and you have to shoot something.
Yeah, I'd rather just go. I'd rather just go fishing.
Not-
Because yeah, you have to wake
exactly.
up early, but you're just sitting on a boat drunk.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, was Stubbs the Zombie not good? That game always looked neat, but I never played it.
It was
back in
one
the
of those
day.
games that I think at the time it was good, but I don't know how it would hold up, and I'm bummed that you didn't enjoy it.
I never
I
played
think it was one that I checked out. I checked it out from
I
work.
would go in the haunted motherfucking house. By the
The
way.
What if I got a
bathroom.
pee?
Yeah. No.
No, I remember I
Directions
checked it
were
out because I was working at EB Games, and I think it was one of those games either I didn't play on a checkout because I forgot about it,
Sure.
or I played it for like 5 minutes.
Sure.
So I don't know. It was supposed to be
Why
good.
am I being cutscened towards this scene?
It was supposed to be good, but
Can you teach Kate Price how to shoot a shotgun?
Yeah,
dude?
easy.
Okay.
The first time I did, I was 12 and I dislocated my shoulder. And my dad goes, "Bet you won't do that again." And then maybe shoot more.
That's so
My
dark.
mom was
Christmas.
pissed. Here's a fun story. My uncle was a Navy SEAL after Vietnam, and that's what we do as a giant family when we get together. And I outshot him. I'm like, "What's up?" So he goes, "Well, boo, I'm old. Also, people are bigger targets." Huh, sweetheart? I was 13.
Yeah.
I love that man.
See, my family reunions would not involve guns. They would involve copious amounts of alcohol and poker.
Guns. No.
Poker.
The alcohol.
I thought you said porn for a second. I was like, holy shit.
No.
You know
That's
my-
weird.
yeah, that's
Poker.
weird.
No,
You know
that's
what
I
my
can't. I'm not even
hunter
gonna joke about
safety
that.
was?
That's
My
fucking
dad and his 7 brothers yelling at me, "The gun is always loaded!" And then turning with the gun in my hand and the safety on. The safety isn't real. I'm like, oh my god, I get it.
weird. No, hunter safety was way more fun than that.
Whatever, it was much shorter. And I picked
That's
up on it
true,
quick.
and you didn't have to pay any money. But I got a cool patch that was bright orange with a buffalo on it. Did you get that? No.
I didn't wear earplugs because I couldn't hear if it was my turn.
Oh.
So that tells you a lot about that.
I wonder why you're so deaf.
It didn't help, that's for certain. Which is why I couldn't wear them, because if I can't hear in general, I'm not going to hear with the fucking earplugs in.
That's true.
Wait, what is
There's
the
no
new?
one
What is
there.
the new thing that I got?
And you've got to be able to hear when you've got people with guns around
Right.
you. Yeah, that's
Friend
fair.
who wants to shoot a shotgun, a single barrel is going to be less rough. Make sure you choke it up closer to your collarbone on your shoulder, or you will fuck yourself up.
Oh, it gets tough? That might be why. I think because that game was such a different concept, I think it may have gotten better reviews than it deserved.
What was so different about it?
You play the zombie.
Okay.
Instead of a guy that kills zombies.
Right, but I mean, it was
This
still a
was
video
on
game.
Xbox. This was
I know.
that was new for that time.
But I mean, it's still a video game.
It's still a
just,
video
It's just
game.
you happen to be a zombie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like people in
I
cars.
thought maybe you were like trying to say there's some like crazy innovative.
No,
thing
no,
about
no.
that
Well,
game.
no.
It wasn't
Look,
the time
look. For an
for it.
Xbox game, if you're just gonna go in and buy an Xbox game, and it's like, whoa, a game where I get to be the zombie? What? That's kind of a newish thing.
A movie from the villain's point of view?
What?
Yeah, like I'm not saying it's some innovative
Well, it
thing.
was at
It's
the time,
just,
though, I'm sure.
I mean, for a mainstream Xbox
Yeah.
game or PS2 game,
To
it
be
doesn't
fair,
have
I
to
have
suck.
zero idea of what I'm talking about.
Yep.
No frame of reference.
Same. I usually don't, but I know enough
You
to
know how I know
sound
you're a man?
like I talk what I know what I'm talking about. What?
I love you. That. I don't know anything about it, but I'm gonna talk about it.
Oh yeah.
Like it's gospel. But
Oh,
no,
yeah.
you're not that. Your head's not that far of your ass.
Is
You're
that
fine.
seriously a ladder?
No, I was always good at like EB Games and GameStop, and it's just
Yeah.
like a game that I didn't play, and they're just like, "How is it?" I'm like, "I've heard it's really good."
Oh, so it's like waiting tables.
I know. I've
Yeah.
already told this story
You
on the
just
stream.
kind of have to lie, but
Yes,
benevolently.
I know I've already told this story on the stream, but I'm going to do it again. Back when me and Paul worked at the same GameStop, we had ourselves a little contest to see who we could get to pre-order the Dukes of Hazzard game on PS2
Right,
first.
I forgot about that.
Paul won.
Oh
Like
my
he,
God.
but he,
Paul
by God,
was really crazy.
He
good
was
at
very
that.
good at that. He just hyped that game up to no end, despite knowing nothing about
That's
it other than
so.
it exists.
That's so insane that he
I
got
didn't know I
somebody to
could
pre-order
love
that
you more. I
game.
respect the hell out of that.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Well, now I need another hook to bring me back because there's a ladder here.
Can you not? That
Oh
one.
my god, that okay. One time, Seamus and I,
Yeah.
and Sean were roaming around Lawrence drunk, and there was one of those ladders, and it went all the way down, but it had a cage over it, and we
Yeah.
decided we're gonna climb on the roof of McDonald's. It was 24-hour.
Yep.
And Seamus, this ridiculous Seamus. little
Wait, who's
Irish
bad
man-
people?
uses his upper body strength, pulls himself up over the cage to the ladder. He's like, come on, guys. Our skinny friend Sean walks up. It's not locked. Throws the gate open. He's like, come in, asshole.
That is kind of a perfect representation of them as
Yes,
people.
it was beautiful.
I guess we have to find
Seamus,
the-
so I'm just gonna climb up shit and we'll get there. And Sean's like, I will think for 5 seconds.
That's one of the first times I met him. He was doing that.
Oh,
Even though Sean's kind of a
that.
A
dick.
carport. Yes, he is. He was
Yes, we were bad people. To be fair, having never played the goddamn thing, maybe that game was really good.
See,
maybe
okay.
it turns out
See, I missed the game. The
that
days.
Dukes of Hazzard on PS2 was amazing.
See, I worked at
blind
EB Games.
these People, we are more.
Well, that's
We are.
but for different reasons.
Yeah.
So I worked at EB Games pre-GameStop merger, and yeah, we mostly sold our $5 Edge card, where you get your discount and then you
Yes.
get your 12 months of a magazine, which is fucking insane. $5 for all that
Yes.
shit? That's great.
Also, we're in the Midwest, people. We have to make our own
Is that a
fun.
hook? That's not a hook.
That's true. That's why we just drink and do drugs a lot.
Well, that and sell people Dukes of Hazzard.
Yep.
Tell people Dukes of Hazzard. That's a good point.
You know, you lived close enough to the sticks when you tell stories as an adult.
Remember that one kid that was... So you guys had a Donkey Konga demo, and the one... So they
Yes.
were playing it, these kids that we
Yes.
already... We knew from the arcade that were
Yes.
dorks and kind of annoying.
Whoa,
And
stop
when
there
we-
for a second.
Go fuck yourself
Dorks?
right there, boo. I know what you're about
love
to do.
the dorks, but just like relatively speaking, you're not
Compared
going
to
a
us, they
little
were
more
dorks.
Yeah, DDR. I remember.
Yeah, I know. We were huge dorks, but they were... Okay, if they're people that huge dorks think
I
are
know,
also
that's what I'm
dorks,
saying.
that's a thing.
I just wanted people listening to play
And
rap.
so, you know, it was only a one-player setup. And so the other person would shadow them. So like you could do on DDR, like you would be like, well, I'm going to anticipate my turn, and I'm going to mimic what you're
I
doing.
had sex in high school. I didn't do
That's true.
that.
What am I
Sorry,
doing
guys.
to this chalkboard?
I wanted to like DDR and I tried to play it. And
It's fun.
The arcade, no, because I was learning and all the kids were pissed at me and like.
Well, that's
"Ugh."
bullshit. They're dumb.
Yeah,
They
those
shouldn't
those
do
those
that.
were the assholes who
Those were
made
the
us that we
assholes.
stopped
I'm
playing
the only
DDR.
girl
Those are the
in this
assholes we didn't-
establishment.
Those are the assholes we wouldn't play with because they would do stupid shit like that.
Yes.
So I'm like, never mind. And I'm not coordinated. It wasn't good.
I'm not either. Well, I was okay at DDR, but not nearly as good as all the crazy good people we had.
Like, it's literally.
Why
an
am I
arcade.
jerking
Remember,
off to
remember
this?
Dave?
It's not. I don't like that.
Wake
kid.
me up when September ends,
Yes.
Jason.
No, that.
I love Dave.
No.
He's
No,
the-
you don't love this Dave.
Oh,
Different
no,
day.
no.
No,
I
he
love
was like,
Brotherhood Dave.
he was one of. Oh yeah, I do like that Dave.
When he got he was bitching about a speeding ticket for going 55 and a 30 in Lawrence. He's like, and Tass was like, yeah, dude, you can't. Like, yeah, they probably get you deserved that ticket. He's like, did I? He's like, yes.
Dave is great because
He's a
he has
teddy
spent
bear.
probably at least 5 digits worth of dollars on board games, like those
Uh-huh.
expensive
Well,
ass.
I'm glad that you qualify that with dollars.
Shut up. On expensive ass like $50 board games.
Like,
Which is
arguably
great
more than
because we
Scott's
would get to
thing on
play
Rocks.
them.
$50 on the cheap thing, yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
God love Dave. He's
I miss living in Lawrence. I would love to move back there, but I don't have any money, so
You'll just pedal your ass. It's fine.
It's very dark.
I don't think I'm gonna make much money as a hooker.
Oh, son of a bitch.
You're not gonna make any bottom bitch. I learned what that meant.
That's true.
You learned what you didn't know what the. I feel like it's self-explanatory.
Is it?
Yes.
It's your number one.
I guess I did not know what that meant.
Not even seen the South Park episode, like
Probably not.
At bare minimum.
Probably
I mean, it is
not.
South Park. It sucks, but that,
Yeah,
that
no,
see, is
see,
not bad.
Scott convinced me to watch South Park again because I liked it in the beginning. Again, where were my parents?
It's been shitty the last few years, so
It didn't get funny. It was just like gore, stupid fart boy funny.
let's go live with Profit Luxury.
Well, it's not so much that anymore as it is stupid libertarian
Yeah.
funny with air quotes.
Yeah.
Caitlyn Jenner's that cracks me up. Fucking
It's
Yeah, Caitlyn Jenner she's terrible. And it's not because she's trans.
against
She's
gay
just
marriage,
a bad
you know that,
person.
right?
Yeah. She's a terrible person.
She
It's
had
like,
such an
why doesn't the
opportunity.
trans community like me? It's like, maybe it's because you're a fucking Republican.
The community, the
Might be.
LGBT community, waited years for someone with that kind of like. She had such the opportunity to be a positive.
Like, way more than Chaz Bono. Because Chaz Bono was awesome,
yeah,
but
but the Kardashians.
but such a minor...
Yeah, Caitlyn Jenner was in the spotlight and had that opportunity and that platform.
And she waited.
And all those kids struggling, and you know that she can burn.
Yeah, no, she's a piece of shit.
And so,
Alright.
like
So I don't mind the South Park jokes against her because they're not about her being. Well, are they about her being
They
trans?
probably
No, it's just like her
Just a
fucked up.
little.
It's just about her being a shit human being.
I'm okay with that because I didn't like that one episode where they like I think it was
What the
even
fuck?
called The Sissies or something.
Oh
like
no, that was
that was an awful
too far.
episode, and it wasn't even
But with
it wasn't
Caitlyn
even
Jenner,
funny.
Like Kyle was, or one of them was like got in trouble because he said Caitlyn
Okay,
Jenner
yeah.
wasn't his hero.
Yeah, because she's not brave or something like that. Yeah.
Like,
But they're doing that because they're, I don't know, I fucking hate
and to
that
be
show
fair, I think
anymore.
that came out before the whole Republican thing. But after that, I'm like, nope, do it.
And I think I don't know.
Because okay,
South Park has
For
really made
argument's
South
sake,
Park really,
they
and I
got-
used to really like it, but I
Yeah.
think they made a lot of people think, well, oh, it's just a joke. That means I can say it.
yeah, there is that. I see where they're coming from. Like, okay, if we didn't make fun of them, that would be treating them. They have no lines. They make fun of everybody. It would almost be,
Which is true.
you know, isolating them because they're different by not making fun of them, which is fucked up in a sense. But then
Yeah.
it normalizes it in mass. Yeah,
Yeah.
double-edged sword, man.
Like the episode where what's his face was saying the F word, not fuck, but the one for gay people.
Yeah,
And I think it does. I think it normalizes it for people.
and that's not. And I used to think it didn't bother me until someone said it. It pushed me in the head. It was a stranger.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
I'm like, huh.
I really need a stupid foot. Oh, I
It
didn't
was
go to
kind
the
of funny
store.
that it was the motorcycling, but I agree. Eh.
Oh, I can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, I get it.
Just
But
because,
it's-
again, living in Kansas, loud motorcycles and trucks that I can hear in
Yeah.
my basement. of
But
my
you
home.
you can't reclaim a word that's not yours.
Especially when it's made by two, I'm sorry, white rich men.
Yeah, you can't reclaim a word that's
Don't-
not yours.
no.
You can't. I mean, it's just like in Clerks 2 when he was like, when what's his face was like, I'm
Right.
trying to bring back Porch Monkey, and we're just like, they're all like,
No.
what is wrong with you? Stop.
That is such a, not beautiful, but accurate representation. It's not racist.
I'm trying to bring it back.
What
I'm saying it
makes
in a
you-
good
what
way.
makes you
Okay,
think
you don't have
you get
the
to be
right
the
to
authority,
say
my
that.
friend?
Yeah.
Or our
Yeah.
friend Ron was in Hazelwood for Mulvane for Andy's house. He happens to be after and he's like, it's getting dark. I'm out. I'm like,
I can
"Seriously,
answer.
Ron?"
I
And
can
he's
answer
like,
for
"No,
Boo. Boo has
seriously."
not played any Silent Hill games.
Sorry, am I ruining it?
No.
No,
But
she's
someone asked.
watched like maybe one.
Boo.
I
Boo.
watched
Boo
Vegas
has
to
only
scare
played
the shit out
Viva
of me.
Pinata.
All right, let me tell you a little story about the time they tried to
Look,
teach
Boo has a
me-
life, okay?
No, that's not. I have no hand-eye
Actually, that's
coordination.
not true.
Not really. I have no hand-eye coordination.
I want to look at the things.
You should see my handwriting. I work with people with special
Fucking
needs, and one of
son.
my guy can't read or write, and he looks at my handwriting
Do
and
you
goes,
suffer from portion
"Wow,
distortion?
buddy, that's horrible." What? What's that?
Serving looks like, and then it has a picture of glasses. So I get it. I think they're trying to do the you're
Also,
eating too much,
way
but
to
what
say,
the
way to
fuck?
say, reference the Clerks thing, and now see K prices. Or
What,
K
ass to
price-
mouth?
No, no.
That's the only.
Scott-
Okay,
Scott-
there are three things I remember from that movie. That
Scott
ass
is
to
the
mouth,
Scott is the cop is the point.
and the
I'm trying to
third
make.
thing
Jay and Silent Bob Finding Jesus.
was we watched it in the theater,
Oh.
and so we were waiting through the end of the credits because we thought maybe there would be something because that was a thing at the time, and I guess it still is.
It was the style of the time.
Style of the time, and we had to sit through like all the people that backed them on Kickstarter.
Okay.
And it took like 2 minutes to get past all those names. And then afterwards, there was nothing at the end. I was super pissed.
Respect.
I legit need to
Viva
find a
Pinata
stupid hook.
rules, and I don't give a shit what anybody says.
have
I got the
problem-
lion. I played the shit out of that game.
I
It is
didn't-
so addictive and fun.
Yeah, and that's I go big or I go home. That was
Mhm.
2 weeks of my life, and I can't go back there.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Oh, I bet you could.
That's why.
I
That's
could.
That's
I
why.
could, Jason.
It's like why I can't collect comics anymore. Because back the last time I
yeah, you're a
was,
collector, man. You go big or go home.
so I was spending $30 a week in comic
For
books.
something you can
Jesus
steal
Christ.
online.
Well, you couldn't back then, but also.
There was a guy.
There was.
So a comic book is usually about $2 to $3 a piece,
Yeah.
right? And they're monthly. So I was buying that many comic books that every week I was buying. Oh, well, this is the new release this week.
I don't
And
know why
I'm
you're
like-
looking at me like I should be surprised. I looked
No,
at
I'm
you.
just like well, this is like as expensive as smoking, and I don't
Yeah.
even look cool. So
There's that. God, remember the last cigarette you smoked? You got pneumonia, and I'm the asshole.
I didn't get pneumonia. I just got a severe like upper respiratory infection. 'Cause that happens to me that happened to me in high school too. I would smoke like 4 cigarettes over the course of like a week, and then I would get like bronchitis
Yeah, but
for 2 weeks.
Usually I wouldn't care, but this kid, I'm a living zombie, friends. And Scott, my medical professional, I'm like, I don't feel like going to the ER.
Yeah.
Call Scott.
That's true.
You still, in
That
my
is what I'm
phone
good
and
for.
everywhere I work, I'm like, if something happens, I pass out. You don't call 911, you call this phone.
Yeah, I put my parents and I put you, and sometimes I put Jason on things.
I put you.
Jason's gonna get a call like, I don't know what the fuck
Yeah,
you're
what?
talking
What are
about.
you even
Instead
doing?
of my cat before my last surgery, I made Scott my
I'm sorry, K Price. I didn't. I shouldn't have even said it.
Yeah.
It was just the thing from Clerks 2. I said it one time, and I feel really bad about it.
My sister's friend called me
fuck
that
am I
in high
doing?
school.
What?
And I told my mom, or no, middle school, sorry. Olivia was in middle school, I was in grade school. I told my mom, oh, she never asked me.
Yeah, I was trying to say it in context, but I normally try to censor words I say in context because I don't like saying them. But yeah, you're right. That was pretty dumb.
learned
I don't
the
know. I
C
saw this
word.
big grit. Cunt's okay.
I learned that from my mother
But-
in Catholic church as a child.
I don't know. You
Cunt?
should.
Yeah, she goes, I don't like to say anything negative, but that woman is a C-U-N-T. And I'm like, what, son? My sister slaps her hand over my mouth and goes, later! Thank you. She's like, that never happened. I'm like, really? That happened.
That's pretty great.
It was good times.
I don't know. I'm trying to go back because I need to find a goddamn hook, and I don't know how to get back to the beginning of this stupid
Oh,
thing.
but when I was young, well, like 19,
Forget the
20, I
hook
used to
and
watch
just-
you guys play.
Oh,
I know.
wait.
I like need to get the hook. I think to get that
Oh.
ladder because I don't know where else to go.
And the Brotherhood always played. I'm a watcher. I can't play video games, but I enjoy watching other people.
Oh yeah, that's right. Vincent played this game.
This game,
I don't know.
and then all kinds of cool games you guys would play.
I don't know if you were there for this particular one,
What
but
was the one with the camera? Where there, it was Asian.
Probably
and it was
Fatal
like-
Frame.
we didn't play Fatal Frame.
Somebody did.
Yeah, you did.
Apparently.
Vincent and the guys. Yeah, you did. I
No,
was
we didn't.
And it's like an abandoned, and you don't have weapons.
Sounds like Fatal Frame.
I don't play video games. I just watch you guys. That's the one because I helped. I was like, look, a clue, and they're like, oh my God, good job. I'm like, kind of like playing the game. They're geniuses. By
How
the
do
way.
you-
I was the dumb friend.
I don't remember this at all. No, they're smart, but they're also kind
Were
of
you
dumb in a way.
drunk?
Oh yes.
Um,
Okay, if ever you have to say to someone you can't wear Crocs on a blind date, that's what I was working with, guys. God love him.
I do love. I mean, he's married with kids,
I
so
adore
what are you gonna
Kyle.
do?
I know. I was like, wifer, Julia's
yeah,
cool, don't
he
fuck
found
it up.
he found a good one. Juliana rules.
His nice
She's super
blazer,
nice,
his
yeah.
Crocs. Oh
I don't know. I'm so glad she could see past
too.
Kyle's bullshit because I
Didn't
don't.
she work in the same lab? That had to have helped.
Or they worked in similar
Because internet
fields,
dating,
I think. I think they worked in similar fields because I know they were both in biology.
Because he
or
is a good
stuff.
guy. He can be an ass, but like you're not showing off your best assets, friend. You go on a blind date with Crocs.
He also- back in
I'm-
high school-
I want
back
to be
in-
comfy. I'm coming who I am. Like, have you ever had a little bit
Back
of
in
sex?
high school, he wore a blazer for some point. We were like down in my basement and we were playing Tekken Tag, and we had these cat toys that the cat didn't play with, my stepcat, and it was this big old like
Your
mouse.
I
stepcat.
was
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's a stepcat. Why does everybody
I didn't
think
ask.
it's so weird when I say stepcat? Anyway,
It makes sense. I am one, so yeah.
well,
It's
it's-
stepcat.
well, yeah, like okay, when my mom
If you step on
married
that cat, Scott, I'm
married
gonna
my
be pissed.
stepdad, they brought a
It's
cat
a
into the
cat.
equation.
It's just a
So you
cat.
couldn't full love your stepcat? That's
Yeah,
what
that's
that
what
implies.
that implies.
No, I loved Fatsy. That was her name. They apparently had Fat Girl and
Which is
Skinny
what
Girl,
they called
and
me.
Skinny Girl became a sail kitty.
But it's okay because he
So
loves
we
it.
didn't know her.
What's a sail?
Yeah. What?
Oh
Is that like a
No,
sailboat
stop.
with a cat?
Don't tell me it's a cat with a yacht and a monocle, and I don't want to know different.
no, it's not as bad as that. It's when a cat
That's
gets.
amazing.
I guess
It's the only reason for wearing.
I think it's when it's like so in in a cartoon when you get flattened and you.
Oh yeah, you have told me that.
Wow.
Actually.
Yeah.
Those are things
That's the thing I didn't know until my mom.
Oh, is it a
married
hook? It's a hook.
That would make childhood.
Oh, that brings me back.
Before I lost my soul.
I do remember, despite not really liking my stepbrothers, I still
I gotta find
remember
where that stupid ladder
David
is.
talking about how he said
Yeah,
for some
your
reason
stepbrothers are a trip.
they really are. For some reason, when he was like a little kid, he thought rape meant hit somebody in the back of the head really hard.
Probably because he heard it on TV and his parents didn't want to explain it.
Probably, but then they were like watching the news and they said something and he was just like, "Man, that must have hurt," and everybody just looked at him like, "What?"
That's dark.
That's
Are you
touch
speaking
dark.
from experience, son?
Yeah.
So where was that ladder?
So, one of Emily's friends, it was her kid's birthday. These are like 5-year-old kids.
Oh, they picked a name that was, Pig Trough.
Wait, what?
But it was like some posh name that they thought it sounded great, but it's not.
I don't know.
I think that somebody made they made it a name for like a restaurant or something, but they named it. They put it in Spanish. So they're like, let's just name it this. This sounds cool.
Hell yeah, I would do that in a second.
But in Spanish. I don't know.
Yeah, no, so it sounds classy, but you could be calling someone like a donkey dance. I would do
Right.
that.
I would eat a pig trough, even if it was called that in English.
I would.
That
You
says
would.
things about me.
No, they would.
But I would eat there.
You'd have to know.
Oh, it's a housing community.
Ah,
That's
not
fucked up.
there.
Even
No,
weirder.
that's bad.
It's a gentrification. Yeah.
Alright. I don't remember where I left that.
You gotta
letter.
find a chalk eraser.
I guess. A chalk eraser.
You know, those big
I
things.
know, but I just call them erasers.
There's so many different types
Oh,
of eraser.
oh.
And you knew exactly what I was talking about when I said chalk eraser.
Anyway.
Because you could find, like,
We didn't get the whiteboard till
a
high
dry
school.
eraser. We didn't have those in high school. We didn't have the air conditioning in high school.
Fair enough. I'm the
We got air
asshole
conditioning like 2 years after we graduated.
at a pride
so
meeting
mad.
in college, and there was a whiteboard, and I accidentally used Sharpie.
Oops. I think magic eraser will take care of that, though.
No, I used, what did I use? Hand sanitizer, maybe?
Oh, that'll work. Yeah, alcohol. That'll
That's
work.
the thing about being perpetually clumsy and having no center of balance. I'm really good at fix it before mom gets home. People are like, how do you know how to do that? I'm like, necessity.
There's the damn ladder.
Kind of like the time where I decided to set off a firework in my kitchen, and it fucked up one of the tiles, and so I tried to paint over it with model paint.
Respect. I mean, maybe.
It did not work at all. I had to retile that.
How about the hookah burn in my carpet in Emporia, and without question, which people don't know my mother, which is weird.
Oh, wait,
like,
I
Mom,
need to
there's
get
a burn hole in my carpet, some idiot kids. But she helped me fix it with the fabric from the carpet because my Emporia. Were you ever in my Emporia apartment?
I think I went there one time.
Seafoam
Were you
green
there?
shag carpeting.
I was there
amazing.
once,
Wasn't
I
it
think.
glorious?
I was very drunk.
We
I
stayed the
love
night,
that
right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I think that was the time we went up there.
Bye, Trough. I'm very sorry that you have to go to Topeka.
But I'm
Oh,
also,
no.
but I'm sorry you have to go to Topeka, but I'm happy you're getting drugs. So
Me too.
congratulations
Oh, you should get
on
extra.
that.
Go to Lawrence, sell it for 4 times its worth. Those idiots don't pay anything.
Oh, they live in Lawrence, so yeah.
Oh, well now I like you less because I'm jealous.
Exactly, right?
Make good choices.
Make good choices on your drug deal. Have fun.
Put that shit in your trunk, man.
Light on left, turn
Yeah.
down
They need a
road.
warrant for the trunk.
Exactly. I still remember when Pineapple Express came out. Before I went and saw the movie, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta buy my mom drugs. So I bought like a bunch of weed and put it in my trunk, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is kind of a fun movie to see when you're...
Why would you see that sober? Just saying.
Exactly.
Okay, this is complicated.
I had a friend the other day who was like, I got that Pineapple Express shit and something called Charlie Sheen. I'm like, why would you ever... What? Hard pass. If there's even like a remote chance it'll turn me into Charlie, why? How is that a good marketing scheme?
It seems
I
like
would-
more of an upper, anyway.
I would call that anything else. Just one person's opinion.
Gas protect.
I'm
The
gonna
white mage costume and
explore
everything,
a little
perfect.
bit.
What?
Don't worry, Trough of Lecter, you're safe.
Yes.
It's a
We believe
video
in you.
game thing, so we're big ass nerds.
I'm with you, nerd. Love me.
We already love you, boo.
We love you despite not being a nerd. It's okay.
I'm an outcast in a different way.
Dude, no, that was me in high school to get along with like the Brotherhood and stuff. I tried to stop
You were
liking.
by and far the coolest member of that group, man.
That's
Still.
true. I tried to stop liking sports, and I got into wearing. You know, I had like a hexadecimal T-shirt from Think Geek, and I
Let me
tried to
stop
get
you there.
really
You live
into
in a
it.
special place where that's you. Anyone trying to fit.
Yeah, I was trying to
Is
exactly.
it progress? It feels like progress. Or maybe it's just going to a bigger school than I did.
Are those okay? I've been looking at these all fucking day. Are those unopened Street Fighter or VHSs?
No, those are Super Famicom games.
Oh, that's cool. They look like
Sorry,
unopened
stroke, what's that?
VHSs.
They do look like that.
Okay.
Yes.
And you know what? When I was younger, you played video games half the time. Sometimes.
I'm using Cooper because it's the fucking Wet Hot American Summer font.
It is the font from Wet Hot American Summer, and that is why Jason has used it, and that's why I use it.
Yes.
It's not a great font, but it is
I'm
it
still
is a good movie.
In zero ways, surprised at your justification, reasoning, logic. That makes sense.
The movie rules.
How do
No, I'm
I
impressed.
do this?
In fact, that you realize. It's a better
These
justification
lights
than most.
probably cue the stage technician.
Yeah, no
Dude.
shit they do.
Final Fantasy X-2 was a legit great game. So if you ignore all the plot, and I just love the job system. It's really fucking good. You wouldn't download a car.
I would.
You can download a
Press
gun, I
these
think,
rays
now.
and lower the back
Did they
frames.
finally clear that?
Somewhere did that.
No, you can you can 3D print a gun, but there was a huge controversy about it. But I think you can do it now.
freaking 3D print, what is it, backstop, what is it? Where it makes it automatic. A device.
Bump stop.
Thank you.
Sorry, backstop just made me think of
I know.
baseball, and I'm just like,
See, and it made me think of Undercover Agents. 'Cause
I'm like backstop. That's that thing behind you, so the
either
baseball.
a con or your cover.
Oh wait, okay. Are the
I'm
house
just
lights?
Oh yes, absolutely. Let me know if there are any tweakers or public urinators. This is like
Why? He's gonna have to let you know, because obviously there will be.
there obviously will be.
I feel like there's no record here.
That is
I'm
very
gonna turn this anyway.
I would be
Active
surprised.
denial and oblivion is what I suggest, my friend. That's how we survived. We had good times.
And even like aside from all those kind of
So I'm
weirdos,
still
Did I
it
tell
just
you when I lived
sucks.
in Lawrence, someone was like, "Don't go there. It's the bad part of town," and I laughed until I wept.
Oh my god, that's fucking
I'm
hilarious.
like, I was 100-pound
The
girl.
bad part of Lawrence, Kansas.
I'm
Are
like,
you
"You're
fucking kidding
darling."
me? Oh
Or
my
even
god.
if you're shit your pants scared, you fake it like you're not, and then eventually you're just not.
Hey, there's a record.
Yeah, no, we'd leave our fucking door unlocked. It's like I didn't even open my blinds in Topeka because I didn't want people to see I had a television.
Ha!
Or you have people come over. What was that noise? Car backfiring? Are you
Mhm.
sure? Yeah, and I live here, so you be sure too.
Yup.
The 4th of July when you first moved there is upsetting.
Made a
Like,
trough.
Bye.
Make a choice. Wear your seatbelt though. People are idiots.
Fuck with this yet or not? Alright.
I should just start adding all the people that normally watch our stream.
To what?
Adding them at AT
Ah.
like on because I do that with K Price because sometimes he
Oh, is
forgets.
Baby Cactus leaving?
No,
No,
just
no,
Trough
Trough.
of
Oh,
Luxury
okay.
to go
See,
by
they're
to
being
go to
cordial.
Topeka.
Yes,
Yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah.
Human interaction. It happens occasionally.
Listen,
What?
I wish I were good at video games, but I'm not.
Me either.
I'm the sad
Me
kid.
either.
who
I play
wanted
the
to be
shit
a
out of,
nerd.
and that's the thing. I play them all the time, and I'm still shit at them. Like I play Overwatch a lot, and I'm still not very good at
turn
it.
on
Growing
this
up-
fucking house lights.
Because it's fun.
Close enough to Wichita, but still far enough out in rural-ish Kansas. I was in the closet longer about liking my nerd things like Buffy the Vampire Slayer than I was about being gay, which is just coming from Catholic
what the shit?
Republicans is just a sad tale.
Well, rednecks can identify with wanting to fuck a lady more so than wanting.
yeah, in a rapey way.
Oh, that's fair.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with
Sad.
this.
Because I
Oh,
used to think
it's a puzzle.
that lesbians
No, I know that, but I don't, thanks.
had it better than gay men.
Dingus.
And then Andy, my gay man friend, was like, they do not. Everyone looks at you and sees porn. Everyone's either a Jack or Will to be their best friend. I tell someone I'm gay, and nobody tries to tell me I'm not. And I'm like, aw, that must be nice.
There's another side to it though, because I think a lot of people see
About to cheat.
male gay sex is just gross, and so they don't
I
want to
wish people
associate
saw
with
my
that.
sex is gross, so they quit asking me about it. Or feel
I
like it was
agree,
appropriate.
because I remember when we'd hang out and somebody would talk to you and you'd be like, "I'm a lesbian," and you get really mad, and I'd be like, "Please just tell them you have a boyfriend," because I know it's
Yep.
embarrassing
no,
and
no,
horrible.
No. I found that out the hard way.
Please.
I eventually learned.
Because then
I
they're
was
just
on a
like, "Oh,
date.
she's mentally. Oh, she's owned by another guy. It's fine. I'm not gonna ask her
Exactly.
out."
In
And it
Lawrence,
fucking works.
It does. It's upsetting.
It really does.
It worked in Lawrence, which I expected better of. I was on a date and two dudes came up and tried to talk to them. Like, we're actually on a date. They sat the fuck down. I'm like, and I knew better at that point that that wasn't gonna work.
Oh, wait a fuck.
Like I feel bad just being like, "Hey, just say you have a boyfriend," but
No,
it
no,
works
you have to.
so much better.
Yeah, the other, because that just, they feel
Straight
like,
dudes are fucking assholes.
yeah, no, it's an invitation to talk to you.
Yeah.
And like, oh, how do you have sex? Like, you know, you're being perverted. Please fuck off.
Mhm.
Younger me would be like, they're just trying to understand. No, they're not.
I don't give a shit.
Or a bar here in town. A girl and I went to after work. And we usually go with
Philly
bigger
cheese-
groups.
Philly cheesesteaks or cucumber salads. I don't know. That's a tough
Wait,
call.
how did that not work?
Both or?
They had both, but one of them went faster than the other one,
Oops.
which makes sense because Philly cheesesteaks are one of the most perfect foods.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
In
Cucumbers,
life.
I know, okay.
But no, I watched.
I don't like pickles or cucumbers. Shut the fuck up.
How dare
Jason.
you?
Well, that's.
I mean, I
not
get it because you're
surprising.
gay or whatever, but still.
But
It's a tech-
I did the
Uh-huh.
finals were pretty great, and I love that they were broadcast. It was broadcast on ESPN. I'm very happy that like video games are. It's even more than just like a mainstream thing. It's like, I'll be honest, I didn't give a shit about professional Overwatch until they made it like a sport, and now that it's like sports, it's great.
I think
And
it's
also, nerds are getting into it, kind of like people get into sports, and that's also great.
I guess.
Sports are wonderful.
I don't understand why this is not working. Yeah, why is that fucking up?
I don't know. Cucumber's pretty good. It's very refreshing.
I'm not a fan of cucumber that isn't pickled. Sue me.
See, I'm not really that into pickles.
I'm not at all.
Oh, I meant
They pissed
to.
me off. Were you there for the great egg salad rant? It was James' favorite moment of me. He's an asshole, but pickles and egg salad make me irate.
I know what I did.
Because I like egg salad.
This thing
Put
lied.
Pickles, and then they put cut up pickles in it, and it's smooth and creamy and delicious. I don't mind the flavor, but then they chomp into something, and you're oh, it's just fucking good. I hate it.
Wow,
I
that's
like,
extra
I like
shitty,
sweet
baby
pickles
cactus
or
cat.
relish, kind of. So.
Good God.
I like vinegar, like.
Oh
the
my
flavor,
God,
but
that
I
sounds
hate pickles.
horrible.
There, now I can do
I have a
this.
husband, and they say, "Well, I don't see him here."
See.
I don't know. I kind of like sweet pickles. I'd
That
always
sucks.
order
I feel
no
like that
pickles
doesn't
on my
happen to me,
burgers.
For the record, that I have a husband.
No,
the
it
guy's
doesn't.
Gay. No. I went to a bar after work in my bartending uniform with a friend who was a girl on a Wednesday, and there were a bunch of other girls who were clearly there trying to pick people up. We're in the middle of a conversation and couldn't get through 2 sentences. We
Oh
leave.
my
The
God!
next day, because we always went with a group of friends. We come with my boss, Ace, and people left us alone. I'm like, what?
Ace?
I was like, what the hell is that about? And Lee's like, because we were 2 girls by ourselves. I'm such an idiot and oblivious. I'm like, is that really what that
Oh,
was?
I'm supposed to have a handle for
She's like,
this?
One skinny.
How's Ace doing?
I love Ace.
Yeah, she was really nice.
Oh, Ace is a dude,
Crap,
too.
one of the levers
Oh,
is gone.
My boss Ace when I worked at Country.
Oh, different Ace. I was thinking of the other Ace
Which one?
up north.
Oh yeah,
She seemed nice.
yeah, she's sweet.
I don't know either of them really.
I've known Ace because kind of incestuous. He
Yeah.
was Rachel's boss, so I've known him since he was 12. He's a 100-pound, adorable black man.
No, what am I, what?
He has crumbs, so he's tiny. I'm
Thank
like,
you,
really?
Cool Coyote. You are
Really?
on
I
the.
could kick your
You and
ass
Baby
before
Cactus
Ace
Cat are on the
could.
right side of justice.
It's upsetting. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna take any kind of food advice from the guy whose fridge had like a pound of American
never
cheese
happened, and you were
2 big
so
things of
full of
apple juice
shit.
and my beer, and that's it.
That's not true.
That is exactly
Hold
true,
on, let
and
me
you
stop
know
you
it.
there. That's what it's like. People
It was
have
like
other
the
things
most
in their
bachelor fridge I've ever
I
seen
grew
in
up
my life.
Anorexic parent. That's all there's ever in our fridge.
It was one of those giant ass things that was literally a pound of fucking American
Yes.
cheese.
No, see,
And there were a million other things in that
There
fridge, but you were
weren't.
just
It was
really
2
excited
things of
about
apple
that.
juice.
Fridge at any given time growing up was, and that's how I learned to cook: American cheese, wine, milk.
The essentials.
Yes.
And yeah, dry pasta. Did you wonder why Dad's fat, Mom? Because he eats McDonald's. There's no food. God love her.
Boy, I sure love these. Why did they make you do that in video games?
'Cause you
Oh,
have
better
to have
turn a
cheese
crank.
and wine
Yep.
stuff.
American cheese with
No,
wine.
there was also nice cheese. The American cheese was last.
Yeah, makes sense.
Alright, now we're good.
Okay, yeah, no, it's
Also-
definitely not Ace.
What?
That is also the only Ace.
Oh, no, I
I
don't
guess
know.
I did know that other.
K
Am I
Price, to be
thinking
fair,
Yace?
I don't know who you're talking about.
I'm thinking
Oh,
of
I know
Yace!
who Yace is.
Oh,
Yes!
yeah. Jason definitely knows who
Why did
Yace
you
is.
laugh?
Because you were in love with Yates, sweet.
I never met her, but she was cute.
You really
She
do
was a
like
doll.
Yeah.
kind of dykey looking ladies. That was
We know this is true.
that's your type.
Even
That's
the
why
not
it's
even-
great.
Even the Lawrence listens to Yates to me because I like to wear dresses and look like a girl. They don't know me, and I walk into a club, and Yates was
Yace was
like
cool.
the a doll. And they'd be talking shit like, are there skate girls in our bar? And she's like, you get wrong. At the time, something good in high school was like,
Yeah, Yace. I was thinking Yace,
I
not
love
Ace.
Yates. P.S. If you ever have to move, don't make your dude friends help you, make your lesbian friends help you. My dude friends
Oh,
make me
hell
care.
yeah.
Make me
Dude,
care for
lesbians
things.
are all about like, oh no, you're a pretty girl. I don't want to
And I
introduce
got
shit. I
pissed.
love it.
I was like, fuck you, I can, wait a minute, I'll be upstairs
K
drinking a
Price,
beer.
K Price, you were extremely
Swoon.
correct. Because teleport puzzles are fucking stupid, and I hate them.
Yes.
Not as much as I hate slide puzzles, but I do hate them. So, if the game is gonna give me a quote-unquote puzzle about just turning a crank, I guess I can take it. So at least it's not
I
terrible.
don't know.
Yates drove from North Lawrence with her truck to Emporia to Cuba. Holy shit.
Well, that's very
She's a
nice.
doll. Grown up Justin Bieber. Remember that time we were at the store with Myra and Claire's at the mall? We didn't know there was Justin Bieber in town. And we somehow got her into a Claire's and went to the other side. I was like, oh my god, is that Justin Bieber? And we got
You're
her.
right, I totally forgot
And like
about that.
12-year-old girls' necks would break, and then Myra was pissed. It was
Ah, that was
hilarious.
so good. She got the Justin Bieber haircut.
We had it first. I don't care. This is amazing.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. It was so
That
good.
was great. Good time.
Oh shit, Albert. Those guys are Albert.
No, they're not.
Is that really good?
No,
Is he fucking with me?
he is absolutely fucking with you.
Look, the first place you encounter them, they're all these like, they're like caution signs, but they say Albert on them.
You know,
And
if-
so there's
if-
a bunch of those around.
no,
that
if-
makes sense, right?
if you-
I enjoy naming them. Objects.
If the first place we encountered those was a McDonald's, you wouldn't think that their name was McDonald.
No, they'd be Ronald, clearly.
Oh, Christ.
Exactly.
You-
And I agree, Baby Cactus Cat, and I know that Alex is the
Luke's
same way
good.
from
Oh,
Retro
yeah,
Pals,
why isn't Luke here?
At work.
Oh, I'll call him in.
because I know, because I remember when they played Yoshi's Island
Oh, shit.
on their stream, and
That's still a thing. What platform?
Probably Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo.
Hell yeah.
And so, but they played it for a little bit for like their mascot
I
Fridays.
still have my Super Nintendo that I
Hell
can
yeah.
do.
Well, see, but then you have to get like a special capture card. So even if you own a game, it's just easier to just play the ROM. Unless
Anyway,
you-
none of those words mean
Oh,
anything
shit.
to...
But
Again,
yeah, that the baby crying thing is like nails on a chalkboard to him,
Yeah.
and that's understandable.
Listen, my
But he's
dad
got
has
some
done
audio
a lot
stuff.
Of neat things, but he will never have been more impressive or cooler than he has been when I was 6 and he was Bowser and Super Nintendo. He peaked.
I still remember when because I always had really bad earaches. I've always had that, and I had like a
Tell
super
what I'm
high
doing.
fever, super bad earache, and for some reason I made my dad play 3D World Runner, and I just watched it. And so for years I couldn't even remember what the name of that game was. I just remember him like, did I hallucinate that game?
That was me and Captain Planet.
Yeah, because I mean, the game is rad. It's
It's
just,
pretty,
But it's
it's
hard
pretty
to like
cool.
put into Google like what the hell it is you think you're looking for.
I mean, it's one of those games where it's like, so you're, it's very,
It's not
something-
Space Harrier.
it is not Space Harrier, but kind of is. But it is one of those games where you can see yourself accidentally making it
You
up.
asked how Lou was, and I'm super bummed Lou was not.
Well, aren't we
I
all?
love you guys, but
But thanks.
we went to the
It's
bar
fair.
with Emily and Jason and Lou a while ago, and I was like, "Hey, Luke, welcome to the Big Dad Cub," and then we bonded over that and hated Jason. I'm sorry, Jason.
Ah,
I'm like,
no!
Fuck!
This is like 7th guess kind of.
I fucking hate
Oh wait,
slide
it's not a
puzzles.
slide puzzle.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
I mean, it's
this
still
is like
stupid.
7th
I hate
guess.
slide puzzles in real life. That's like the biggest dick move of a dentist. Like, you're a child. This is impossible.
Dude, fucking slide
I don't know what
puzzles
I'm-
are the worst.
Yeah, you get a
yeah.
screwdriver, you can pop the tiles out, and then just rewrite it.
Clearly not that.
Just like a Rubik's Cube.
Ooh, I
Yeah,
bet it's
take the
that.
stickers off, make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, here we go. Here we go.
See, that's the
Something.
real smart way to deal with a
I
Rubik's
love
Cube.
it, yeah.
Just a good person. I
My
like it.
incredibly straight and she's Republican older sister who gets super upset anytime anyone uses the word dick. And so I
She's-
do it because I'm a dick sometimes. Because
She's very sweet. I
She's
like her.
adorable.
She's just a very nice person.
she's better than me for sure. Do you remember the time
Kinda.
when we were at Washburn and she called me from campus at WSU and was like, "Boo Boo, did you
How
know
is this
Pride
not
Week?
right?"
And I'm what you would call an ally, and they gave me a flag, and I told them I love my gay sister, and it's in my book bag, and it's amazing. I'm like, you're humiliating, and I love you.
That
so
is the
much.
cutest thing I've ever heard.
Especially you don't.
How is this
don't
not
know.
right? That's a picture. Am I crazy?
No.
Lou's doing all right. Lou's still got a couple medical issues, but is otherwise good.
Yeah, he's doing so much better.
Maybe this
He
one's
looks
wrong.
good. What is medical? What's happening?
He's still got breathing
Yeah, that's
issues.
right.
Well, yeah.
That's gotta be right. There's no way that's wrong.
Have they put him on an inhaler?
Oh, he's got like oxygen at home. Yeah.
Good. Makes
Lower
it,
left is wrong.
It makes it
How is
weird.
lower-
Oh shit! Because
Oh,
there's
it
two
is.
balls.
You're
There's
right.
two balls. See, no, Cool
You're right.
Coyote's great because
Thank
Cool
you, Cool
Coyote was
Coyote.
like was backseating the hell out of me last week, and I mean that in a total good way because
Right.
I need it. I'm dumb
If
as
he's
hell.
ever in a place without his oxygen and having a hard time, I know it sounds stupid. He needs to put his head in the freezer.
Okay.
Don't shut it. No, look.
I will keep that in mind.
I've been where he is, and
Okay.
it makes his breathing much easier, especially in Kansas.
Alrighty. I
It
will
slows your
definitely keep that in
breathing,
mind.
And it opens your airway.
Jesus Christ, this poem's not any better.
'Cause
Nowhere left for you to run. Every
Yes,
fault
that
laid
is
bare in the
obviously.
open, along with your
Just
skin
sometimes
splayed
we
out
get
from
things
within.
worse.
Once the monster has his fun. Can we not read any more of these?
Nope, we've got
poems?
another one to find. But
You
hey,
guys
guess what? I have an
need to know
eraser
about
now.
Kansas.
Yay!
Oh god, there's these.
What kind of eraser?
It says blackboard eraser.
Have
for
you
its
guys-
Not
Since that
recently.
happened-
I'm not aware of this. I'm not one of those. I'm not one of
It's
those
not quite
flu
flu shot.
truthers.
It's
I
not quite
know.
flu shot season, but yeah.
Still though, because that's your partner, you can get it
I'm aware.
early and double.
Where is there? It is. Damn Damn it, stop hitting me.
You can get it in Luxury Central.
Oh, I'm aware.
Sorry, that's my,
Yeah,
my soap.
I got
Also,
you.
it's
My
like,
soapbox.
what's the worst thing that can happen from getting a
People
flu
are
shot?
dicks, man.
You pay like $10.
I get sick
not
when
get
I get
sick?
my flu shot. I'm like, I'm sorry, I know you think you know what sick is.
No, I appreciate it in that case, Cool
No,
Coyote.
yeah,
because
no.
I
I
was just
love
being dumb.
I love Cool Coyote's backseating
What
because
was
it's
I-
always very appropriate, and it's always so.
Oh, I see.
If somebody's like watching you play the game, like,
when
oh,
we're
why?
bitching about the puzzle. No, that would be
No,
a
like-
dick move not to help you out.
Exactly.
Thank
Some
you.
people, there are some people that don't want to be backseated because if they're playing a game like BBH is another
There's no
stream we
logic
watch
there.
where he's playing arcade games and he knows how to play these games, and if somebody's like, hey, why aren't you doing this, and he's like, I fucking know what I'm doing, I'm not an idiot. I am an
Okay.
idiot. I love it when somebody tells me what the
Right?
fuck I'm supposed to be doing when I'm running around for an hour just like
Especially
being like,
learning
what do I do?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to know, bitch.
So I totally
Yeah.
totally get when
No, I
people
see
don't
where
want to
people
be
are coming from,
backseated,
sure.
but I love
But
it.
it's safe
I
to
love
assume
it.
when it's 3 people struggling. Thank you. Yes, I agree.
Yeah. No, Cool
My
Coyote
pride isn't
saved
that
my
big.
ass. They saved my ass last week because I was playing.
It's sweet that they're conscious enough to know they don't want to be annoying.
Wait, what are you doing?
Are you texting Louis as fans?
Yes.
Oh, well, there we
Yay.
go. Hell yeah.
Has Lou ever been on this?
No.
No.
He's better than the rest of us if he comes. You would stop listening if he's
That's
not here.
probably.
I fucking love Lou.
Maybe that's.
know we went
maybe
to
he
high-
shouldn't be on the stream.
You know we
then.
went to high school together.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Hold on, that did
He's
not work.
adorable,
What a small world.
right?
No, you know what, K-Price? That's the kind of watcher of streams I am as well. I just sit around and just be a dick. Because that's what I do in real life. That's me. This is my
I
personality.
struggle pretty hard, so anytime anyone throws me a lifeline, especially in this room.
Oh, yeah. I'm so bad at games. Like, I only blew
Also-
myself up with my grenades, like, twice, though, in
Hackling
Twin
and being a
Snakes.
dick to each other is how we say I love you where I come from, so other people don't get it. Turns out in the real world and think you're serious. and
Oh, shit!
That's not great.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put my... I didn't mean to point right in your face.
Go on.
I can respect laughing at the panic. That is,
So-
I'm that asshole.
So, Killer 7 for Steam.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure.
I'm not gonna have time to do that, but
I still signed up.
yeah.
I'm like, my computer sucks, but I play
Like
Overwatch.
Peel Over, the time you signed up for Peel Over?
Did we? Hold on,
Peel Over?
way to ruin it if we haven't told that story
What, Peel
yet.
Over?
Yeah, have we told?
I'm just really sad because I still want Peel Over to exist.
Oh, I did too.
Okay, I told that story again. This is how you know
Have
we're
we
stuck
t-
with each other. People don't get that
have we
story.
told the
Like, what
peel
we
over
call it.
story on
Probably.
It's my favorite story
On
of
this-
all
on
time.
this
I
chat.
never
But then we have
get
to
tired
explain
of it.
Banana Shotgun.
Oh, I will.
Oh, the Twitch is
Oh, K Price is a fan of you, Boo.
Yeah, we do. We need to bring Boo back for more things.
Aw, thank you. That means a lot. Last time I lost them, they're only a person. So.
See, now we found people that somehow find us endearing.
I find you endearing.
Exactly.
10 years later, I'm comfortable telling you that.
We're a very niche stream.
Yes, we are.
It's
Well,
like-
we're fucking lovable.
It's exactly.
True.
And endearing is how I must say. Not that I'm
Exactly.
Not that I'm biased.
Mhm.
That's fair, Cool Coyote.
That's fair. That's fair. We will not. I won't expect it from you, but I love it when it's there. He's a really good guy. Or they. Sorry, I don't know
Okay,
why I always
Ken,
default to he. I don't
Cool
know why.
Coyote, my weakness is being not great at Viva Pinata, so you will definitely bring in more to the table than I am.
Man, I put
Screaming like a girl and sarcastic comments, that's my niche.
It's good
And
niche.
getting the headset taken away that time they tried to teach me how to play Call of Duty. Well, my friends are assholes and they just kept killing me. I'm like, I'm not going to be able to learn. I'm
Yeah,
busy.
that's shitty. That's there.
And then
That's
we were
on them.
playing live and they gave me a headset, and this kid on our team was saying words that I won't say in front of my mother.
Right.
I'm like, listen here, you little shit. If this were real war, I've been shooting guns since I was 10.
Yeah, no,
I
that's on them.
I was like, I would destroy this place. And like, Sean tackles me and James is like, no more headset, you're done.
See, you might actually
I'm
like
saying this
Overwatch.
calm now, but I was pretty pissed.
You might actually like.
Why did I have to erase that to do that? That makes absolutely that makes.
It's like
what?
the fridge puzzle in Silent Hill, where
No,
you know,
no, that makes
Record
sense.
Listeners, I was not
In a
threatening a
stupid
child.
way.
I was merely stating a fact.
You should have probably threatened that child. He was a bad kid.
Hey, Girl Scouts.
Act like when we lived together, he didn't wake me up every
Are
other
like a-
night with his bad dreams, and I had to go look under his bed.
Girl Scouts are like a gang, right? So I get it.
And they're adorable, so I'm just gonna spend money on calendars.
Do I not
I'm
know
just
the,
gonna get
hold
even
on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
fatter.
Do
I
I not
mean,
know this Girl Scout story?
I have no idea. I don't know it either.
I mean,
but I'm
for
not saying it's
someone
not
who doesn't
true.
know you, they're not wrong.
They're probably. I do remember when I was.
No, it's the what's it, the creepy Oklahoma Christian version, like like Girl and Boy Scouts that your neighbor tried to Promise Keepers.
No, Promise
That's
Keepers.
different.
That's
Promise
for
Keepers are
adults.
terrible.
It was so great. After my parents got divorced, I went down to Oklahoma to visit my
So the
my
Girl
dad.
Scout thing is on the nose. He has reason.
And on the answering machine, our weird neighbor was like, "Hey, to my dad, you should join the Promise Keepers." And we had a good laugh over that.
Super creepy. Oklahoma. My favorite is crossing the Oklahoma border into Texas because there's straight nothing but desert. The exception being on your left, porn store, liquor store.
Yeah.
Right?
It used to be
liquor store, porn store,
Used to be-
tattoo parlor.
Used to be a bunch of tattoo parlors because it wasn't legal
And
in
then-
Oklahoma.
Fuck all for like what, 4 hours?
Basically. I don't know. I'm trying to remember because the one time when we lived in Oklahoma and we drove.
Do you need? I've got like
Oh no, I just want to get.
Kleenex
Things
if
on
you
your
need to like
things.
wipe off your arm. That sounded awful.
Oh, gross. I live in a special place of oblivion. All right, that shit's not real to me.
It's okay. It's just Coors
Casey's husband
going
Milton
everywhere.
recently told me, he's like, "Hey, you've been gay your whole life and around straight dudes for your friends most of it. You can't use that as an excuse anymore for making accidental dick references all the time." Like, really? Have the wheels fallen off?
calling you out.
Oh no, that's no. That wasn't what that was.
What?
that was my fucking. I almost said the Amazon thing, whose name I shall not say, somehow interpreted me and said, we never did get to the bottom of that. It wanted to order me a garbage pile of candy or something like that.
It seems
Did you not get it
legit.
shipped to you?
No, because I said no.
Why?
Oh.
What's
I-
the worst that could happen?
It could have cost a garbage pile.
Oh, okay.
Boo, have you ever seen a rolling tumbleweed in the desert?
I live in Kansas,
No.
so I'm really
There are no
upset to tell you
deserts.
yes.
Wait,
Western
what?
Kansas, bitches.
Oh, Western Kansas
It
is
was
a nightmare.
surreal.
Yeah, that's
I was
fair.
like, are you fucking kidding me? Was that a goddamn tumbleweed?
I will say,
That's
you know
fair.
what?
That's fair.
You know what? I will say that because I was gonna be like bullshit, but then
It was
but
upsetting.
then near where Lou lives, there are fucking camels.
Oh my god.
I'm
I
not
was,
even kidding.
No, last time I went
What?
to Lou's house, I almost hit a fucking peacock. I shit
Wait,
you
what?
not, listeners. A goddamn peacock.
I saw a peacock on like 21st on 21st Street between Rock and Webb in the middle of the city.
Yeah, I was
once.
like, did my
And I'm like,
peyote
what the
kick in?
fuck is
Scott lives in the
happening?
middle of the biggest city in this state, and I almost hit a fucking deer.
Yeah, well, the biggest city in the state has like 500,000 people,
Just
but
saying.
still.
A fucking peacock. And I was like, did my peyote kick in? Wait, I don't do that anymore. Not the peyote. It was a real peacock.
I can't say I've seen a goddamn.
I know people you could keep them for like guard dogs and stuff.
I don't know. I'm super upset about the tumbleweed question, and the answer was yes. I can't.
It's fair. That's very fair.
Yeah, no, I'll gladly pay
Every
my protection
Tuesday,
money
I
to the
can't
Girl
tell
Scouts.
if Baby Cactus is being sarcastic.
Probably being for real.
All right, good.
California.
Feel my pain, friend. Oh, is that a thing? What part of California? My ex was from San Jose. She's evil. She's not evil. She's not
Camels, as in just like actual camels. Yes.
They discontinued your
Kansas is
cookies.
weird.
Okay.
What
I
cookies were those that got discontinued?
Were they the
'Cause-
coconut ones, you freak?
No, those are still real. What are they called? There's Samoas and there's another name. Caramel Delights.
There it is.
Oh, caramel delights are so good.
Oh my god, right? Those are my favorite.
Fuck coconut, man. It's like little head lice.
Outside of LA.
Did you say it's like head lice?
That's what my
lice.
mom always said. She's like, it looks. My mom grew up super poor. She's like, that shit looks like head lice.
Oh.
Or pass on the coconut. Also, it tastes like sunscreen. Do you not
I
remember this?
disagree.
What? Doesn't taste like sun.
It
What?
tastes like sunscreen smells.
No.
No. Now Baja Blast.
Cranberry
Baja
citrus, I never even
Blast
had
tastes
that. That
like the
sounds
Dollar
great.
Tree smells.
Oh, Baja
yeah,
Blast
I
is
can see that.
disgusting.
That's about it.
Yeah, we just put you.
Cranberry citrus. Okay.
I would have eaten the hell out of that.
I'll be honest.
There are
Me and-
cranberry citrus cookies
You
like
and
with
citrus
the
do
jelly
not-
in the middle.
There
No.
were. So me and my dad were the only two in the entire family, in any family.
Oh, come on,
wait.
Coyote. We're better than that. You and I lie for my behalf.
Hell yeah, they're amazing.
My grandma liked them. She was like, oh.
So, like, my grandma, his mom would make, like, crazy good, like, she'd make, cranberry sauce for
Uh-huh.
Thanksgiving and
Oh,
stuff.
that's what they
My
like.
dad and I don't like it. We
I
just-
don't- I
we-
like-
we
I like
it
it
out
out
of
of
the
can.
We like
Yes.
the gross shit that retains the shape
Yep.
of the can.
That's what I grew up on.
I- doesn't look like
I
a
do
can.
not like real
I don't give a
cranberry
shit.
sauce.
Asshole Tea
Exactly.
Party Republican cousins, like, who wears a
can pull
white
up pictures.
apron.
Yeah, there's an actual chair.
You don't have to stand behind
A
us.
white frilly apron and is the most effeminate man I've ever met. And it's like, oh, the gays. And his, Lauren, don't get that on your dress. Makes the fancy cranberry sauce. I'm like, I want my fucking can, dog. You may be better than
Exactly.
that, but I'm not better than that.
I want this, like, gelatinous sugar
Right?
that looks disgusting.
You want
That's
to talk
what I
amazing,
want.
surreal family conversations? My Vietnam vet, his brother at Thanksgiving's like, that's
Whole
fucking
grain
perverted. Why do you
See, that's why
sleep
that's
so
why
good?
I hadn't heard of that. I don't live
What?
in California.
What is it?
They have whole grain Girl Scout cookies. That's where
Respect.
the cranberry citrus. Yeah, I would. Oh, I have had those. Those are good.
What, really?
Yeah.
See, I also...
I didn't know they were whole grain.
I'm also a
whatever
weirdo
the
that doesn't
hell.
like citrus. Really? So...
Well, that's because of our stomachs, sweetie.
That's true. I've never really liked orange juice. I tried so
I
hard.
can't. It makes me sick.
Yeah.
But fought so hard at the end.
Didn't even
really
matter.
Yeah.
Remember
Rip.
before my surgery when I could walk out?
I do remember
Jesus
that.
Christ, why?
I was
Never
broken,
mind.
friend.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was actually kind of handy. You don't appreciate it until you can't vomit anymore.
That's very true.
Huh.
There's nothing like.
We were walking down Mass, and Michelle was like, "Did you just fucking vomit in that crash?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." She's like, "My girlfriend's a badass." Yeah.
That's not the one I wanted.
But that's
wish I
why
had
you don't like
that.
citrus. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll fuck your stomach right up, friend. Too acidic.
As long as I take the max dose
Oh, you want a prescription for that? 'Cause it'd be cheaper if you did it.
of something. I can't remember what it is, but I take the max dose of that, and then I can drink a shit ton of soda and beer all the time because I don't care. It's great.
It's okay. I have to get that surgery again within the next 5 years, so I figured fuck it. Might as well go in broken. So.
That's fair. I mean, if you've already got
I mean, it's me, so if I actually get like the anywhere near the 15-year shelf life out of that, I'm calling it.
Oh, good.
More than life, respect. I like people more than life. Definitely more than people.
Oh yeah.
Most people.
I would trade peanut butter for none of you, but I mean.
I know. I respect the hell out of that.
What peanut butter do you like?
Crunchy peanut butter.
No,
or
fuck that
Jason?
creamy.
Wait, what?
What?
Wait,
Creamy?
why?
No, you know how I feel about texture, all right? If I want peanut butter, I want it to be smooth. If I want a brownie, I want it to be a fucking brownie. I don't want raisins.
Right.
I don't want nuts.
I'll take either or. However,
There's also a nuts joke in there. Fuck you
there
guys.
is.
Thank you for not making
Later, baby cactus cat.
Oh, bye.
Make
oh,
good
have fun. That
choices.
sounds delicious.
That sounds great.
She
Have
going
fun.
to Girl Scouts? What's happening?
No, she's going with her husband on a
Oh,
Japanese curry date, which sounds
jealous.
amazing
It does.
and way better than watching.
Pika sucks,
Love
but it had the
Vessels.
best curry.
I feel like that's probably
Okay, in the state of Kansas.
Oh no,
now-
it had really good Thai food.
Yeah, it did.
That-
Yellow Thai curry, and
No, it
their
had,
pad Thai
what
was
was
the
that
shit
place
too.
called? Tup Tim Thai.
There it is.
That place was really
It
fucking
was.
good.
That place seems important because.
Creamy. What is wrong with all you?
What's
I like
creamy?
both.
What's happening? Oh
Peanut
yeah,
butter.
hell yeah, baby cactus cat.
I'm all about crunchy.
It's hard to get through
Crunchy, I
college
have to
with
be
a
in the
baby.
right mood
Enjoy your
for.
day.
What I
What are
really
you in the mood
wish.
for?
I don't like it all the time.
What?
Crunchy.
No, this isn't fucking politics.
But-
Take a side.
Yeah. Sometimes you
Goddamn
want to have a
centrists are
crunchy.
just the worst.
But I agree.
Sometimes you feel
Fuck
like a nut,
that.
sometimes you don't.
But what I
I
really
never feel like a nut.
what I
I hate
but
you guys because I'm crazier because I'm gay.
uh-huh.
The nut thing. Both? Alright, it's fair.
But no,
Probably
what I
Yeah.
really wish could be a thing is I wish they would make. Thanks. Is I wish they would make. That's your funeral.
No,
Just
I know, you
dig up
didn't
whatever
react,
dig
so
in
I'm not
there.
going to do it again.
She's still okay. For anybody who doesn't see us because we don't have a fucking webcam,
She did a dry willy.
she did a dry willy. She
Because
put
I
her
love
finger
you.
in
I
his
love you
ear,
too.
and the only reaction Jason had was confusion.
Not even confusion.
I think it's because you don't wear glasses.
Listeners, I'm
and
weird.
I couldn't do one of those.
Boo,
What?
no, because Boo likes to put her hands on my glasses
Ah.
and fuck it up, so I have to clean them.
Now that I have to wear readers occasionally, that's
you don't
less
do it as
funny,
much.
yeah.
Okay, that's why I took them off, so you didn't do
No,
it.
because cleaning glasses, A, I'm horrible at it. B, Jesus God Buddha made a good call making me deaf, not blind. Because
Yeah.
I lose shit all the time, and like no matter how hard I try to clean them, like Emily's Ryan picked them up and he's like, these are fucking filthy. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
If you can get like the little the cleaning cloths. Are
No,
good,
I'm just gonna power through.
But I know from
And not wear
like
glasses.
like Walmart. Well,
Yeah.
There's that. You can get like a huge box of. They look kind of like alcohol.
Yeah,
pads.
no, I'm familiar. Those I
Those
can.
work pretty well.
I do decent, but I still manage to like touch one side or the other with my finger and fuck.
It's gonna happen. It's fine.
And then
That's how it
I'm
works.
a hot mess, but randomly have OCD about that. It's bad news bears.
Yeah, that does sound like a pain in the ass.
Hearing
Just
aids
like-
don't exist yet for my kind of deaf, and I had the other kind for a day, and fuck that if that's how everyone else hears. Hard pass.
Ooh.
Nope. Also, our friends are dicks, and Emily kept dropping her keys on the other side, and I was like, what's happening? Like, breaking my neck, and like, you're such a dick.
Emily's such a bitch. I love her.
I know, it's funny. No, and people are like, that's terrible. I'm like, that's how you know who
What?
your real friends are. The people who fuck with the shit that's wrong.
That is definitely not my first reaction.
Or in the
It was
middle of a
terrible.
conversation, she'd stop talking and just moving her lips. Because sometimes my right ear would go in high school, and I'm like looking around, and like you can hear other things in the background. Obviously,
But it still freaks you out because
your
you're not paying
instant
attention.
panic
Right.
is shit. Did it happen? Did it happen? And I'll snap my finger, and I'm like, you're a fucking asshole.
Yeah. No, that's.
I
great.
still take the bait at least half the time. It's a
That's
little,
fair.
No, it's hilarious. I'm not. Don't tell them that. 'Cause it takes away from them.
See, I'm completely different. Whereas, like, I can still kind of hear things, but it's just kind of like I hear
Yeah, well,
when
just
people talk, and I'm like, I don't know.
Are you part Star Fox?
yes. That's what it's like. No, that's,
Why does everyone sound like Slippy? I don't get it.
No, seriously though, that's basically what hearing aids did for me. It made it louder, especially in my left ear.
Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
Like, I
This is
still can't
fucking
understand.
horrible.
It could be also an auditory disorder, like you just, or an auditory processing.
Well, it also
disorder
has to
maybe
do with
for
my
me.
balance and all that shit too, I'm sure.
Also, you're just all fucked up.
Yeah.
So there's
Your
that.
shit's fucked up.
Don't feel sorry for me. I can't be killed. Fear it. Respect it.
That's true.
Bitches. Evolved.
So there's a shadow of a
Also,
monster.
I'm not convinced being able to hear other people is like there's any.
Oh yeah, you're not missing out.
No.
Especially
People are
since
the
I
worst.
date women, no offense, but I can't really hear higher pitches.
There is no boo to Mappy, and how dare you, Kate
What's
Price.
a boo mappy?
Mappy is
Oh,
an
you're
adorable.
Am I still
police-
Boo?
Yeah, you.
I love the way you spelled my name.
Boo is Mappy.
Hold on, let me stop you both right there.
That's right, Kate Price.
Can we
this whole
please-
time you're like, please bring Mappy back. We actually have the Mappy.
We do right here.
Can boo mappy? Can you lie to me? Because I want this to
You
be.
know what?
Can we make an emote of
I want
her
it to
as
be my
Mappy?
reality that Boo Mappy is the name of the map, and like
You
that's
do
just
know.
common because that will make me happier.
You do have really bad taste in women, just like Mappy.
It's true.
So maybe.
Holy shit, coincidence? I think not.
Exactly.
I'm so upset that I just resigned to that now. Because
You're
I
just
used
like,
to argue
yeah.
and be like, no, that's not this, and now I'm like, well, there's a pattern. It's hard to deny.
I know. I somehow these shoes I've had since like
Oh no. It's-
9th grade.
Aw, I can fix them.
Okay. You
God,
fix
I'm my
glue.
mother because I'm planning to use hot glue. Someone kill me.
No, that's good. I'm not gonna. I don't have the money
No,
to
no.
shell out for more Tiva
The mother
fucking
thing is
shoes.
that my mom fixed the interior of my car in high school with a hot glue gun. It was funny and upsetting at the same time.
That's fair. When you're in high school, that's a horror. That's one.
Oh,
of
I
those
didn't
weird
care,
things,
but she was just standing in the garage waiting for it to heat up. I didn't want her in my car to find my cigarettes. Let's be real. I didn't give a shit about the hot glue.
Right.
Run out there in her robe, glue, run back in, plug it in for a minute. Like this is funny. And sad.
Yeah.
So
no,
for
that's
Christmas,
fair.
I got her plug-in hot glue gun.
Nice.
I don't know what. I don't
Glue
know
on the
what
go. That woman hot glues literally everything. You think I'm kidding?
It does work for about everything.
She has one in the car, and her desk at work, but so do I. So there's that. Nah.
Isn't it really upsetting when you realize you're kind of like your
Yes,
parents?
you have those moments where you're like, everybody stop. I'm my fucking father or my mother.
I'm like, oh man, I'm a huge asshole to everybody. I am like.
Which
my
I'm
dad.
sure happens to everybody, but why am I self-aware? I would prefer to not, please. Everyone else seems much happier when who's not. It's the worst.
I don't understand why I'm X-raying these things when I have an axe. I can just,
Well, at least you have wheels. At least you don't have to carry them.
I can just
That's
chop them
true.
open. I don't even know why I'm doing this.
Well,
like he's
that's-
just suddenly like, well, I guess I should X-ray these people because why not?
Well,
That's just
quicker?
bad puzzle making.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I feel like the X-ray would be faster. You're
No,
gonna have to dig through a lot of shit.
that's true. I'm with you on this. She's right.
And
was
that's
with
a
you at
smell.
first, but
I don't
she's
know if
right.
you've smelt dead body.
Dead bodies, they're okay at first, but not
Yeah.
after a while.
Well, no, because when I
you
died,
gotta-
I was
Gotta
rotting
eat them while they're fresh.
It's true.
because my body went into panic and
I
ate
still
my muscle,
remember-
so I smelled like a dead body because I was rotting. It's not a good
That's
smell.
fair.
My mom Febrezed me in my coma.
Jesus.
It was rude. And a little funny. I
can't-
got really
I
good
can't
Christmas
blame her
presents
for
that
that.
year.
Hell yeah,
listeners.
you did.
Viewers.
I still remember. I know. I don't know why I said
I'm
listeners
sorry.
earlier.
It's alright.
Oh,
Oh, my
shit.
god!
Holy shit!
Can I,
Go
can I
back.
repeat that? That was great.
Oh fuck!
What's happening?
Oh
She
man, that was
went all
awesome.
Shaky head.
Is she wearing boots?
She is wearing boots.
I did.
Aw, he did go shaky head though. I saw
It was great. Yeah. Hold on.
But no, I still remember when I was doing my internship for a paramedic
Damn
and I was in the hospital, and we had we were like bagging up a lady who died, but she didn't have legs below her knees.
Oh.
So one
Like
of the nurses,
Cotton Hill.
yeah, well, she didn't have feet either. And so one of the nurses was like, "Where do we put the toe tag?"
Oh, that one's gone.
And then I'm just like, and she's like, "I'm just kidding. You put it on the finger."
Wow.
You have to
This
have
is
a sense of humor
healthcare.
about
This
thing.
is
It's fine.
yeah. I also remember another time there was another dead guy, and they tried saving him and couldn't, and so
There he goes.
well,
Sorry.
there we go. And all the doctors were just like, "All right, you clean him up." Oh, he's HIV positive as well. Watch out. And so the three of us just had to clean up this dead guy.
Well, this just got hot.
See, you should have done that with all of them.
Oh, I fucked it up. Apparently the vibration is not strong enough. Apparently.
When my mom, because I wouldn't let them take me in an ambulance in high school when I was dead
Is it too expensive because you're ridiculous?
No, because I'm a brat.
Oh. That's fair.
You know my mom. One time I took her to the hospital in Topeka and I was throwing up blood, and she was like, "I think you're fine." And
I think I only
I
met...
called you because I was crawling on the floor looking for a Zofran, and I'm like, "Dude, I
Is
leave
that the
one
time-
at your house?" And you're like, "We're going to the hospital."
Is that the time that I met your dad? When I was
Yes.
just like...
Snoring
and sleeping.
Waking up the entire time.
And then like woke up and it's just like, okay, it's okay, you can leave.
And
And I'm
when
just
I
like,
was-
alright. You know when you just wake up, you're just like, uh-huh.
You farted
Yeah.
yourself awake.
Uh-huh. Alright, bye.
And I go in.
And then the next day I'm like, what the fuck? I just...
Because no,
rest
that was,
of
and you kept trying to be honest
Wonder
to the
if that
nurses
kid
and
will let me
doctors
through
because
the
I knew my
door
dad
now.
was coming up at that point, and I didn't want, because if I told them everything, they would have admitted me there, and I wanted to go to my hospital.
Yeah.
And you're like, but, and I'm like, shut the fuck up, Scott, read my mind. we're lying on purpose. We're just getting me sedated enough to get me out. It's
Oh
fine.
yeah, because there's 2 hospitals in Topeka. One of them was
Yeah.
good, one of them was better.
Real, yeah.
They were
I
both-
want
they
to
were-
believe that's what they were
St.
called. The
Francis
good hospital
is
and the
okay,
better
and
hospital.
Silvermont Vale is where you go if you're me.
St. Francis, I think, was better for more.
Well, like stitches
trauma,
or like you broke an
emergency or
arm and the
something.
weight's a fraction of the time. Because everyone wants
Yeah.
to go to the nice hospital, not everyone needs it.
They're both pretty good, but
They really are. They're Topeka Hospital, Lawrence Hospital, isn't KU Med surprisingly shitty.
yeah, it's not great.
No, when I lived in Emporia and then Topeka and Lawrence, I was like, under no circumstances for you to take me anywhere but Stormont Vale if it's a real
Yeah.
emergency.
Like the hospitals.
Oh,
are
thank you,
great
Cool
there.
Coyote. Cool Coyote got our shaky
Oh,
head.
hell
thing.
yeah!
Thank you!
Thank you for that.
Because I have no idea or frame of reference.
Yeah, he did like the weird like
Cool
shaky
Coyote
head thing
saves
that
the
they do in Silent Hill games,
Or
where it's
like
like ooh,
Jacob's
it's spooky.
Ladder.
Or Jacob's Ladder. God, that movie's so good.
Yeah, it is.
Let's watch this. Yes.
I don't know why I couldn't repeat that.
I
but-
don't know why either. You really tried. That's perfect.
I really did.
Nice. Thank you, friend.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's what I thought it was, but I didn't know.
Yeah.
They're horrible at explaining these things. Well,
This is true.
again, to be fair, I have no frame of reference. Not
Yes.
really.
Wait.
And it's hard to just be like.
I mean, the
it's
last
hard to
time
just
I
be
watched
like,
you play in Silent Hill, it was in Xbox.
Yeah. It's hard to just be
360
like,
maybe.
so a guy's shaking his head, and that's scary somehow.
Yes.
Like it's scary when you see it, but I can't really describe it in a scary way.
Right? Because and then from where I'm sitting, I'm like, okay, that sounds pretty easy to understand, but I also know that I don't know anything
Yeah,
about
it's-
this, so
It's supposed to be a very inhuman movement, but
I'm good
when
at
you're
that.
just saying you shake your head, you're just like, oh,
Right.
Like
I'm
possession.
shaking my head.
My Catholic ass upbringing. Like, he was possessed,
That's
I would have
true.
done it.
Well, yeah, that would make sense.
Okay, P.S. The movie
Pea
Dogma,
soup,
the
pea
Catholic
soup
state
everywhere.
is all straight up Catholic dogma, which makes it even more entertaining.
That's true. Also, it has Alan Rickman in it,
It
so that makes
There's
it a good
that.
movie.
Catholicism for Dummies, by the way, I recommend it. Eye opener. I'm like, wow, really? Huh. Convert Catholics are insane. I was just born into that shit, which means we
Wait.
get trashed after funerals and weddings. which
Wait, so
all
you're
are-
saying the religion that a lot of people couldn't understand any of because they didn't know Latin is confusing?
No, you have to care for it. No, you have to sign on as an adult, because you have to take a class to, like, understand. If you're born into that shit, the
shit to do.
2nd grade and the 7th grade is the only half-ass education you get when it's your whole life. You're just a good time and can drink everyone else under the table if you're
Yeah.
born Catholic. Converts, however.
Oh,
like-
also the worst part about being Catholic is that your weddings are like 8 hours long.
Yeah, no, they're an hour long, but you get rewarded with an open bar.
That's true. That's
after.
true.
It's
I still remember Laura's wedding when she married that dumb shit Marcus. It was literally like a 20-minute ceremony.
Oh my
It was
God.
so good. I'm like, that's
the
it?
first time I went to
That's
like
it?
a Protestant wedding of like a friend as a like college-aged adult.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are we doing? Are we taking a bathroom break? What's going on here? It's over? I did not earn
I don't
my
even,
share.
wait, I don't even have to kneel?
Oh. The fuck?
I guess you don't kneel at a wedding,
Well, yeah,
There-
yeah, you do. It's a mess.
but there is a lot of
You don't have to.
because my grandma's Catholic, so we would go to like
Church, my parents.
we'd go to like Christmas mass and bullshit.
Yeah, the twice a
We
year.
went to Magdalene
Yeah. Yep.
before it.
Magnolia?
They're
Got some
pretty old
cupcakes?
school. No, it's
No, it was before they got like moved out by the city to make a bigger highway,
Yeah.
and it had really like this huge mural, and it had like really awesome
my dad
stained
grew up
glass and stuff
and
too.
went, yeah.
It's like, and the whole church is
Creepy kid.
really fucking cool. Like,
I got
Yeah,
the
they
rhyme.
do have cool structures.
like
Creepy.
I
I've
see
never
it,
been
you
into
open the
church
door,
stuff. My
that's how
dad
it
is
works,
agnostic.
right?
My mom is Zen Buddhist, so I never gave a shit about any of the God stuff.
Hey.
Yeah.
Did you hear
But
me?
like that church was so
I said,
cool.
Again, maybe it's because I'm raised, but Catholicism was pretty easy. I mean, it's a ritual. It's straight up the same shit. Like,
That's fair.
At least I know.
It's just muscle memory.
Any church, everywhere you go. I know it's a dance, I know the moves.
That's fair. See, and since I never did any of that stuff, I would always just
Oh,
sit
but
there.
then they got sneaky for the first time in 120 years. They changed some of it. And so when you tell your mom, my older sister, we were going to pray, she's like, that's where we tell mom we go to church. And then you go home and they make you go to church and shit changes. And it's been 4 years and you're like, when did that happen? Your gig is up. Like, why would you do that? What the fuck?
Wait, why is he repeating the poem?
Because that was the whole point. The kid was like, I know the poem. What do you mean?
The kid has to know the poem or
The
that guy?
kid needs to know that another kid
He was like,
felt up
he was
another
like,
kid.
do you know the poem?
Can you tell him the poem so he knows
That's
it?
what he's trying.
Okay.
He's doing it, but then he keeps like saying things other than the poem. 'Cause he's an idiot.
I mean, the directions seem pretty clear. Just bring the books, like
It's like Homecoming, but slightly better. Actually, this is kind of a lot like Homecoming. You do kind of see your brother that you don't get to. They're like, yeah, let's copy the worst Silent Hill game.
No,
He does!
no. Origins is the worst Silent Hill
Okay,
game.
it's you're right. Origins is worse. He does have Haley Joel.
Yeah, he's gonna grow up
Yeah.
to have a giant face.
He is gonna be so weird looking.
your fate.
Maybe he's already like a conspiracy theorist in his heart, because I feel like that's just.
I can see that. Is he?
No, I don't know.
I'm
We
just now
might as well-
realizing.
I mean, 2 weeks ago we said
Aw.
completely true things.
That's a baby in suspenders. That's adorable.
We said completely true things about John
Oh,
Popper.
look at that adorable dead
Oh,
baby.
he's dead. That is sad.
So sorry. Yes.
It would
I
be
mean,
less sad.
Boo was there. Boo was in chat with
2 weeks
Emily.
ago?
Yes.
You were there with Emily?
She was at
Why
my
are you
house,
pulling
yo.
on my shirt?
Because she was sorry. She was the one who was like,
Charlie.
"Oh, it's Jason and Lou." I'm like, "That's not Lou." She's like, "Yes, it is." I'm like, "I lived with that voice. I know that voice."
Emily's kind of special sometimes. It's okay.
I told her to tell you I said hi.
Got everything under
She did, and
I
acknowledged.
admitted I stole that
Where's
hamster
Charlie?
magnet like 2 or 3 years ago.
Please,
She
Mrs.
had a
Pendleton,
hamster
you
She
don't want
did,
to be
not
here.
anymore.
Let
There
one
you
of
go.
my officers drive you back to the
Was
command
we
center,
were all
and
there
we'll
for
call
New
you.
Year's?
Where's my boy?
Oh.
Like forever ago.
Yes, and we're on the porch and a cop drives by. I'm like, "Calm down, paranoid." And he looks look at me. I'm like,
Well,
"Yeah."
I was smoking.
No, I know. And I was out there smoking with you. And I'm like, "It's fine." And I wave at the cop. You're like, "Fucking, can we go inside?" And I'm like, "It's fine."
Just don't wave at the fucking
Yeah,
cops.
it
Oh Jesus!
Kill
How
it.
did you hurt him? He never did anything to you.
Wasn't me.
Oh, she's
I
shaky
did-
too.
I mean,
She freaks me out, I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
wait!
Wee.
You're
So there's a-
walking slowly?
There's a
Things
dead
in
child
there.
in this room, and
It's not
she's the
safe.
scariest thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Did you not see The Shining?
I did.
Fucking twin girls.
Hell yeah.
Anyway,
Hard
kid,
pass.
do you have like
The
a key
Ring?
or anything?
And I saw all the scary movies as a child, but for some reason The Ring freaked my shit out.
The ring
See-
never really freaked me out.
Okay.
I'm younger than you guys, come on.
See, the only problem.
I was in 7th grade.
So the only 2 movies that ever scared me, because I am schizophrenic.
Buffy
I-
the Musical, you couldn't hang.
Yep, exactly.
You're like, no, those are the faces.
So The Shining I loved, but
Maybe
the
that's
only,
why we're afraid of them, kid.
But the only thing that scared me was after The Shining. I was like,
Oh, I
oh
love
shit,
the
my dad's gonna kill me.
Oh goddamn! Is this a fucking parkour?
Oh, I think it is.
Parkour!
The only movie that actually scared me about the movie was Suspiria, and they're remaking it. And I am so insanely excited.
It actually looks really good. I was really upset they were remaking it.
Okay.
Which was coincidentally the
So-
best
so-
part of
so-
the
that movie was
So
hilarious.
real talk. I came very close to buying The Happening on Blu-ray for $5 this
Ironically?
week. No, I love that.
What,
How about
just
you
for-
give me $5 and I'll
just
punch
for
you in the dick?
just for the plant scene.
No, just for so many things. For the fact that Mark Wahlberg is somehow a teacher.
You're
That's
already
true.
gonna marry
For-
Lou, though,
for-
because the
for-
best reason
for-
to own The Happening is to go on a date and be like, this movie is so important to me.
For the amazing bit in the movie where they go to the old lady's house and she goes, "Why are you eyeing my lemon drink?" Come on,
See,
that's
my-
worth $5.
I don't
right
remember
there.
that part, but my favorite part, which is actually a decent part of the movie, is where
There is no
they're scared. They're scared of the.
Relatively speaking,
They're
or?
relatively speaking. They're scared of the plants, and so then they find a house to hide in, and then Mark Wahlberg sees a plant, freaks out, and
Yes.
he realizes it's fake.
Yes, that's great.
That
Yeah,
part is
again,
really good.
worth
Okay, in my
$5.
adult life, I've tried to water a pig plant.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's good.
Guys,
It was
it's
after
the
a funeral,
plants.
alright?
But
I killed cactus.
Yeah, other than that, it was a terrible movie.
If you type into Google why you eyeing, it auto finishes my lemon drink.
That's
I
great.
don't know why that tickles me.
Did you actually literally just Google why? Were you trying to Google why you eyeing my lemon drink?
Yeah, because I wanted to find like a meme or something.
clip
Like,
or something?
apparently we're not the only ones interested. So
No,
fuck
it's
you,
great.
sir.
That's pretty amazing. I don't remember that part.
Yeah,
I only remember.
Because nobody talks like that. Nobody goes lemon
Why
drink.
you eyeing my lemon drink?
Like,
Why
we-
you eyeing my lemon
I feel
drink?
like we come from.
Why
the
you
part of the
eyeing my
country-
high C orange I got from McDonald's?
lemon drink? I think. Is
Why
how
you
I
eyeing
say
my
it.
Sunny D,
We had
Jason?
Tech 9 concepts.
What? Hey, this is Kansas.
It is
so.
Kansas. He loves Kansas.
Kansas slash
When we
Missouri.
got lost on the Paseo, I'm like, Scott, we're at an intersection that's a Tech 9 song. I don't know if this is a town.
Tech 9 is all I remember about Tech 9.
I
Is
was
people
at a party
saying that? Is
once.
people saying Tech
Yes.
9? Like
And
that.
Like
he
hype?
was
Yeah,
in
like
Topeka. He was sleeping with my coworker's cousin, and he showed up. He
Nice.
offered me meth, and I was like, hard pass.
It sounds great. I don't know what you're
Yeah.
complaining about.
That like I'm not.
And then I wouldn't listen.
Oh,
to his
my
music.
coworker
Meth
was
is-
sleeping with a famous guy, and he offered me drugs.
Yeah, meth is a
and
terrible drug,
what the
but my
fuck is
God,
wrong
if Tech
with you?
9 offers you meth, you say
take-
yes.
you
You
I
say-
don't
smoke-
wanna bone
You
him.
smoke the shit out
I
of
love
that.
Tech 9, but like
It's meth.
that was also kind of heartbreaking. Like you're not that guy. Dude. Meth is gross. You're better than meth.
That's true.
We're in
Actually,
Topeka,
they're way,
so I guess
they're way better drugs
walk-
than meth. Like when you have that much money,
in Rome.
that's
no.
the thing. When you have that much money, just get Coke.
Thank you. Have
Like-
some self-respect.
Like I know it's Kansas, and
And
we
I-
have more meth than Coke here.
And I respect that he
But
got
your
off
Tech
the
9
big label and he does his own thing. But
Your Tech 9,
still,
you've got to be able to find
What
Coke in
if?
Kansas.
What if he just likes meth?
said no
Some
one.
people like Hydrox. I don't know.
I guess then that's
Oh my
the
God,
disappointing
meth,
part.
meth is the Hydrox of uppers.
That's
Holy
the
shit.
disappointing part because it's like you're clearly choosing that because you like it, and I thought you were better than that. Not an elitist or judgmental, but I'm judging.
That
you.
is kind of disappointing, yeah. That's a
Apparently he
good
doesn't
point.
do it anymore, but like hard.
I don't need Hydrox
This isn't the
anymore,
magical
so I
experience.
understand. I understand the struggle.
What's a what?
Hydrox?
Generic
Oreos.
Except it was actually.
It wasn't a generic brand, but it was like
I
a...
let
the
me
thing
stop
that-
you
the thing
there. I
that's
just
funny
felt like
about
such
that-
an idiot having to ask you a question that I thought was about drugs.
No,
I thought I
Hydrox. Yeah, man, some of that Hydrox.
Fuck you guys.
I don't
Well,
know.
it
I
does
bet.
sound like hydrocodone.
I
it's
don't know.
fine.
I bet
No,
if I looked, I
like
downloaded. They
Yeah.
declassified like this PDF of like all of the drug slang that the DEA has, and I bet Hydrox.
I bet
Rich
you
the
did.
backer. Oh, look into that. Thank you.
I will also
Kansas
look into
has
that.
few awesome
K
things,
Price,
so I'll
K
take
Price.
that.
I like rap a lot,
I
but
do love
I-
Tech 9.
but I am so like you know. You
my
ask
God,
me a
it's a face.
stoner metal band, and I'll be like, yeah, I love these, and these. But I don't know a whole lot of rappers or
You know,
hip-hop stuff. But
I like
do
a perfect
it.
circle better than Tool. Tool is a perfect circle if you're stuck.
Maynard
Kind of got rapey, so.
He did. Which, I mean, I don't know how he had the social skills to convince someone. That's beyond me.
He's rich.
I mean, not that I'm victim
I
shaming.
think
I know.
I think the last
He's
stuff
also-
the last hip hop stuff I listened to was Clips recently because Clips is great. Grindin', Neptune, got Pharrell in there.
I do. Okay, and
This
I
is
like.
older shit
I
that I'm
love
just
NERD.
So out of.
I love NERD, but like, and I respect the hell out of Pharrell Williams, but like his solo stuff, I can just like,
Shit.
I like NERD so
I
much
feel
better.
like this
I honestly haven't listened to any of the solo stuff, but
It's not
the
good.
Clips is good.
I know. Oh,
CLIPS.
what's it stand? No one ever really does. NERD. You need nerds? No, I
No.
certainly do not.
I do.
I love Pharrell. I'm like, cool. NERD? No, nothing.
No, they did Grindin', Miss Me Too.
I love listening to Tech 9 in the suburbs because when I live in Topeka, I just mostly listen to heavy metal.
Yeah.
Or like, well, not heavy metal, but like,
See, I don't even like much metal, but I love stoner metal. Anything that's like stoner,
well,
doom,
define
sludge,
stoner
I will
metal.
listen to. Anything like Electric Wizard or Caius or Truck Fighters or...
Primus?
Caius.
No!
Primus is
Caius.
great.
Primus
Not
I'm not
metal.
a huge fan of, but...
Oh, Primus is fantastic.
I mean, they're
I don't know.
novel.
They're small doses.
They were
I'm sad that I missed them when they were on
I got to
tour
see them when
nearby.
they were alive.
small
They're
doses.
still alive.
Not most of them. They're down. I went the lead singer. Do you know?
Primus, no, he didn't. He still posts. Oh shit.
Who am I?
Wait, the bass player?
Les Claypool is definitely still alive.
Oh,
'Cause
good.
They've been on
Good
tour
for him.
recently.
Fucking someone
Good
just
for
told
him
me
for
he
not
was
being
dead, and I
dead.
was super upset. All right. Not everyone comes back from that like I do.
That's true.
Lou does respect.
Alright, how far do I get sent back after
It's
getting
true, you guys are like
impaled?
brothers.
I know, and it was such a bonding. Like everyone, and it was like boom! And I was like, what? Fuck you, I'm usually the only one at the table. Welcome to the club! And
That's a good-
pounded it.
that's a good
We had a
point.
good time, laughing at inappropriate things.
Yeah, I didn't think about it like that, but yeah, you guys are like that. Oh,
Not
I do
gonna lie,
remember
when
this
he
part
was
of the
sick
game.
though, it did
sucks.
scare the shit out of me.
Oh yeah.
I was a 17-year-old varsity athlete. And it took me
Oh, I'm
out.
sure.
I've never
I don't like this one. It's not moving.
This is like,
And Jason was like, you know, when Blue was going through that, it's like, I can't stream this week, and it's like, that's fine, dude. I'm not
no,
upset.
it was upsetting because I couldn't go see him in the hospital after that.
Yeah.
Because it just wouldn't.
Also, you probably shouldn't go to hospital.
No, it wouldn't be safe for either of us. 'Cause-
Yeah.
But it still fucks me up.
Yeah.
And then I was like, Emily, you should go. But wait, you have small children. You shouldn't go. That's not safe. Don't go. She was like, I want to. And I'm like, you are going to kill him.
Small children are like fucking parasites.
Yeah. That was my grandma. Anytime she was sick and I go see her in the hospital, she's like, what are you doing here?
Go away.
I appreciate the sentiment. Please leave.
Just give me a card.
I'm like, it's fine, and I can't be killed.
How many first aid kits do you have?
Enough.
That mentality might be. I also
Probably.
carried that mentality while living in the prison.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. It's fine.
That's the thing, you just lock your door, you close all your blinds, you never open them.
And again-
It's like, oh, it's fine.
The worst thing you can do.
Oh fuck, cinder block head.
A few of those CJ classes I took. Yeah, I did. Yes, see. Like, well, whatever shit your pants scared. Fake it. Look them in the eye. And then
Yeah,
eventually you
Throw
believe
shit
it.
at him. I do have to throw shit at him. Now.
Oh, fuck the FBI, first of all.
Yeah.
I concur. It's a poor guy, and they definitely he had the hardcore practice.
Sweet. I did that awesomely.
He should also say this. He should also say fuck you.
He did actually.
Calling your phone?
No.
Oh no, it's completely blank, but you just had it up to your ear.
Oh no, I couldn't hear.
That makes more sense. Yeah.
He's
Good call.
incorrect.
Good call. Good call.
No, I love that professor. He's real fucked up though. The guy who usually taught the serial killer class was on sabbatical and was the one who taught it. And he'd like say a joke and then get real serious and everything. Poor guy, saying some shit.
Yeah, waiting around in hospitals. See, okay, I was always a weird kid, and I liked hospitals.
Well,
But I
no,
also
me
wanted
too.
to be a doctor as a kid.
Someone important in my life died every 2 years. There's a weird comfort to it.
Oh, that's fair, I guess.
I mean,
All
well,
right.
that
Oh
makes
shit.
sense.
Health pack.
I didn't really
This
have
is
people.
what it
I didn't
is.
really have people die in my family until like high schoolish. My grandpa died, and then within 48 hours, the dog I had had since I was 2 years old died.
my cat died.
It was like blood all over. It was a rough.
Oh.
It was a rough
that's
weekend.
terrible.
When I was was it my big surgery? Yeah, and I gotten to go home a few days after Christmas. They had to put my cat down 2 days later.
Jesus
Christ.
Christ.
Oh, and
See,
I was
that's even
hysterical.
worse.
I cried and busted a stitch. It was rough.
Oh no, I would too, dude.
Which is also
So
painful.
I've had. So the last rat I had was death,
Oh,
but it was a while ago, and I've had 2 mice since then.
Yeah.
One of them Moose. But when
That's
he
hilarious.
was, I had to. Okay, so this is gonna sound stupid as hell, but
You're talking to a rat lover.
well, so for World of Warcraft stuff,
Okay,
we
you
were
already do
doing
sound stupid as hell.
we were doing
I'm kidding.
Mythic Argus,
Right.
and so I had to be there, and like I knew he was dying soon, and so I just like had him in my
Moose?
lap, yeah. And so like he like fell off, and I felt so bad. I still
Daphne.
feel super bad. But I've got Hal right now, and he's great. I named him after Hal McRae because so he kind of looks like a Siamese cat, and then he's brown, but he's got slightly darker brown underneath, and like his snout is slightly darker brown. And I imagine, and Hal McRae always had the coolest facial hair, so I imagine that is like the mouse equivalent of facial hair, and he's great.
I'm gonna
He's pretty
say-
sweet.
I'm
But
gonna
he
say
was
it's a
like,
baseball
but I got
person.
yes.
Okay.
Hating
But-
waiting around in hospitals, totally understandable.
Mhm.
It's not great. I guess you adapt, but then having been on the other side, I don't mind being in hospitals, having been a sick
'Cause
person.
you're knocked out most of the time.
Well, no, because when you're sick and you're scared, you don't advocate for yourself like you should because you're sick and you're scared.
Yeah, that's fair.
But then you see other people going through it, and because I wake up from anesthesia, I remember shit. They don't expect that. Or treat other people that I love sad and scared. I'm like, hey, listen.
Oh,
Nope.
Yeah,
Not
no.
trying to be a dick, but that's not gonna happen.
No, one of the women I went to paramedic school with.
So it makes me anxious anymore too.
She had breast cancer, and she said one time she went under surgery and she felt everything.
Jesus.
And that is the
Oh.
That's like the
Please
that is
don't.
the
Scariest thing
fucking
to me.
Thank you. Don't say that shit to me. Like, that was a horror movie, and I'm like, Because every time I wake up from anesthesia, I tell them I weigh more than I do, and they're like, that could kill you. I'm like, I don't care. When I weighed 100 pounds, like, oh my god, you shouldn't be awake for a couple hours. I'm like, what?
Great.
Honestly,
You're not going to remember any of this. But
honestly, I would rather an anesthesiologist give me more.
Yeah,
because
me too.
they're right there in case you stop breathing. That's
and
what's gonna happen if they give you too much pain drugs. You're gonna
Don't care.
stop breathing, and they can breathe for you. Perfect.
How about my big surgery, and they told me I had a 50% chance of survival? And I now know, again, good things about being a sick kid. When Emily went in for surgery, I'm like, she is to be sedated before you wheel her back into that room, because I'm freshly 18.
Yeah.
Fully awake and aware. It's like one of those Grey's Anatomy stadium hospitals with a bunch of fucking doctors, sharpening tools, 20 nurses. No one would talk to me, strapping me down crucifix style. And God love my anesthesiologist, who I'm finding Jesus and like trying not to cry. And he takes my hand, he's like, are you awake? And I'm like,
Yes.
He's like, it's gonna be okay, sweetheart. It's gonna be okay. He was
Jesus
horrible.
Christ.
And that will never happen to anyone else.
When
know.
I was in clinicals,
So
the
now-
anesthesiologist that was in the with me was
He was a doll.
he was playing Tetris. So.
Well, I mean, seriously. you have your
Like
point.
half the time you're like, it's like you have to be there, but if everything's going
No, I don't
right
judge
for
that
you,
shit.
it's like there's nothing.
Whatever.
To do.
Yeah.
But
I don't care.
he's there just in case.
Right?
But,
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's gotta be boring. You just stare at me naked the whole time? Hard pass.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, I love my other surgeon though, my newer one. I woke up from my last one.
Oh, I don't like your last one, so your old one.
No,
It's
that was
gotta
my
go
bad.
backwards.
Listeners, just so you know,
God damn it!
Sorry,
I'm so
viewers,
sorry I said listeners
just
at the
so you
beginning.
know.
It is my fault.
if you
I've
have to have
ruined
surgery and
everything.
have some sort of tie and can get the quote unquote like OG best surgeon in town, old dude who's been doing it forever, you don't want him.
Don't do it.
Because everything was laparoscopically now. That guy didn't grow up playing Nintendo. He didn't learn that shit in medical school.
He was still doing the same surgeries he was doing 20 years ago.
Exactly. They did laparoscopy. He's like, well, we might have to do the full split. I was in the hospital, I don't know, 3 weeks. It would have been 7 at least had he done it the other way. And yeah, my newer surgeon whom I adore was like, yeah, I know it sounds stupid, but you want someone who grew up on video games. I'm like, no, that makes a lot of sense.
It sounds stupid, but
Don't
old people are
ask-
dumb as hell.
Don't ask other doctors who you should see. Ask nurses, because then come to find out, I'm friends
that's
with her.
true.
He's caught in surgery. You're a medical person. 2 people on fire twice.
Wait.
How does that happen? In surgery, not once, twice. Like, not that. How does it happen
Wait.
once and you have a job? But how do you catch someone on fire? Because I'm not lucky. Let me go ahead and say that again. I know I'm out of danger now, but I'm definitely not happier knowing that.
Okay, the only thing I can think of that would possibly catch somebody on fire is if you put like the like AED pads on them for like to shock them back
Yeah.
if they go into cardiac arrest.
Right?
But you can throw that on like if somebody has a hairy chest, it's gonna suck to pull off, but it'll still get through
Fuego,
there.
my friend.
How?
I don't know. I don't know if I'd be happier or more concerned knowing. I digress.
Oxygen, maybe. But why would you have a flame in there? There wouldn't be any fire.
Okay, that makes me feel better because I couldn't suss it out either.
You want the surgery to go on? Yeah, you do. You want the surgery to go on trauma center.
Dude,
But he had to be.
those
But he
games,
has to,
dude,
but he has
no.
to get like the S rank
Hey,
every
Seriously,
time.
though.
those games are fucking hard.
They
so
are.
Yes, the one on DS.
Someone with
oh my
hand-eye
God.
coordination, because like, no more than a metal field than I care about. Also, always ask to see the specialist. Never let your, like, a general practitioner has to know a lot about a little shit and they have to upkeep on it. None of which include things like, psychiatric medicine.
It's definitely not like asking for the manager. Because, like, if you ask for the
It used
manager,
to be.
you're kind of a dick,
It
but
used
now...
to be, and any doctor who acts like they're offended, fuck them.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not God. They work for you. They're not doing that shit for free.
I still remember, like... I never beat
Yeah,
the first
cool,
trauma
Coyote, good
center.
call.
I never beat the first trauma center, but I still remember, man, this game is really hard, but it's fun. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh man, look at all the surgery I'm doing. Wait, a bomb? Like, what?
Yeah.
Oh shit, maybe your surgeon had to disarm bombs.
Maybe.
And he just
Maybe.
fucked it up.
I had to kiss white rich ass and call in favors to get that doc because
I remember that.
Yes, if you wake up from an upper GI procedure and they're surgeons, that's not normal. And I was like, I
nope.
want to see this guy, and they're like, you don't have time.
I've had plenty of upper and lower GIs as a kid because I had really bad
I
stomach
didn't fucking
problems.
know.
Bear with me. I'm about
And-
to cheat on this game
Yeah.
again.
Well, that's good because I gotta go pee.
Hooray.
Don't do it right there, for
Have
fuck's
fun
sake.
cheating.
Oh, but my surgeon goes, so what does your tattoo mean? And I'm like, can we pretend like you didn't just spend 4 hours looking at me naked? And he's like, God, I guess. He's a blast. He's funny. How's my favorite patient? Does that have anything to do with the fact that I'm your only patient under 80? And he goes, maybe.
I can see the bathroom door closed. There's another one, right?
Is there light coming out of that bathroom? Oh, then there's the one that way.
That is the one that way.
Do you know left? Right.
That one.
Oh, that one?
Yonder?
Yeah,
I'm
the
going
one in the
that for some
bedroom.
reason.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going that one.
He's gonna accidentally pee on the floor again.
That's too bad.
Well, for you, man, it's your house.
Anyway, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. That's not how you do
Does
that.
this help? Am I helping?
You're totally helping.
Snorkel.
Oh my god.
Not touching.
Oh god, I'm missing like a whole bunch of shit.
Can't get mad.
No, I would get mad.
It was fun to do to Olivia. My older sister Rachel, you get punched in the face. You only really do it once.
Alright, apparently I'm missing some goddamn candles.
Were you a 90s lesbian listening to Lilith Fair?
Wait, what? Took me a second.
Kind of the vibe I'm getting.
How dare you? Maybe they're up here. They're not up here. Wait, maybe they are. What the fuck? Out of the way, Peck. Sure as hell better be some fucking candles.
Can you jump? Make him jump.
You can absolutely not jump.
Aw.
Yeah.
Is it because he's old and
It's
white?
because it's Silent.
Bad on
It
his
is
knees?
also because of that. It's because it's Silent Hill. They don't let people jump around in Silent Hill.
All
Imagine how easy
wibbly
these games would
like
be.
a damn cat.
like a goddamn Mario.
I was coding Super Troopers. I'm not proud
Oh,
of it.
it's all right. Nothing wrong with that.
When I woke up from my death coma and Olivia was on watch, it was Super Troopers with the boobs, and she's jumping on the TV.
Yes.
First time I'd said anything in days. I'm like, why are there boobs on my TV? And I was like, God damn it, Olivia! I wasn't mad about it.
No, that's if anything, that is a great thing to wake up to after
Right?
a traumatic
Well done,
event.
Olivia.
Yeah. Well played.
Quarantine, good times.
Yep.
I'm still will never forgive myself for not stealing the sign on my door.
Oh yeah, you should have. I still
And
remember.
you know I like to steal signs.
That's
What the
true.
fuck?
When I was in high school, I went to UCLA for like a couple weeks
Yeah,
to do like
camp.
it was like a doctor camp, like a pre-med sort of thing. I stole the peephole out of the room.
Hell yeah.
Wait. What?
You can unscrew
Yeah,
it.
they unscrew really easily.
Oh, Jesus
I have-
Christ.
And then you can look through it, and it's like you're looking through a peephole everywhere.
Were you with us the night on Mass that we'd been drinking? It was off Mass, but we were walking down the street and I picked up an orange caution cone. I don't know how I got away with it. I'm like, I pay my taxes. This is my cone.
I wouldn't be
I
surprised if I
buckled
was
it
there
next
or
to me in
not.
the taxi, and then I used it to save my parking spot in front of my apartment.
That's
And you could tell
Pretty
people like
brilliant.
wanted to call my bullshit and would
But
like
they
call
couldn't.
and look at it and like not risking it. Like I love you,
Mhm.
Lawrence. Not sorry.
You know what's crazy? So as a paramedic, I found out because they get like catalogs of
fuck.
that shit to order.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit!
Oh, yeah.
Those things are like hundreds of dollars.
I pay my taxes. It was one of the
Exactly.
smaller ones, but yes, you're not wrong.
But it's crazy.
It's
I was just like,
ridiculous.
holy shit! How are they? No, I stole one years ago.
Oh, in high school.
We call it because they were
Sticks.
wizard hats.
That's what you do for fun.
I was there for that.
Yeah, I think I had one in the trunk of my car for years.
I think I
Yeah.
had one in the trunk of my car. That's how that
I
went,
had one in my
actually.
childhood bedroom with like a caution wet floor sign. For as weird strict as my parents were, my mom thought that was pretty fun.
That's fair.
She's like, no felonies. I'm like, well,
I'm just like, okay, where is this
It's only
fucking
some
room?
felonies.
it's fine. The priest in the
It's
hazmat
like-
suit. Good times.
Speaking of felonies, I still remember the one time I was like walking
Impressive.
around my cousin's old neighborhood with them, and I had my longboard with me for some reason, so it must have been in high school, and we were just like putting trash in people's mailboxes.
Oh yeah, you're not supposed to, apparently.
You're not supposed to do that.
As a child.
Also, we were really close to a golf course. We walked on the golf
Sure.
course, and we were fucking around with the flag because we're dumbass kids.
Yeah.
And some dude was super mad and
Oh
started
my God.
chasing us.
Fucking old white
So
people.
I had to like run with this big ass heavy
Who hasn't
longboard.
snuck onto private property as a 12-year-old or younger and shot at by a farmer?
I was probably in high school.
Oh,
Fucking
this is
so.
Oh, again, just country enough.
But yeah.
Hey,
A bridge we used to get drunk out outside of in between Rose Hill and Douglas, and then someone was we were looking at like abandoned places because we were talking about the time we found the missile silo site.
Oh yeah, that was fun, except
And
for all the
apparently-
mosquitoes.
Okay, P.S. I'm there with Mensa level geniuses. For us, right?
Us? None of us are.
We're all very smart.
We're smart, but we're not Mensa smart, which is a different type of smart.
Okay.
Yes.
I digress. They're brilliant and they're sweet, and they brought like this $500 laser pointer, flashlights, all this shit. Who's the only bitch that bought pepper spray?
You,
White trash Betty.
the only smart one.
God love you guys.
Yeah, they're the smart kind of stupid. Or stupid kind of
They're
smart.
adorable.
Stupid kind of smart. There we go. I'm the smart kind of stupid. They're stupid kind of smart.
They're the smart enough to where they're sheltered enough to where they haven't accidentally done the dumb shit I've done and learned
Well, it's
some
just
kind of
like-
life experience.
It's just like Sean told me, this was a million years
Fucking
ago.
Sean.
Sean told me that I guess Brian found some like pyramid scheme and he was like, I'm smart, so I can dupe them out of their money. And it's like, honey.
Oh no, that's how
That's how they get people.
whatever. That's how we went to Disney World when I was in grade school.
That's true. Nobody can be necessarily as good, but he lost a bunch of money, so.
Dad did not.
Womp womp.
He's like, I got out just in time. It was stupid luck. It was the neighbor.
It was
and I'm
just
like,
luck,
Dad,
yeah.
that you were in a pyramid scheme? He's like, I didn't really know that at the time. I'm like, I don't know.
Who's Kinetic
how I
Harpy?
feel about
I don't
this.
Why are they online?
Why are they online?
Because God loved my parents. Anytime someone died, they're like, that's horrible, your poor
Alright.
childhood. Let's go to Disney World. And I'm like, what about the time we went when someone didn't die? Did I go to pyramid scheme? I'm like, really?
The last time I went to Disneyland was in middle school, and my parents were going through a separation, but they weren't divorced yet.
See?
But my dad was going to San Diego on a business trip,
Oh,
and we
there
already
you
had
go.
it all planned. And I remember as a kid counting the times they were arguing in Disneyland
Aw.
and thinking this is not the happiest place on earth. like
better
a fucking
story.
tool.
We're at Disney World, and my sisters and I are, because it was anytime anyone
I feel
died,
like
left
I was
us
supposed
some
to pay
money.
attention to that.
Dad's like, there are other things we could have spent it on, but your childhood seemed pretty fucked, so we figured.
That's fair.
And Olivia, Rachel, and I were fighting, and he stops. We're watching the Magic Kingdom. He goes, damn it, you have $5,000 of family fun right the
Oops.
fuck now.
That's
And I'm like, okay. That's hilarious.
there's
I'm sorry.
nothing you can say to that.
Right? Fair
There's no comeback to that. It's just like
Yes, sir.
yes, sir, I am sorry. There's no you can't
Yeah. So, but at least it was the children.
Yeah.
Not the parents.
It was still kind of a fun
completely
vacation.
cheated
I
this.
still remember being jet lagged and watching like the Ellen show on TV. That's how old I am.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like the TV show for you listeners.
Yeah.
Yes, because
Viewers.
it was in middle school. God damn it.
I said viewers, that was right that
No,
time,
you
right?
said
You
what?
were.
You said
Son of a
listeners.
bitch.
You said listeners at first, but
Who would you be with?
and I remember drinking an MGD in the hospital. In the hospital. Jesus.
Nice.
In the
Oh!
in the hotel room. And guess what? I don't like MGD.
How about that?
When my surgeon, who tried to have that, in hindsight, he was just, I think people who are that kind of smart have a disconnect. He was trying to have
They do.
bedside manner. Also, sincerely, I was his only patient under 70. And was like, oh, honey, what are your plans for next semester? I'm like, I have an apartment, blah, blah, blah. He's like, you can't do any of that. You're going to have to have surgery or die. And I start having a come apart, not because of the surgery, but because I can't spend a semester at my fucking parents' house. And my dad, who said 7 words my whole life, was like, it's okay, sweet. Want to go to Disney World? We're going to Disney World. I stopped and I'm like, you fucking said it, we're going.
Man, your dad has made a lot of fuck ups, but at least you got to go to Disney World a lot.
Correct. I'm like, I'm 19, but I'm holding you to that shit.
Hell yeah.
Make a wish trip.
That's hilarious. Oh, I still remember. Oh, so that UCLA trip.
He can't talk to people. Oh, sorry. He can't talk to people or handle things with his children. But he's like, fuck.
Let's just Disneyland. I don't
Trump
know what to
card. Thank you, sir.
do. So we were in California, and we did some touristy stuff.
Well, yeah.
And so we went to California Adventure.
Did you go to Orange World?
Fuck
We
is
went-
Orange World.
It is the tackiest gift shop on the
We
planet.
went to the shops outside California Adventure. We did not get to go to Disneyland.
Aw.
We did not get to go on any rides at California Adventure. We went to the free area where you can look at all the shops at
That's-
California
Why are you
Adventure.
making me feel like a rich kid right now? Because I'm not.
I mean, the trip itself costs a lot. My
Or
parents
was it
a
the
lot.
business trip or?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
It was the. You want to be a doctor? Here's a weird. little
Dan
camp
also
thing.
spent a stupid amount of time online. Like, Jesus, you should have been a travel agent. He also had an itinerary down to the minute first 2 times of like potty breaks and how much coffee could you. He's like, we will. He was.
Wait.
What was it? We will have the most fun
I'm
possible.
I'm sorry if this is sexist, but so it was him and 4 women, and he planned.
Oh
the
no,
potty
okay,
breaks.
but yes, he's so much more self-aware now because like when whoever was dying, we had to drive the 8 hours to Iowa and back,
Ugh.
to Iowa and back, like every
Oh
other
yeah,
weekend.
Iowa.
Where?
And he was like, and I used to be so pissed because someone
Why
had
are
to
you
stop every
doing
hour.
this
He's
to
like,
me?
guess what? When we go now, it's fucking me. I feel pretty bad.
Good
He's
for
like,
him.
I'm worse than they ever were.
When Jason and I went to Chicago, so Iowa.
So yeah, he didn't
Iowa
get it, but
was
now
about.
he gets it.
Iowa was like 15 hours of the 10-hour drive.
With all
Dear
due
viewers,
respect,
And we
I
went
was
to,
like Kansas,
I
but
don't
somehow
think you
worse.
do.
But we went to
and like
the
I already
world's
told you,
largest truck
there's
stop.
been a
Yeah,
mistake.
And it was-
not that-
I've never been, and do you know how much time I've spent in
pretty
fucking
great.
It was
Iowa?
not that exciting.
Well, I mean, they have a dentist and a movie
They
theater.
do.
That's pretty
A
exciting.
movie theater.
Well, it's
heavy
exciting.
air quotes are like 6
I lived in
chairs and a
Emporia,
big
friend.
screen.
It's true.
Sorry.
I've
Our
been in worse
mall had a
theaters.
DMV, a movie theater, a Penny's, and I shit you not, lumberyard.
However, I do
Yeah.
want to speak to Iowa.
Okay, and I might
since
be
we
gay,
bring up
but
Iowa.
the lumber was very
Oh,
because,
people?
because ages ago my family went on like this.
Did you want an actual vacation to Iowa? That's sick.
No. It was like a cross country thing. It was very
Oh,
weird.
jealous. That's cool.
Anyway, we learned that in Iowa, everybody there is.
isn't
That's the end of that story.
I forgot about
Just
that.
every last person. is missing
Like
a
you
leg.
guys saw several people missing like an arm or a
Yes.
hand
Whatever.
or a leg.
It's like the equivalent of driving.
Not judging. It's
No,
just
listen.
weird.
10 miles outside of Wichita, anywhere, and at least every like other white trash middle-aged guy is missing a finger.
Yeah.
And it's always because they put their hand on a fucking lawnmower that was running. I can't tell you how many people I knew growing up that had happened to, and I moved to Lawrence. They're like, "What?" I'm like, "That's not normal. I don't understand." No, all right.
Wait, so you're not supposed to put your hand
No,
in a running
clearly you're
lawnmower?
not, but that doesn't
No.
deter anyone. You still know at least
Crazy.
5 people
That's
who've done
weird.
that, and it's gone clearly poorly. Like, you don't even ask anymore, you just assume that's how they lost their fucking finger.
It's like in cartoons when they're like, oh, something went down the garbage disposal. Oh, put your hand down there. Ah, ha, ha. Like as a joke, but
Yeah.
it's a lawnmower and
Correct.
it's real.
Yes.
Ryan has done that, P.S. I guess his argument being it was right after Katie was born and there was like a stigma. He's like, I know that.
Didn't see any other way.
Think that being sleepy and that would have been a better call.
I love him, but he's a dumbass.
Your brand new baby and wife who just had that baby and you're gonna fucking cut your hand off. I was a little pissed.
I would have smacked the shit out of him.
I was like, you can't be pulling that shit right now, son. You got responsibility. I don't know how fast you can type with one hand.
What do you want?
Do it or don't, because
That's
your
right,
life
'cause he does,
insurance
like-
policy doesn't do us any good if you just cut
Because
off
he does
your
what,
hand.
like accounting type of
Graphic
stuff?
design.
Graphic
kind
design.
of.
What I did to
Not
make
really.
you.
Well,
I
that's
don't
what his
remember what he
degree's
does.
in, but like, okay, so you know how hotel signs, or
Yeah.
hotels have signs of like conference
He's in
room
charge
B,
of the kerning between the
or
letters.
Oh, I can
like
turn like a
room. No,
motherfucker.
Yeah, you can.
listen, his busiest job
It
is
was
people
my
stealing the
fault.
420
I
sign.
just want
That's
No way surprising.
life back.
not
Coordinating
surprising.
that.
So
stuff.
remember when there was a Spangles on Kellogg
Vaguely, where at?
in like
East or west?
the early
Revenge is a
2000s
long,
East?
treacherous
I'll
road,
take your word for it.
isn't it,
Like Kellogg and Rock.
Okay, yeah.
Where do you suppose
So my
it
stepbrother and
ends?
I, we were in high school.
Oh, and none.
There
Catholic
was
kid in me,
there
sorry.
was a sign that said now hiring all shifts, and we
Oh.
were assholes, so we took the F,
We've
and so
all
it said
seen
now
that.
hiring all shits.
I mean, we've
And
seen
then-
that on the internet.
And then the next day,
Yeah.
the sign said now hiring all times.
Sorry. Outfoxed you were.
That place though was great because it was 24/7 before like McDonald's was 24
Oh, that's
hours.
nice.
Yeah,
I
and
was
it
saying,
was,
no, the Spangles are
Oh my
24/7
god, do you remember that
now.
time
right?
before we went to the bar in the church down the street from us and the God sign said, trouble often starts out as fun in our drunk hours?
that's right. We took
all
pictures.
over that
We took
shit.
pictures in front of
And
it.
I made some questionable decisions that night. It was like, no.
You did.
I did.
Well, it was the chateau. That's kind of what you do there.
That wasn't my fault. That was
That's
fine.
fair.
We did great.
That's fair.
Not in a sexy way. Well, it was later in a sexy way. I tripped.
Sure, you guys did plenty of sexy things, but the breaking of the TV was not. It was just an
Whatever. That's the
accident.
beautiful thing about your best friend. I was cracking up. She didn't think it was that funny. She was more mission oriented. I'm like, it's a little funny.
It's
Right.
fine. It's fine.
And her boyfriend, sister, are just oblivious. It's fine.
It's fine. It's okay.
I
It's fine.
that. It's not my fault. Anyways, that sign was fun.
Oh, so there's a church sign on the way here. If you go on Central, like right before Andover Road, and normally it says something funny. It didn't today. It was talking about volunteers for some stupid shit. But my favorite was I only remember the one sign, but it said, "Call 911. We're on
Charlie?
fire for Jesus."
Charlie!
That's
Hold
just
on, I'm coming!
Irresponsible.
A little bit.
well, among other things, like hellfire. Like that's like.
Yeah.
No, it's just like we're burning up because we love Jesus
Charlie!
so
Are they
much.
Pentecostal?
Charlie!
I don't know.
In my mind, they're like those people.
I know Catholics and I know people who aren't Catholics. That's it.
No,
That's
the only reason I know
that's
what
I know in
Pentecostal
my
is
head.
because our history teacher in high school was a
Are those the snake
elitist.
handlers?
Yeah. Or no, they're the people who speak in tongues and like.
So almost
Apparently,
snake
that's the
handlers.
thing. Yes, I don't know. I've never been.
I don't know.
But do you know Amber?
I don't remember how this
He
goes.
tried to Amber, Pam's daughter.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I know it.
Yeah, and she was raised pagan. And he's like,
Yeah.
open-minded though. And she's like, sure, Mr. Stone, I'll go to church with you. I always hated that bastard because he's like, FCA, open discussion. The butt would like shame and shut you down. And like, I'm going to hell because I was raised Catholic. I'm like, really? Your religion is like the bitch of the religion my parents raised me. But anyway. And she went with him and she told me that. And I'm like, that is
That's
amazing.
hilarious.
I didn't know that was still a thing anymore. Like, sincerely, had no idea. Apparently they still do that in mass. I'm like, way to introduce anyone to any religion. Like, you're not on board? What?
You're not on board with this weird ass shit?
Okay, I can't
Like,
block
it's
that.
not
Go
the
figure.
rock band we're trying to trick
Dude, you
you
can't just
into
block.
the palatable.
You just can't just block Cinder Block
It's,
Head.
it's a video game. I thought
It's
maybe I
Cinder Block
could.
Head. You can't do that.
Your axe doesn't get one. It's like a target axe. I want your dick, that's weird.
He's made out of lightning.
Oh,
What
huge.
the hell?
There we go.
Why is he made out of lightning?
I don't know.
Oh, you stole Cinder Block. You got the thing. Just like
I
in
got,
Silent
I
Hill
got the
2.
great cinder block.
Yeah.
Also, those FCA
Oh, we won.
kids were always the ones who were assholes to me growing up.
What kids?
FCA kids.
Oh, yeah.
That were in high school,
Fair.
that were later holier than thou. And I used to be a sweet, like, sincerely, I was broken. Like,
Aw.
the only
my
fight
God,
I was
yeah.
ever in middle school
You
was
killed the
because they were picking
boogeyman.
on the chubby kid who was kind of an asshole, but you don't pick on people, so I punched her. in the
Doesn't
face.
matter.
I don't know. I was the
They didn't
asshole
bring you
in
back.
school.
I would have
so-
punched you in the face.
Probably. I probably would have deserved
Nothing
it.
can bring you
Like in
back.
high school, I was literally
It's
insane.
not
And
your
then,
fault.
So
like the
I would
nicest...
throw. We would
Well,
throw
that's not your
pickles at
fault.
lockers
It's not your fault.
and
You
let
were-
them
you were
sit
quite
there, and they
literally.
would sit there for weeks. And I remember one guy like he pushed me up against the lockers and cornered me. He's like, "You fucking throw pickles on my locker." And, I was like, "What are you talking about? Pickles? What?
Are you
That's
s-
so
Are
weird."
you high, sir?
Gosh, that's strange.
Yeah, it was
You mean like
crazy.
the time I put ho-hos in the band instruments of the kids in the band room because they were dicks to the cheerleaders? Like, our band kids were so weird. 'Cause
band kids being dicks to the cheerleaders
and I was
is
a
kind
drama
of a weird
nerd,
thing.
and
I don't know,
I'm
I
nice
feel like
to
that's probably
fucking
perfectly
everybody.
normal.
Because
No,
we
it's-
had to practice, even though we were the only team in that school that won shit
If
occasionally.
there's anything that television has
true.
taught me is that cheerleaders are cunts.
They're-
so.
Okay, no, seriously, and I was one, and they weren't
But
smart
Boo,
enough.
But Boo is a cheerleader.
And like,
Fuck,
no,
I love
I
that
spent
movie. That movie's so good.
I spent 4
But
years
Boo's-
with my.
But I'm a
I didn't realize
cheerleader.
that was where
And I
you were
know
going with that.
viewers
yeah.
are thinking, "Oh, I know why you're a cheerleader." No, I'm lucky I'm still gay. Girls are disgusting. They're farty. There's a lot of headgear. That is in fact why I played soccer. But competitive cheerleading, 10 months out of the year in the summer, twice a day. It's having 30
So
sisters.
wait, you were a competitive cheerleader?
And it's the
were
worst.
you ever on the Deuce? Like, could I have seen
What's
you
the
like on the
Deuce?
Deuce back in the day?
The Ocho?
The Ocho?
Yes. Shut up. It was like a cult. Okay, my sister told me I wouldn't.
Did
Never
you
mind.
drop the spirit stick?
Yes, I was that asshole. I was definitely on narcotics during Jerk Camp Boys.
Was RuPaul sad about
Jesus
it?
Christ.
I don't know. He might have been
RuPaul
there.
was in that movie.
Yes,
so
he was.
Yeah.
As just a dude.
No, you know what I thought seeing that movie as a young high schooler or middle schooler? I'm like, seems like a good place to meet chicks.
Right?
Right?
Seriously, though.
I remember watching it and was like, man, this movie
And we
rules.
live in the only state where that's still a thing. It's fine.
Right? Well, you can't be the only state where conversion's a thing.
Well, where it's legal to electroshock therapy youth without
Oh.
without their consent, Kansas and Kentucky. And we're also
That's 2 states.
I'm sorry. No, but we're the only ones that still have the like
Electroshock?
no, not well, they both have it, but we're the only ones with active, and it's in Wichita, conversion camp
Yeah, let's
for
burn
kids.
that down. Jesus.
Let's do it.
We do
It's
an
not
IRL
listed, I
stream
can't
of
find
that.
it.
Look,
Not
I
get
have
banned.
like no life. I can just do it. I don't
Alright,
mind.
have
I don't
fun.
mind
Right?
going to jail.
But like, we're
Actually, I
'cause
do, but I
adults
don't
can
wanna go to jail,
voluntarily
but-
go to those. Those are those in states, but Kansas is the only one where your parents can fucking send you without your permission.
Okay, how can we destroy this camp without just like? Because I don't want to. If I burn it down, then I could hurt the kids inside.
Right. Oops. no,
Okay,
no,
as a
back
person
down.
who could have been a kid inside, I'd be fine.
It's a tough call. I'll figure this out.
Poor kids.
I'll have to ruminate on this.
Mull it over.
Mm-hmm.
And Tennessee was the last holdout other than us, but then even Tennessee's government was like, nah, dog. No.
It's really sad when you're worse off than Tennessee.
Or when our
Now
vice
I am
president
somehow up there. Okay.
tries to pass a bill and the other white ass Republicans are like, too fucking far, dog. That's, no, we can't do that. And he
Our
he
vice president? You mean the one that worsened the AIDS crisis in his own state?
Same one, my friend.
I
All right,
don't
listen,
believe
we'll give
that.
money to AIDS patients, but not the gay ones.
Mhm.
They have to go to conversion camp first. That's what Jesus would do for sure.
And how they were trying to funnel out money for some stupid shit nobody wanted from the.
How about that time?
What was the kid that got killed? The gay kid, Michael
Matthew Shepard.
Ma-
Matthew
Shepard?
Shepard. Yeah, they were trying to funnel money from like that fund into some
Sounds
bullshit.
about right.
Did you know
evil.
Sam Brownback gave $1 million to autism? No, he stole $1
I was
million.
gonna say that doesn't sound right.
That doesn't sound right at
on
all.
a Parks and Recs bill from the autism waiver in Kansas. Moved the budget. People do that with things.
Yeah.
But thank God for the internet and assholes who sit and read all that and stole $1 million from the autism waiver and then put it back and ran his fucking campaign on that. That's what Jesus would do for sure. And then I have a friend whose
Why do we
child
have
is
so many-
autistic, and she's like, "Well, I voted for Sam Brownback's seat." I'm like, "No,
Right.
no."
First of all, even without all this like stealing money from autistic people,
about-
Sam Brownback is a piece of shit and should
Before-
probably be dead, and I would kill him.
Yes.
Before he was elected, Bush 1 shockingly worked with Kansas and KU because we, in the 80s, when Bush won, SPED was optional. Public schools didn't. Yes, they did not require it in this country. And Bush 1, flaws
Special
as he
ed
may
is
have,
what she's talking about.
yes, was like, fuck that.
I know that
And
because I
out
was
of
in special ed.
all the states worked with Kansas because we had the most progressive public school special education. And that's where we were. And
I know
the
we had
autism
really
waiver,
good gifted programs.
early intervention, early autism intervention, KU, all that shit. Because that's where there were people in the Lawrence, Kansas City money who had children who ended up having autism with a lot of fucking money, and the only other place was
Hell yeah.
California.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
And they
yeah.
hated it because it was negative reinforcement. Like, Tom's parents went, and this kid with autism wasn't following the rules, so they took his fucking glasses away. Like, what?
Christ.
As opposed to...
Sorry, you're being kind of a dick, and I know you're autistic,
child
but you can't see.
as a motivating
so,
factor.
There you go.
And the rich people were like,
That's not-
we're just gonna throw money at KU, you know?
Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, because that was yeah.
Did I just
He
go in a
works for them.
circle? I
Yeah,
just went in
that
a
used to
circle.
be us. Again, the Bushes, say what you will. I know they did a lot of bad, but I, as a person who
did.
works with people with special needs, just like the frickin' murder that was No Child Left Behind. But when the Senate was like, oh, but special ed, we're not making them tests, right? Because, you know, the retards. And he goes, did I stutter when I said free and appropriate education for everyone?
You know
If
what's-
those children aren't learning and
Yeah.
thriving and testing, you're not doing your job.
You know
They're
what's
capable.
You know what's funny?
And nobody gives a shit enough to care.
What's funny is
So I
this
appreciate
this
that.
seems like a weird thing to talk about on a game on
Yeah,
a,
sorry,
a stream
guys,
you're
it's my
playing video
passion.
games, but we do this kind of shit all the time.
You do this
I
kind of
do
shit.
this kinda
You
shit
start
all the
this kind of
time.
shit all the time.
I do usually start.
Sorry,
this shit.
guys.
I mean, I tend to
Soapbox.
jump in, but yes,
I mean, we agree on the same shit,
generally.
but I talk about it and you
It's
don't.
just
That's generally how
insane.
it goes.
Working with a population of people who their loved ones just threw them the fuck away, and they're the best people. Normal people suck. Who
Right.
and like the Topeka institution, because it used to be just state regulated, and then there were all the reports, and the feds came through, and when they
Yeah.
came through Topeka, that's what led to deinstitutionalization, because people had been strapped and shackled to bed so long, their skin had grown around the leather shackles.
Jesus
Christ.
Christ.
Room with no windows, strap, yeah. Ed was in solitary confinement.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, just had the shit beaten out. Have you met a nicer, more give a shit about you person in your life?
No, he's
No.
super nice.
And like, just like him being
you
like,
wanna go
hey
on a
buddy,
walk
these are
and
my
shit?"
French fries. Do you want my fries? Which, especially growing up in an institution, is huge.
Yeah.
They don't share like. Yeah.
It's like a prison.
worse.
Worse, yeah.
Prison has regulation.
Well,
Prison can speak for themselves. They have family members. They can speak. Just hide.
that's true.
Yep.
Just because of being.
And that was the mindset back
Not
then. I don't judge the
mentally
parents. When your
disabled.
doctor tells you sign them over to the state, your only other option was if you had enough money to hide them.
That's true.
Truly. That was the norm.
Remember Dave, who sucked from DDR? Did
Yeah.
his family hide
Let's
a
not start.
mentally disabled sister?
Why are we
No,
talking
because
about
that's
this?
what
But
you
yes,
did.
he did.
Because their only
But
other option.
let's not. Why are
No.
we airing that dipshit? Why are we
Listen,
talking about that piece of shit?
That's
That's a
admirable.
good point.
That's
Why-
admirable.
Because
though.
Jason,
no, what he did was not
Not
admirable.
him,
wake
but
me up
what
when
his
September
parents
ends. No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
Well,
They
their
they,
only
they
other
pretended
option
she
was
did. They pretended she didn't exist.
They had to. You don't understand.
No.
No. They
boo.
pretended
Boo,
she didn't
this
exist
is the early 2000s.
because they were rich
How
and
old were they?
embarrassed by her.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well-
this is not a case of, well, it was the 70s or the 80s.
80s. Late
and
80s.
Yeah, no, this was not that.
This was
We
not
weren't
that at all.
deinstitutionalized till 87. Okay, that's a bummer.
This is not at all.
No.
What was
And this was in Wichita.
Yes.
They're just bad people.
Tom,
Yes.
God. His dad owned all the public parks in Lawrence because they were in money trouble and then, like, leased it back to them. And his parents
what is
funded and
one
owned
of these?
the
Ugh.
CLO.
Hate these. I don't even know what the thing is for this.
And he knew it. He didn't speak, but he knew. He had fluffy Kennedy hair. He knew that he ran that shit, and he was a rich, beautiful bastard. I love him. He's so smart.
Who? Tom? You say Tom?
Tom, yes.
Yeah.
Like, country club kids. It's like, I'm too rich and pretty for this. I know, honey.
Wait, there's a door. Maybe
Which is the great thing about being on Mass, because all the frat boys knew Tom. He went to Lawrence High.
Tom was smart as hell, man.
Oh, God. Manipulative bastard.
Just because he couldn't really talk doesn't make him not
he knew exactly
smart.
what was happening, and he knew how to milk it. Oh my, we were in
He
Walmart.
knew exactly how to pretend to be.
And he picked up a 2-liter
Worse
soda off
than
the
he
shelf
is.
and started drinking it, and that butthead knows better. And I look at him like, are you serious, fool? What are you doing? Get it together. And then I look around. He looks at me and does, like, puts his hand on his throat and opens his mouth. I'm like, you look like an idiot. What are you doing, seriously? And then I look around.
And then you're the bad guy.
People in the store are looking at me like I just hit him. And I look at him, and he looks at me and smiles. And I was
Like, yep, I know you're gonna pay
well
for the soda.
played.
I don't give a shit.
and then he put it in the cart and, like, skips away. I'm like,
Yeah.
this round to you. This
I like
round
that
to
he
you.
skipped away.
Dude, he was super tall,
Like,
too.
look you right in the eye, which you didn't, yeah. People are like, he's so tall. I'm like, he's not that tall. I'm 5'3", but my dad
I'm
is
short as hell, so.
6'9", and he has 7 brothers, and he's the short one. So I'm like, whatever. I'll jump up there. It's not my first rodeo, son.
Okay, that's my kind of fridge.
He also, again, rich
Hey,
white
Jason, you left your weird bottles
Ran
of
like a
champagne
girl.
in there.
Oh, damn it, they're weapons. I don't want those.
kid. I told you about the time he stole a soda from, like, he likes to fuck with the police. It was rough and hilarious at the same time.
It sounds amazing.
We were at a KU basketball game, women's, granted.
Dude, women's basketball at KU rules.
It was, yeah, no,
Like,
it's
not
great.
only is it fun, but it's like, the place is packed. People are super into it. It rules.
And
I
will
love
say
going
this
to
for
women's
Lawrence,
basketball games.
Going anywhere else, they're excellent with special needs community, like, as it should be. And then you go to Kansas City, and Ed, like, on KU, and I was scared, like, a kid who's maybe 19, freshman in college, and Ed goes, hey, buddy, rock chalk. And this kid goes, yeah, man, fist bumped him, and they talk for 15 minutes. And we go to Kansas City, like, power and light, white, rich people shit.
Yeah.
And Ed asks a guy, a middle-aged man, about his KU hat, and he just looks at him and looks at me, and looks at me and looks at him like I'm on fire. He's like, yeah, he's older than me. He's a grown-ass man. He asked you a question, why you look
That
at
guy
me.
had to have been from Topeka.
No, that was everybody, though. Like, and
that was
it's-
probably somebody from Casey.
it's everybody, and
Sure.
I get that they mean well. I don't know, it's frustrating, but you know.
No, remember when you, me, and Natalie were at the mall
like,
in
Lawrence,
Topeka,
they're on it.
and we stopped and held the door open for a dude with
Oh
like a
my
cane,
God, I'll never
and the guy literally looked
He
at us
had a
and said,
Vietnam hat and was missing a foot.
and the dude was like, "You people aren't from around
With his
here,
son,
are
he
you?
goes, "You kids aren't from
You're not from Topeka, are you?" It's
We go, "No, sir," and he goes, "I can tell." I'm like hugging his head in shame and walked
like
away.
I could tell because
Jesus.
you were actually polite and nice and held a door
That's when I
open
knew I
for
had to
us.
leave because I came home and someone in Derby held the door open for me and I stopped and gave them a dirty look.
So terrible.
Just because in Topeka, as a girl, if someone did that there, they didn't want anything fucking good from you.
That's true.
Like,
Topeka was a nightmare, and their education was terrible too.
yes.
Remember when it took 3 of us to like all night to try to explain what eccentric meant?
No, eclectic.
Eclectic, you're right.
Which is easier to explain than
Which is
eccentric.
way easier to explain.
Oh, God love her, though, and she tried to use it
Oh,
later.
she's a good person. Like,
no,
I'm
I
not-
know, but then used it incorrectly, and where Joseph was like, "Good job, kid."
Yeah, like I have nothing against her, and I'm not making
No, I
fun of her
know.
when I say any of this.
It's not her fault.
It is the education system that is at fault, not her.
And you know what? She's a
whatsoever.
good person, which is what really matters. I'd rather
Oh
deal
yeah,
with
exactly. I
no,
don't give a shit.
people who don't know us that are viewing.
No, I don't care.
God love her. And I'm horrible at explaining things. You're much better than I am. People are like, "What's that word mean?" And I'm like,
Well, that's why it's like it took 3 of us to try to like.
I didn't have a lot of friends. I
figure it
did,
out.
and then I didn't because the rumor went around that it was gay, and it was horrible.
You're
No,
gay?
what?
What?
Like I'm subtle. It was the 8th grade.
Dude,
and I went from
You bang more ladies than Jason and I together. Put
Easily.
together.
Alright,
So
that's
Thank you for
not
saying
impressive.
put together, because
Sorry,
that
y'all.
got weird for a
I
second.
just say together.
you know that's how
I did
Emily
not.
and I
we
became
invent well.
friends, right?
That is true though.
Because-
we
I
have
was the golden child, and with my last name, I couldn't actually do anything like.
Okay.
Volunteered, not because I was a good person. It's the right thing to do, not preachy or any of that. Nice to everybody, and I did. I had a girlfriend that went around that was gay, and I went from not popular but friends to nobody would talk to me. And it's not like I could go to my teachers
Yeah.
or my parents. And
Remember
lucky
when-
to have survived it, so I read a lot. I know words. And then a girl called me a faggot the second day of freshman year, and Emily punched her in the face
Well, that's nice.
and walked us. No, she's called.
'cause
She was
Emily
like, "We
rules."
don't fucking talk that way." And
Yeah.
then Brittany punched her, and they walked themselves to the office.
That's because Emily and Brittany are like some of the best people in the world.
No one really fucked with me after that. I'm gonna be honest.
Weird.
Dude, I don't want to be punched by either of them.
Yeah.
Hasn't Emily slapped you? It's not great.
It's not.
I mean, I assume.
Hell no. No, they're both awesome.
We'll
as
keep
hell.
them. They saved my life for sure.
Hell yeah.
I legit have no idea where I'm going right now. Not that.
And then all those
Oh.
asshole Christian kids. And the great Emily's grade, cool. The one below me, cool. I won prom queen, which, give a shit. The only reason that was great was because I like, you bitches that were horrible to me growing up. This means nothing to me. Like, see, other people like me. You guys just suck. And the one girl who moved and was popular halfway through 8th grade, and I was like, you don't want to talk to me, it's social suicide, I'm gay. She's like, yeah, give a shit. Called me from a party sophomore year of college and was like, Maddie, who was horrible to me, is making out with her cousin at the party I'm at in Manhattan. I'm like,
Oh, God.
I'm like, I know it's petty, but that made my life. Like, I may
No,
be
it's
gay, but
great.
I didn't do that.
Oh, yeah, because you're not petty. It's not like we flipped off that one Walgreens for years. Because...
Oh my god, did you hear the story? It turns out she still worked there.
She does?
She did, and when I lived in Lawrence, and I had no, because I've been there 100 times, and at CLO, I'm running an errand, and I turn a corner and damn near run into her, and I just set my cart down. She's like, oh, hey, and I just did, like, with the cart, sat it down, and just fucking left.
That's great.
And I go in, and it was like a block away from where I worked, and I told my boss, I'm like, listen, I'm gonna have to go to Walgreens on the other side of town now.
Hey, awkward
like-
straight girl who keeps trying to be gay but is definitely not.
And then trying to explain that.
It's hard to explain, but
God
it's kind of
love my
like
boss.
it's not
She
like
had a kid with her
experimentation.
at work that day, and she asked, and I tried, and I'm cool. I'm like, we can just be friends, dude. If that's not who you like, no.
Also, she likes Phil Collins,
Yeah.
Dude, Phil fucking Collins. I should have
so
been.
that's a warning sign.
That's
right
a
there.
warning sign.
She pursued me. I've been in a relationship that wasn't great for a long time.
Also, she was younger than you.
She was older than me. No.
Was she?
Yeah, by a bit, several years.
She just seemed a lot younger.
Well, there you go.
That's
Another
fair.
on that subject.
Oh, yep. Let me share the beer.
Oh, straight Cassie. Because again, and we'd hang out, and I'd be like, all right, listen, I'm not mad. That's totally cool. You know, but no? Okay. Why wouldn't you just tell a person? It's fine.
Huh?
I said, or you don't even have to not be gay if you're just not feeling this. No.
Yeah,
All right.
who cares? Yeah, that's what dating is about. Like, you have every right to be like, you know what, we've been seeing each other for like a month, but I'm not into it. Okay.
Right?
Bye.
Like, no hard feelings. And even I threw that out there. No dice. No, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, Walgreens. And this was like 2 years after the fact. And my boss had her
that's
kid at
right.
work who's like 6, and she was talking to somebody else. She was, what was her name? I'm like, Cassie? Not me? And she was great. She'd explain to her kid. She's like, no, they know.
I mean, she's not a bad person.
Rapes or
That's
Cassie?
Cassie.
Yeah, she was just frustrating. She's just an idiot.
Yeah, it was a terrible experience. Like, we're not trying to be like, paint her as some sort of
Oh, God,
devil.
no.
Nobody knows who you're talking about, so they
Exactly.
don't care.
Well, no, the fact that she was straight and kind of thought she might like a girl and isn't why she stopped.
nothing wrong- yeah,
that has
exactly.
nothing to do with it.
Exactly. Because we are incredibly inclusive on this stream unless you're a cop.
I'm
Yes.
a lesbian that lived in Kansas
Or
forever,
a
right?
Republican.
And those of you
Yes.
who aren't of the gay community, the gay community is fucking, like, bisexual. No, you can't be bisexual. They'll crucify you.
Okay, I was not paying attention to the game, but Cool Coyotes, did we kill Aquaman?
It seemed like we did kill Jason Momoa's Aquaman. a
Okay, oh
second
my
ago.
god. And isn't he gay? Come on.
Jason Momoa?
No, well, no.
Aquaman? No,
Aquaman.
I don't
I
think.
thought the comic books he was now.
I don't think Arthur
That's
Curry was
Iceman.
gay.
I was gonna
Iceman
pretend
is.
to make it a thing, but never mind.
No, one of the Green Lanterns, they decided to retcon him as gay.
I honestly
I don't remember which one.
I know it
though.
makes me a bad one, but I don't care. Shrugs.
I'm trying to remember which one. But it also seemed like
It was just gonna be beautiful and on the nose, but clearly that's not what happened.
it also seemed like one of those things that DC was like, he's gay, have fun. Whereas Marvel is all like, I don't know.
Yeah, they're fucking it up.
Like I follow some artists.
No,
too,
I
who
absolutely
do Overwatch
agree. DC
art.
does it well. Marvel is like,
Marvel's pretty good at it, actually.
oh, DC, like Catwoman, and even, like, it was subtle enough, not like, we have a gay character.
Oh, I don't know. All I know is that I follow people who do Overwatch art,
Aces and
and
eights.
apparently lesbians are super
dead man's
into
hand.
Thor.
Okay.
And that
Hard
whole
pass, yeah.
that whole universe,
I mean,
apparently.
Kate Blanchett in that movie is pretty great.
I saw the first one, but
No,
like,
the most
apparently Thor
recent one.
Ragnarok was
Ragnarok is the good Thor movie.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
apparently-
didn't make it through any of the other ones, and I'm a nerd.
the other ones are garbage.
You know, but yeah, she's looking real good.
Yeah, apparently it's Thor is like
Well,
they're posting all they always post all these memes. It's just
they
like
also
Thor,
love
like all
Just-
lesbians love Thor.
and
It's
Justin
crazy.
Timberlake, I
Out of
guess.
his chest?
I think, and seeing this is maybe how you know, I'm like, is Little Wayne cute? Apparently he's not. I think I just want to be his best friend. He's a lesbian, I'm a lesbian, it's fine.
I would be best friends with either of them.
And I'm the rare example. Like, trust me, in my life growing up, I would not choose it. I was in the 3rd grade watching Armageddon with my sisters, and they're like, ooh, Ben Affleck. I'm
That's
like,
right.
check out that Liv Tyler, and they look at me like I'm on fire, and I'm like, well, fuck.
Yep. I mean, she's just really pretty.
I didn't know what that was. It didn't occur to me. I'm like, I meant Ben Affleck?
Yeah, and you're just like, no, I just think she's pretty. I want to look like her.
Everybody's? No, I totally knew I wanted to do
No,
that.
I know, exactly.
But I've never been attracted to guys. And again, in my family, if I could, I tried.
Thor was a lady for a while.
But
there,
that's
yes.
rare. Like,
Oh, yeah, that's sweet.
didn't Marvel? I heard that make Thor a woman.
But now Thor is not a lady anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
Well, that kind of rang strange to me. as
But
Thor.
it was apparently pretty cool while it lasted.
It's still cool, though.
Yeah. How am I
I
not?
Because
don't
it's
like
whoever wields the
change.
hammer, I guess, or
Right.
whatever. That's cool.
But wasn't the whole
I'm down
point
with
of the
that.
last Thor movie that you don't need the hammer?
No,
I read
don't
DC comics, but I don't
remember.
really keep up on Marvel. I don't keep up on DC.
I don't keep up on any comic books anymore. Because if I start getting too
Some of
into
them.
them, then I will start collecting them again,
Walking-
and then I
yeah.
will start spending over $100 a month on comic books.
Randy steals them. It's fine.
I like Randy, but I couldn't do that to the comic book people.
I can't either. I just take Randy's.
That's fair. And part of what made my,
Well, like
spending
the Killing
$30 a
Joke and shit
week-
like that, I own.
It's part of what made $30 a week. 52 was out at that point, and that was a decent.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
an every week comic.
Sure.
So I always, but it was also only $2, so it wasn't necessarily contributing that much to my $30 a week.
Oh, God,
But it was
does this
basically
gun
like
have-
smoking. as
Well,
a
you
habit.
know.
So I just
Which
cold turkey.
won't kill you. You're fine.
Exactly.
Comic books, well, I mean, you might go blind. Don't.
Man, I wish I could
Okay,
take
thanks.
the bullets out of that thing and put it in my gold gun.
You have a Desert Eagle up there,
Aren't
yeah?
they the same guns? Aren't they both deagles?
That's what I'm saying.
There's an epic video on YouTube of a woman accidentally pistol whipping herself with a Desert Eagle. Beautiful.
How do you accidentally pistol whip yourself?
She was
Recoil.
drunk, and yeah, she wasn't ready for the recoil.
That makes sense.
The only gun we let Michelle,
I love shooting guns.
My
fucking
ex,
wasted. That's great.
who we
Good idea.
also, and we were sober, granted, it was out at Seamus's parents' property. The same girl and another kid that grew up in, okay, so Beverly Hills is the richest county in the country.
What does
Overland
Michelle go by now?
Overland Park, Kansas, yeah, is the second richest county in the country, which is where they grew up. Seamus grew up in the sticks. I grew up out here.
And he grew up in Tongi.
Yeah, he has his family who was house sitting, and we're shooting guns. I outshoot Seamus like a boss.
Turn your flashlight on.
Michelle had never
Flashlight is
shot a
on.
gun.
Oh.
We made her kneel, and it was like just a pistol, a handgun, not even a 9. She had headphones on and kneeled, and P.S. was my butchier than me girlfriend. Sat it down and curled after she fired it and curled in the ball in the floor. Like, it was so loud! We later convinced them to go snipe hunting. I was kidding.
Oh no.
We were sitting in the hot tub, and I was like, Seamus, it's a beautiful night for a snipe hunt, don't you think? Just being, like, kidding.
Yeah.
And then Andre and Michelle are like, what's that? And Seamus and I look at each other without words. We're like, put your fucking shoes on, guys. We're on snipe hunting. We need 2 sticks in a bag. So we're balls
no.
deep in the woods behind the house. We're like, no, you gotta click it. You got the bag? And then we hear coyotes. And Seamus is like, back in the house. We're like, is it a snipe? Snipes are allowed, get in the house. It was coyotes. It was fine. How does, I
What's
mean,
he
like,
up to now?
Shameless?
No, not well. Also,
Shameless
what's he-
O'Toole?
What's Seamus up to? But also, what's Mitch up to?
I have no idea. It's not a
Yeah.
good breakup.
Yeah, he was kind of a dick.
It's cool. Borderline. I like to date people with borderline personality who aren't diagnosed yet. Turns out.
Hey, me too. Oh, wait,
High
no.
five.
Wait, no. Brittany was diagnosed. She was fucking insane. But
I can't even talk shit because it's happened more than once. But
yeah. And it's bad when I call somebody insane because I am schizophrenic. So
right, and so am I. I'm crazy as hell. But borderline is a whole new world.
it is very interesting because I remember she was
They
like,
believe the crazy shit. Like,
because she was like really, she
like
was really
religion.
upset because her transmission died, and I was like, oh shit, that sucks. Can I take you to dinner? Because that's what a friend would do. You're like, oh
Yeah.
shit, you're gonna have to spend a couple grand on your car. Let me take you to dinner.
right.
and
I
go
can't
to-"
afford that, but I can fucking take it after.
She didn't talk to me for like 2 days, and I'm like, why? And she's like, oh well, you know, you said we were going to dinner, and it felt like you wanted something from me.
And here's the rub. Okay, that
And then I just felt really bad.
I mean, because you're a good person, an actual good guy. But what really happened is she forgot her, put it off for whatever reason, and then convinced herself that was fine. Is that excessive borderline?
Probably, yeah.
Whereas
They are very
there's
black.
my idiot ass, and I make friends with quote unquote a good guy.
And not that we're making fun of, or, you know.
No, you're the best guy I know.
Not that we're dissing borderline.
No, because sincerely,
I would hate to have
yeah,
that.
they believe it like it's gospel. They're like, and they do. They'll fight till their last breath, even though it's total bullshit, because they sincerely believe it.
Yeah, that fucking sucks. That's awful.
Because yeah, you're sitting here on your side, and their reality is still 100. They're not liar fucked with you, it's their reality. Not even trying to be a dick. Michelle and I were talking, and I reported it. I'm like, not trying to be an asshole or to the point where you don't know it, but I thought I was losing my mind because I didn't believe you. And played it back and blew her mind. She was like, I have no idea.
Like,
And then she would get better for a few weeks and then go right back to
like Brittany was good when she was on the medication, when she couldn't afford to go see her. Oh my god.
And that's what
Also, it was a weird situation.
it was. And so was mine. Again, I'm a huge advocate of mental health.
Oh yeah.
It's no different. Like, I take care of that every day. It's no different than the shit that like saves my life or my stuff.
Oh yeah, I've taken Seroquel for like 13 years.
I'm a huge proponent of that. Like
I
I totally rep. I'm like, I'm crazy. My doctors are like, you aren't crazy. I'm like, it's not a bad thing. I'm taking it the fuck back.
Yeah.
My therapist and my surgeon both were like, if you are a little off because of all the shit that's happened, I would be worried. Fair enough. And like my mom, my sisters, all are. Like, yeah, genetic, no shame, but there's a lot of shame that comes with it, you know?
Oh yeah, there's just so much stigma. with it.
Exactly. Especially, I feel, depression.
Yeah. Like I would date anybody even if they're borderline, because who gives a shit? Like,
Well, and that's
if
it's
they're not
all
taking,
about.
But if they're not taking care of it.
But good people and like you, the thing is, it makes you as someone who's understanding vulnerable to someone,
Yeah.
you know?
The fuck do I get back out of this fucking thing?
We're playing a game? I
Right?
thought we were just talking about mental illness.
Hey, listen, you reel them in with the game, 'cause the game is sexy, alright? And then we drop the knowledge.
The game is sick.
Alright? They come for the game, and then we
I love that twitchy
little nuggets,
so good.
alright?
It's,
We gotta,
it's
once
hot
we
as
get them
hell.
hooked, we gotta throw the real shit in there, man. We're changing the world.
This game is sexy. I mean, I do have like
Well, they're not
half
here.
a chub.
Again,
so...
they're not here for us. And you always have half a chub. Please.
That sounds like a compliment.
It sounds like a medical issue.
Or
Listen.
priapism. That's
Yeah.
true.
I'm not here to judge, but I'm judging and I care not to.
Oh, God
You know
damn
what?
it.
You can have priapism from getting a head injury.
Okay.
What is, never tell me. Is that a different?
Priapism is when you have an uncontrollable erection.
Yes.
Okay, see, and again, I'm very well medically versed. There's good reason I didn't know
I
that.
Yes.
just went.
That's
And you
going
can
in
get
the
that
special
from a
place
head
of my
injury.
brain.
So, like, if you got somebody, their pupils are all fucked up, and he's got like,
I'm not trying to be a dick, but
And
I've
they've
worked
got,
with
like-
people with TBIs. That sounds like the best case scenario.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they're yeah, like their dick won't go down. You're just like, oh, they have a head injury. Probably.
Well, there you go. At least, I mean, you know, it's a head injury. I guess from a medical standpoint.
I really don't.
Because
know.
I love
mean,
you,
either that,
but
either
you're
that-
not that sexy.
Yeah, exactly. Either that, or they, you know, because who doesn't just take some Viagra and then go four-wheeling?
Right?
We're in Kansas. A lot of people.
A
stop.
lot of people do that. That's true.
That's, I mean, read the room.
Read the state.
Right?
I don't think any of us would.
There was one time.
I would do either. I would do either or.
Viagra or four-wheeling, but
Yeah.
not both.
Yeah.
I
Would,
just-
would
sorry,
you
that
not?
seems smart.
Would you not do either of them, Jason?
I didn't say.
But the rednecks I grew up with would be like, you know, it would make either of those things better at the same time.
Fucked up blood flow. Let's do it.
Again, I stopped telling people we were sober during some of the dumb shit we did because they assume we're drunk and that's this. I'm like, I don't want you to know that my sober mind was like, yeah, all right, we'll give it a go.
Oh my god, I keep going in like circles.
Gasoline is a fire sign. It's fine.
Jason, God bless you for actually playing the game because I'm not paying attention.
Sorry,
Yeah.
guys.
Honestly, though, Boo,
You
it's
starving?
not your fault because I don't pay attention to the game when you're not here.
That's fair.
When you're not here, I'm still like, hey, Jason, what about that clock tower?
Cool Coyote, did Thor look like a woman or like a
No,
man
Thor,
in a
Thor was a
wig?
lady.
No, Thor was a lady.
Because I used
Because
to.
I've seen
It was
because
Jane Foster.
the lesbians that I follow post some lady Thor stuff.
My cheer captain when I was a sophomore looked like her older brother, and Courtney, who I cheered with, who strays days long, she's like, you shave her head and throw a wig on her, I'd fuck her. She did. She looked like Thor with a wig. She was also mean, so I'm not sad for saying that.
I mean, it sounds pretty good to me, so
Aww.
I'm not. I don't know.
One of the girls who was my flyer, Kayla, who's the sweetest person, shirt off your back. I was a freshman in college. She was a senior in high school. I got a decent education. I come back to visit Kylie, and we're at like a gathering, and someone said, the girls, was like, Angelina Jolie's kind of cute. And I'm like, Kayla, you're the most heterosexual person I've ever met. Later, the other girls go somewhere, and Kayla leans in, and she's so precious. And she goes, Boo Boo, what is heterosexual?
Aww.
Right?
Okay.
And I go, oh, honey.
I just want to give her a hug. And be like,
No,
I'm so
wait for it.
sorry.
It gets better. I'm like, Kayla, honey, you like boys. You're a heterosexual. And we'd never come out and discuss my sexuality.
Yeah.
I'm like, I like girls. So I'm a homosexual. And mind you, where we grew up in Kansas, and I was her
there you go,
base.
it's a ladder.
I
Yeah.
had my hand up her ass for 4 years. In a super Christian town, but like gross. And she throws her little arms around me and hugs me. She goes, "Oh, I know, I've always known. I don't love you less."
Aw.
And people are like, "That's fucked up." I'm like, "That is the most precious."
How is that fucked up? That's the sweetest thing.
Yes, thank you,
To just be like, I don't care, I love you.
darling. I love that.
Like, I
girl.
knew I loved you.
See, and that's why
great.
I say, and she was smart in other ways. Not the sharpest tack in the drawer, but damn, I'll be damned, she's the best person. And better than any, like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. What a doll.
Like, when you grow up in gifted like I did, there you do get a point where you're
So-
like, you start to see, like, you do start to see...
those douchebags?
Yeah.
Those were the band
your
kids.
intelligence as worth, and it's terrible. And
We're-
now,
yep.
I love being stupid. I don't give a shit.
Right?
It's great.
Hey, the
I
smartest,
could just be like, I'm
sincerely-
sorry, I just really
the
thought
smartest,
this.
most aware, worldly, brilliantly manipulative people I've ever met were the special needs people I work with, because what they lack in conventional ability, they more than make up for in other fucking...
In empathy.
Empathy, and, like, just... I wish I could take Tom on every first date I went. You could take him into a room of literally 1 million people. It'd take him 2 seconds to find the asshole.
Oh, yeah.
And he would fuck with them relentlessly, and as much as I know it's my job to be like, no, dude, don't.
Like-
Like, get him.
Like,
Get him.
yeah, like...
Go make
like,
him uncomfortable.
Like, he was the type of special needs person that couldn't talk,
He didn't need words.
but you could also, like, I met him a few times, and...
He's smart as hell. Yeah,
he
he
was-
fucked
he was-
with you because you were the only other guy in the room.
he was legit, like, he was
Brilliant.
mildly intimidating.
Right.
Because
Oh,
you
and
could
he-
tell that he knew
and he
exactly what was
knew-
going on.
And he knew that
All
you
that
knew,
shit.
because if you thought he was just a poor special needs guy, he would have milked that.
Oh, yeah, he didn't even try that shit.
No,
on me.
because he knew you knew. He's like, yeah, I am big and intimidating. He weighed
Mhm.
like 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
But,
Whereas Ed was
or
just
not
like...
1,000 pounds, sorry, 100 pounds.
Whereas Ed was just like, let's go for a walk. And I'm
And-
like, all right, buddy,
Oh
let's
god,
do it.
no, I forgot about that. I loved that.
It was fun. I got to
Me
go
and
take
my
a walk.
girlfriend were not parents, or roommates, because they're adults, they had parents.
Yeah.
For these 2 guys. And so he was surrounded. Ed is a gentleman from Topeka, which means he's just a little WT. He likes to grill, damn it. And, fucking women. And
Basically.
Scott comes over, and Scott walks in, and he looks in, and he goes, hey buddy, wanna go on a walk?
I'm like, yeah, let's do
He's
it.
like, leave the girls and Tom here, let's go. And I'm like, as soon as he
Fuck
walked in
yeah.
the door, he's like, I'm done with this estrogen shit, you.
Hell yeah.
Let's go do
like,
man shit.
Took a block.
He
or
was,
walked for
and
a
he
couple
was such a
blocks.
champ about that. He did put up with a lot of our girly shit.
Oh, I bet.
That's the only reason I know where my keys were for 2 years. Or that my tire was ever low. And I thought it was, and I'm like running all around the house, and even when that bitch, okay, and here's the downer, because there's no money in state medicine, especially for people with special needs.
Right.
And the medicine they have, folks who've been institutionalized the whole time, is really hard on their heart. And he's like 45. She forgot to look at his EKG.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He could have dropped dead at any point for 6 months. He had to have one every 6 months. Found out he's been medicated since he was 6. Violent schizophrenia, like... Ed, when we first got him out of the institution, when he was like 30, and he's the sweetest guy, and this isn't their fault, and they're not dangerous, he holds the record for putting people in the hospital. And he's my
older,
size.
He's older than we are.
He's my
really.
size and older than we are. But I watched him throw a concrete picnic table through a glass window.
Jesus Christ.
She pulled him off his meds cold fucking turkey. Like, that's not gonna
Like,
give a heart
why would
attack.
you do that?
And we're
Yeah.
living in the middle of nowhere. And God love him, and it was so sad, because he'd have those breaks, and he thought he was back in the institution.
Right.
He knocked out our linebacker roommate, who was stupid enough. I never got hit. He
Poor guy
got
is-
close, and Brian was a brick shit house.
Poor guy had PTSD.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Like, all of his
Are
meds
you
cold
done?
turkey.
Yeah, I've got to get going, guys. I'm
Oh.
sorry. I'm sorry.
I digress.
No, it's okay.
He would still have his breaks in like this, like with his head down on the kitchen table, and I'd be looking for my keys. He's like, they're over there. No,
We're
over
gonna,
there.
We're going to see if Korn can crash the game again.
And with his
Trying to finish my
exhaustion,
beer.
I was
No,
trying
you're
to
fine.
open like a can of like spaghetti sauce, and he was like, buddy, come on. I'm like, I've got it. He's like, muscles, dude, muscles. Like, you son of a bitch, thank you.
Yeah, let's wait for Korn to play us out. That's a good call.
Sorry, y'all.
No, you're fine. But yes, Korn will play
No,
us out
Korn
and crash
knows
my...
Are you going to see Luke?
Not yet, but yeah, I got things that need to get done.
Basically, Jason likes to sacrifice stream time to go see.
To have a life, I know.
You know,
Probably.
to go see Lou and have
Hold
a
on,
life
this doesn't count as
and
a
have fun.
I mean...
What a
What are you
dick.
boys doing tonight?
I don't
I'm
know
doing
yet.
shit.
We're
We don't raid on Sundays anymore, so I don't do shit. What do I do? Just for World of Warcraft.
Yeah, don't ask.
Sorry, and
what
then I'm
it
done.
is.
Best Ed story ever. We're to Lawrence Walmart, and he needs propane for his grill. And I'm like, you asked, dude. I'm not your mama. Walks up to a Walmart attendant, goes, hey, buddy, where do you keep your cocaine? And I
Oh,
freeze.
no.
He's a white man from Topeka. I don't know his life. He goes, and I'm like, and he goes, yeah, cocaine from a cocaine drill. And I'm sitting here. I lived in Topeka. I'm like, shit, is that a thing? What's a cocaine drill? And then it clicks. I'm like, propane! Propane for his propane gun!
That's better.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yes.
Because the Walmart, and again, Lawrence is great, like looking at him, looking at me, and Ed's just pleased as punch. He knows full well, and that's all he would call it from then on.
What an asshole. That's hilarious.
It wasn't, I'm not gonna lie.
I would do the same thing.
It was pretty
Hell, I'd
amazing.
do the same thing, and I have slightly... I don't have as the mental problems he does, so I probably would have done the same thing.
I mean, at first, originally, that wasn't, he figured that was quick.
Oh, yeah.
I tied his shoes for a year. He can tie his own fucking shoes, yes.
Open 302B.
Someone goes, you know you can do that, right? I look up at him, he goes, hey, buddy. Right? I'm not even mad. Respect.
Alright, let's see how far we can make it
Let's see
into
if
the
Corn
corn
crashes the game.
Oh, it will.
Like the band?
Yeah.
I know it's horrible, but I like them better than the drugs.
Sure.
Oh, I like
Okay,
me
they
better
were
when I like
horrible.
drugs. Look, we had this discussion 2 weeks ago.
Cannibal Zombie, isn't that like
When you're in middle school and Freak on a Leash comes on the radio, you're into it.
Nah.
I was. I
And
was
it
like,
crashed the game.
yeah, this rules.
It
And
totally did it. And on
like
that
Freak on a
on
Leash.
that note,
I also
really,
like
you
Life's Just Peachy. I was in the 5th grade. How old are you?
older than that, but that's besides the point.
I also listened to Kitty. Come on.
Kitty was great.
Oh my god, that concert was rough.
I never
Can I
saw
just
them in
say-
concert.
You need to go to rock concerts in Kansas City. They're bitches. Every
Okay.
metal concert I've been to, I'm in the front. I got knocked unconscious at a 30 Seconds to Mars
Wait, there's-
concert.
there's
And
no-
between the warm-up bands, they were moshing.
That is ridiculous.
That's Kansas.
That's stupid.
That's Wichita. So I go to Kansas City, a bunch of rich bitches. I'm like, oh, you're just gonna be dirty looks? The front we go.
Wow.
Kansas people come to fight because there's nothing else to do.
It's true.
The Hard Times is like the Onion for music, and it's just all like, 15-year-old at first concert thinks he found a great spot.
Yeah.
And it's just like up at the front, and it's
Aw.
like, wow, it's real. And
In
like
Kansas
interviewing
City,
people, they're
you
like,
would
oh
be
wow, it's
fine.
great that, you know, that young kids are up there gonna fuck shit up in the pit.
Right.
No, in Wichita, yeah, you die.
You basically die. Sean's probably not in the chat, but I'm sure he has some stories about that.
Like steel-toed boots and shit. Yeah, it's.
I still
Kitty,
remember
someone
going
that I didn't know, and it was down. The pit was like down, and the bar seats. It was somewhere downtown. Were up and over, and it's fucking Kitty. Like 10 years after they were anything.
Right.
Some dude I didn't know, thought I did because it's Wichita. Reached over. I was the only girl on the floor. Two
Uh-oh.
guys before the show got started got kicked out fighting on my behalf. To like, we got a girl in here. 100-pound me, and some dude like hooks me under my arm, pulls me up and over, and I'm like, he's like, you looked ready to be the fuck out of there with his girlfriend. She's like.
I still remember going
Come
to
to find
some
me.
show, and I
you,
decided
sir.
to kick my shoe like across the street.
Wait, what?
Like I had sneakers on, and I kicked it so hard it went across the street. I don't remember which club that was though. It was obviously an all ages club because I know I was in high school.
Cotillion?
No, God no.
Club
It was a small
Shoe
venue.
across the street. I don't
Could have
know.
been downtown. Though.
Club shoe across the street. Yeah, it was. I don't
Club
remember what it was.
projectile shoe.
Club projectile shoe is. Jason gives me this look like, get the fuck out of
No,
my house.
I was just trying to figure out if it was club projectile shoe.
But no, it's
Kitty
okay.
and that small ass floor, and I'd been to many concerts at that point, and that I was like, really, this is where I fucking die? I later hid under their tour
God,
bus.
why are there so many
There's
people
so
still
many
in
people.
here?
Oh, wow,
What's
hi.
wrong with all of y'all?
So my favorite, one of my favorite concerts I've been to was like in middle school. I moved back to Kansas, and my best friend from grade school was like, "You want to go to Sugar Ray concert with me?" I didn't give a shit about Sugar Ray, but I'm like, "Yes, let's hang out," because I just want to be with my friend.
You monster.
Fifth grade, my dad took us to see Shaggy.
No, guess who opened for Sugar Ray?
Was it
Oh, this
Smash
is
Mouth?
amazing.
Orgy.
That I'd go to.
That's funny as hell.
So and this was at Century 2,
Oh,
and like half of the floor was like goth kids, and then
Right.
the other half was like
Frats.
frat
Crips
kids.
and
It
frats.
was
I forget-
it was so fucking funny. It was like the
Nickelback
funniest
came
thing.
to town with like
Gross.
3 Days Grace and Seether and all these people.
That all sounds about right. That
Wait
makes
for
sense.
it though.
And Chelsea was there, I'm sure.
Of course.
And like, you know, the warm up bands, and then it's before Nickelback, and I shit you not, me and half the crowd fucking left.
Good.
It's before the headliner, like, and we're out.
Good. That is correct.
It was pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie.
That's
But
my
yeah,
fa-
Sugar Ray and Orgy was probably one of the best things ever.
that is
that's
one
ever
that
happened
is
in
one of my
life.
favorite videos on the internet. Is some Nickelback concert in like Brazil or something, and like all the people there are like booing and throwing shit at the stage, and they're like, "Did y'all come here to hear some rock and roll?" And the guy gets hit in the face with like a bottle or a rock or something. And I was like, "Good, well
Oh
The
my
played."
only
God.
thing that was on my post-death bucket list was See a Perfect Circle, because I know recently
Sure,
Disregard.
sure. But,
But they were never going to tour again, and they were
Right.
done.
right,
And then they
and,
came-
and you fell for it.
No, they came through Kansas when Lollapalooza, the 1 year Kansas and Lolla, like day 1 and 2 switched and came to Can Roxas, which is the worst name ever.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, Can Rocks.
It never happened again because they didn't charge enough.
Yes,
but
and also it was a
Lollapalooza.
stupid name.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
But so I'm like, fuck yeah, we're going. I'm like, well, shit, am I gonna die now?
Yeah,
And now they're touring again, so that's less novel. But
exactly.
it
You
wasn't
totally
when
fell
Paz
for their
was
shit.
with the band, but it was still the best concert.
I don't know
I've
what
ever
I would
been
do
to.
if Josh Homme came out as like a sex pest or something that was terrible.
I'm sorry, what is a sex pest?
Usually
I've
sex
just-
pest
I've never-
is usually somebody
I've
that
never
like,
heard-
harasses peace
I've never
people
heard
for,
sex
like,
pest,
nudes
but
or
that's
something.
pretty good.
Like when
Like
they'll
online
rape
or
you
in
on
person?
them.
Like that's
Yes.
Either way,
So a rapey motherfucker. Don't make it
Right.
sound cute.
basically yes. Well, this was more online stuff, but either way.
Regardless.
Well,
Well,
anyway.
it goes away.
Anyway, as we talk
Sorry.
about sex pests, I'm gonna kill the stream.
My gay paranoid
Thank you
ass.
all for like hanging
Paradise
out
forever.
and.
Hi, sorry I ruined it. Love you guys.
You didn't ruin anything. I'm not even gonna bother trying to edit that VOD down. So that's gonna be a 3-hour YouTube video.
Who gives a shit?
What's that? Did people listen after?
Sorry.
I'm sorry, clip
Fuck it, who gives a shit?
Yeah. All right, but thanks for stopping by.
No one listen. I mean,
Thanks
like,
for the people who donated bits and all that stuff.
yeah, that was super
Thank you
cool.
for
We're the
everything.
worst.
Yes.
Thank
Make
you
good
for still-
choices. Cool
Thank you,
Coyote.
thank you for putting up with our shit.
Thank you for still being.
Are you
here.
married to Cool what is it? Roadrunner?
What?
Shut up.
Oh my god! Don't do
Okay,
that.
don't be a racist like K Price.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Don't be racist
Hold on,
against
stop!
coyotes.
It's been a minute from my
Also-
childhood. Or the coyote and the
Also-
is that racist?
Also,
My stupid ass in college is like Disney is racist, and then I stopped. I'm like, oh my god!
also, why would they be married? They hated each other.
No, we're
Wait,
just- you're
never
just-
mind. I answered my own question.
Hi, where are
Ba-da-da.
you? Kansas. Just saying.
Just being racist against coyotes. That's all.
Bye, folks.
Sorry.